Okay, it started.
Oh, you can't have branded
Leave it
products.
cracked. Leave it cracked.
Coming more to the center, so you're
No.
facing the camera. Yeah.
I don't want to face the camera.
Yes, face the camera.
Not the face of the camera, but I just sit next to Steve.
Close to me. Get closer. I have the force.
Stop that.
You should leave this in.
Maybe. Okay. Welcome.
Hold on. We have all these branded products on here. Is this how we want to?
Yeah.
We don't. I'm not affiliated with any of
And
these.
also alcoholic drinks.
Yes.
No, they're not.
What?
No, they're not.
No, we filled them with water.
That
They're
is,
very
that
hydrated.
is
I don't
okay.
associate with this.
Yeah.
Well, you could look at that.
Why
I don't
not?
recognize the brand.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm not
It's
associated with
Twisted Tea.
them.
Why, you should be.
I'm not
Also,
associated
I'm
with
very-
them. These are knockoff water brands. It's just water inside. Okay,
No,
so
but seriously, you just don't care.
not really. I don't know.
Okay, I mean it's up to you.
If it gets flagged, you can just blur it all.
Yeah.
There's shit all over your hair.
Hey. No, it's not.
I mean that'd be annoying
I
to have
shower
to blur
every day.
them, and then if we drink them and move them, you're gonna have to.
That's what I'm saying.
blur it.
Like, that's why I was
You
saying
could
get
put it like
a
down on
cup
the floor or something, or
if you want to drink
yeah,
something.
put like some,
Okay. I don't know.
or you know, there's some we could put up to like.
Yeah, but
block
we
the
want the
stuff.
Gamer Subs branding.
No, we don't.
Why not?
Because they don't pay. They don't pay me.
They might start paying you.
No,
Yeah. You
Yeah.
not want to get paid by them?
they won't do it for this.
Gamer Subs.
Also,
Oh, I
refer
don't-
to me
how do you
as Weeaboo. Wait, what do you guys want to be referred to as?
I don't care.
Noah, or I just said his name. You could be Weeabro. Or we can call you. No, I don't care. What do you want to be called? Just your names.
You
just
can-
call me
yeah.
Weeaboo. Just call me Weeaboo or Weeaboo Warrior, whatever you want to call me. That's my real name. I
I
was
was gonna
born
get
with
you
it.
real quick.
I'll
That's
call
not
you
good.
boy wife.
No, I'll call you boy one.
No,
Don't you
man
fucking
husband.
dare.
Um,
They don't know, and your dad's gonna be like, you can't do that, or something, because he's not.
Oh, okay. I'm the Weeaboo Warrior, as most of you should know. If you don't know me, you could just look under the video, and my name is there. We all just watched the Star Wars movies again, and we rated them all after watching them. So we're going to go over what we like and dislike about each movie. I'm going to tell you all of our ratings. I'm going to do a combined list of all of ours together. Basically, I averaged all of our numbers, and I'm going to make a tier list that I'll show you at the end. Don't skip to the end. You're supposed to watch the whole thing. But then I'll also give my personal list, and everyone, I could make a personal list for everyone too, since I have all their numbers, which I'll probably do. So we watched everything in release order besides Rogue One and Solo. We just saved those for the end, but I'll go in the order that we watched everything. I suppose that makes the most sense. So we are starting with A New Hope, the first Star Wars movie that was originally just called Star Wars.
Woo!
So should we give our ratings first and then go into it, or do you guys want to just talk and then we'll give our ratings afterwards?
I don't know, because if we all have the same rating for certain movies, then it'll just be like, yeah, I thought it was good, yeah, it was pretty good. And then we'll just
Okay,
move
how
on
about we
to
just
something
talk and I'll
just-
remind you guys what you gave it at the end of our talk.
I
Yeah,
could
that's
cheat. I
fine.
could look at your paper.
No,
okay.
don't look at that. He's cheating. You're like
We
the
should all
guy
remember
from
what we
Solo
did.
with your extra eyes. Okay, so I think I'll go start. I really liked A New Hope, which it was less, like I know it's not really a controversial opinion that it's one of the better Star Wars movies, but I always kind of thought, especially when I was younger, it was like, oh, it's kind of like one of the more boring ones, though. Like, I know it's good, it's the original, but rewatching this, I really wasn't bored at all watching it. I thought everything was pretty cool. It did a great job setting up the Star Wars universe, or should I say galaxy. And yeah, and I love the practical effects. The cantina scene, really cool. Luke Skywalker, solid main character. Han Solo, arguably the best character in Star Wars. Everything was pretty good. Darth Vader, the Death Star.
Hold on.
Whoop.
Darth Vader in this movie, cold take, kind of sucked. He spoke too much. He was kind of sassy. He puts his hands on his hips like, what are you talking about? We need to get the rebels.
He's a girl boss.
Like, I don't care if he is or isn't. It's just like, this is the most feared man in the galaxy besides the Emperor. Like, this is the guy. Like, in episode 4, it's just kind of like...
He's good. He does get better in Empire and Return of the
We're
Jedi.
not
His
ta-
suit gets updated. Well, yeah,
Yeah,
we're not talking
it
about
does.
that yet. But
It's like
also
really
his
cool.
voice does change. Like, he's a little bit, I think, higher pitched. In
That's
episode
fine.
4,
I
but-
just didn't like how much he spoke. He wasn't stoic. He was just kind of like... I don't know. I feel like Tarkin is more intimidating than Darth Vader in this movie. And Tarkin's like a nerd.
Huh?
He's a nerd.
Tarkin, I thought he's pretty cool. He's a good,
Nice,
very
he's really
intimidating,
good, yeah.
evil, imperial, fascist. Like, he's like the perfect example.
I want to clunky that word out.
No,
Yeah, you can get flagged.
Fascist?
You can get flagged.
You
yeah.
could say that,
the
I
F
don't know if
word.
you can.
or else we're truly doomed if we can't say the word.
They can say it on Jubilee, and they just got millions of views.
That's different. They're also sponsored.
By what?
Keep this
Fascists?
part in. Also, so episode 4, the practical effects are excellent for what 1977. You know what's not good in episode 4? The not practical effects.
That's when he added
Oh my
in, which he
God.
will never let us see. George Lucas won't let us see the originals.
God! Like I don't want to see.
He robbed the world.
I
of
don't
film
want to see
history.
original Jabba. Like I don't
We
even
still
see
love you,
some-
George
Unfortunately,
Lucas.
No.
But my
I don't
God,
think
it
unforgivable
takes you
act.
so out. They go to the cantina or the Mos Eisley or wherever to go get the Tashi station to go get a power converter for his land speeder, and it's like.
That's not Tashi Station.
I know, it's just, I like saying it, it's funny. But Uncle Owen, I gotta go to Tashi Station for a power converter. He doesn't say the land speeder part, but it makes it funny. Those big monsters everywhere are just kind of stupid looking.
I agree. I do.
It's so out of place. The movie looks so good
I will
without
say-
them, and every time it shows them, it's like, oh.
The special edition updates, I think they work for the most part, especially in episode 5 and episode 6, except for one thing we'll
Episode
get to. We'll
5,
get to that.
yeah,
But
the-
episode 4 is the most blatant. Okay, some of the stuff that you added in doesn't look that great, and it kind of does. Whoa, that stands out.
Oh, episode 6.
Like the Jabba scene, which I don't know, I feel like that could have been left out. One, I mean, it's kind of cool that Han Solo disrespected him and walking him over his tail, but like when you figure out who Jabba is, that kind of feels like who would actually ever do that
You
to
would
Jabba?
kill them.
Yeah.
Like, he'd get killed right then and
Yeah.
there. That doesn't make any sense.
And also Jabba looked pretty bad, but also
I
yeah, a bunch
think
of
he
other
looked
stuff.
decent.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm fine with
decent,
Jabba
but-
being
yeah,
Jabba. I like puppet. He's a puppet, right?
Yeah, but yeah, they did put no, he was a puppet in episode 6. In
That's what
episode
I'm saying,
4,
yeah.
yeah.
No, I know, that's what I'm saying.
He looked good in
It's
episode
original.
6.
Yeah, he looked fine. I like puppets. I like practical.
Yeah, no,
effects
I'm
and
talking
Star
about
Wars.
episode 4. He looked bad.
Yeah, he was okay. Like
okay,
it didn't take me out as much because it's
But
like
it's
not
funny
some giant.
because
slug
there was
monster.
the older special editions where he really looked bad.
I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
Han shot first.
Yeah, Han shot first. I do. It looks so weird, like how these computer animated Han dodging the shot.
He
That
breaks
looks
his
so
neck.
bad.
He
Yeah.
breaks his neck.
I mean, it's not morally ambiguous for him to shoot someone first who's literally there to kill him is a piece of crap. No one likes Greedo. It's good to keep Han morally gray. Anyways, it gives him a better story arc. So, which Solo does kind of nod to that. We'll get to that later.
We did not watch the Disney remakes. What do you call them? The Disney re-releases. We didn't
the
see the
Blu-ray?
McClunky.
Oh yeah,
Is that the
most
only
of it.
scene they added in episode 4? Was the McClunky?
I don't know. I know because we also waited for episode 6. We didn't see the part where Darth Vader said no, or to save Luke. They added that in, which I don't really like. But yeah. Anyways, back to episode 4. One of the worst lightsaber duels, but the first lightsaber duel. It wasn't that bad. I wouldn't say it's the worst.
It's
Honestly,
the worst.
I think the worst might be from the movies.
Mm.
Episode 1, Darth Maul versus Qui-Gon in the desert. That could arguably worse.
No.
I mean,
No.
I mean, it's cool. I mean, I don't know.
No.
I don't know. It's
Okay.
between those
The
two.
worst,
It's between those
the
two.
worst fight
Or
is definitely
Dooku.
Obi-Wan.
No, actually, yeah, Dooku versus Anakin in episode
Oh,
2.
that
That was
guy-
kind of bad.
Oh, that
too.
was terrible.
Because like
but-
it was just showing the close-ups and them in the dark like that. I don't know.
Oh,
I think there's a couple that could be argued the worst.
It's definitely between those two, or maybe.
Honestly, we could make a whole video on like ranking the lightsaber duels.
that would be pretty interesting because, like, I think even the Disney's trilogy has a couple bad ones. Like, they look good, which they're not good fights, but they look good, so it makes them automatically better. That's the whole episode 1, like you were saying, with the Qui-Gon and Darth Maul in the desert versus Obi-Wan and Darth Vader doing. Because it looked like crap, but it was between two cool characters, and it's like, whoa, glowing sword, you know, back when it came out. But,
Someone should let that creature out and also close the door. We shouldn't have that door open.
Yeah, we do that.
but it. Come on, best friend. We'll keep this in. Come on. Come inside.
Show him to the camera.
I can't. He won't let me
Okay,
pick him up. I don't
Hey,
want
bro.
to
Okay, close
harm
the
him
door all the way.
or bother him. Oh, the heat.
Okay,
Oh,
so
there we go.
Weebro, tell me your thoughts on episode 4.
Are you going to call him?
New Hope.
Well, you got to talk about the whole story.
Really
You
good,
gotta-
you know. It's the first Star Wars movie ever, and
Then why is it called episode 4?
it's not.
Go
It's
with
just
that.
called Star Wars.
Well, you got to talk about the whole movie first. Like, go through it. Like, shouldn't we do that? Like,
Well,
kinda
that would
That'll
take
take
too long.
forever.
Yeah.
not discuss
Yeah.
everything. Like, oh,
Just
Obi-Wan
do it.
shows.
Movies.
Like, we didn't talk about like, oh, then the rebels do the this and that, and then Darth Vader goes,
All right.
oh, and
Shit,
his
we
TIE
watched
fighter.
11 Star Wars movies. didn't we?
We
Yeah.
did watch 11 Star Wars movies. Not
Hidden
Christmas
Lore.
special.
He made my Overlord video, or his Overlord video, whatever, but it's on my channel, so it's mine.
You're getting doxxed.
Tell us
That's the first
about episode 4.
It's good.
Brave.
Birthday gift.
Brave. Oh.
Someone needed to
I mean,
say
it
it.
introduced a lot into just sci-fi in general. It is the grandfather, the OG, the Big Daddy. Has a lot of good stuff, a lot of original music. The music is probably one of the better parts of it, to be honest. It's like establishes so much just in the world.
Don Williams is a mastermind.
Mastermind,
At least in
yeah.
music.
I'm just impressed.
Because everything else was like half
$11 million.
in the first movie. Obviously, it
disagree
gets
with that.
fleshed out more.
Is that inflation
But-
adjusted 11 million?
Yeah, they had the budget. I
Yeah.
think so. We're gonna talk about episode 5 had triple the budget, 33 million, and why it goes from to We'll talk about that, but it was just insane that they did that much with that little money back then.
Yep.
With no computer effects for the most part. Like the opening shot where they have like the giant, what is it called, Star Destroyers?
Mhm.
The Star Destroyer go over the you know what I'm talking about, the most famous scene in the series.
Yep.
And it's the first shot in the series. It's so cool, and they used that with like a model, right?
Yeah, it's all models.
Like it was just,
cameras and
it
shadows.
looked so cool, and I'm like, how do they do that? I love practical effects in movies.
The
so I'm
opening
like,
crawl
it's so
was a
cool.
practical effect for crying out loud.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought
it's real.
Well, they had like a guy like rolling.
They have a camera on a dolly, and then they literally have text that angles inward as they scroll.
That's so cool.
With the camera. Yeah.
Like I love practical effects. That's why I
They're
hate
very
the,
it was very
the
innovative.
computer effects that
George
Lucas
Lucas
added.
loved to push technology. He's the one who like basically pushed a lot of filmmaking, including CGI and stuff like that.
I
Like,
hated the
pretty cool.
CG
Yeah.
in this movie so bad. It takes you so out so
But
quickly.
one thing we need to touch on more is the Death Star, one of the most iconic weapons in movie history. It's a very cool concept. It looks cool, good design. The power to destroy a planet. Did it before Frieza, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Dragon Ball.
Yeah, Akira Toriyama was a big fan of Star Wars, actually.
Who isn't? You know what I mean? I feel like, oh,
And the run in the trench run, that's an amazing, iconic scene.
Yep.
oh yeah.
The alien races and stuff
Mhm.
are very unique. They're all very diverse.
Oh, the cantina scene.
Cantina scenes,
Oh,
The establishing
I
shots are
don't
really
like
good.
you. Wait, how's it go? My friend doesn't
Like
like you.
I'm very
Oh,
sorry
my
to hear
friend
that.
doesn't like you. Like, what was up with
You
that?
said the
I
same
don't
thing
like
twice.
you either.
No,
I
said the
don't
same
like
thing
you.
twice.
But Steve
I
was
don't know which
supposed
order
to
it
say
goes
the
through.
boo part.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure,
I don't-
I'm very sorry to hear that. Or
We
something.
leaving that in?
Yes.
Like, it's so cool. Just you have the little butthole, the
It
butt,
had,
butt mouth aliens. You know, they have butt mouths.
Yeah, they'll.
Singing the music, the clarinets. Like,
It also had good
Oh, it was
jokes,
so
good
good.
humor.
it was pretty funny.
Mhm.
Of course
And,
they did. He's me.
Leia, the original girl boss, actually done tastefully well.
I don't like you saying girl boss.
I didn't say that. But anyways,
She's a girl boss.
she was though. She's the princess. Is that not a boss?
That's not what I'm saying. Just don't, like, you know what you know what that phrase means? It's like, oh, gotta make her a girl boss.
It was done in a tasteful way.
You could just say strong
It wasn't a
female
tasteful
Strong
way. It
female
was just
character.
they did it in the way that made sense, and that's not shoehorned
Leia
in.
made sense.
She was good, a strong female character.
The best. Some would say some of the best.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is when you're not trying to force a character that is that into something that
We'll
doesn't
get
need
there.
one, it actually
We'll
makes
get
sense
there.
and flows.
Mm-hmm.
What do you know?
We'll get there.
What do you know?
We'll get there.
Okay, does
Leia.
anyone else want to say anything about episode 4 before we move on to episode 5?
The ship design is awesome. All the
Oh
ships
my
are so
God,
cool.
the ships are
X-wing,
so cool. Even Land
Star
Speeder.
Destroyers,
That TIE Fighters,
TIE
The
Fighters.
Falcon.
Jawa ship, it's so Jawa.
Jawas
It's
ship,
so cool
Yeah.
looking. Everything looks so cool.
yeah.
The-
Stormtrooper outfits.
I love them.
Darth Vader's outfit is
Mhm.
good, but also not
Yeah,
great.
a
It's
lot of the
so
original designs.
The ideas are there.
Good.
The guns, even, well, most of them are just prop guns, but you know.
Did
Yeah.
they use the Wilhelm scream in the first movie?
Yes, they did. I
They,
think
It
they,
was
yeah,
in the-
they
it
used
was
it
in the
only like
opening,
once
right?
though. Once
Yeah,
though.
when the Stormtrooper fell, I think.
Was that added
That's
though? I think that was
fun.
added in the revised edition.
I
I'd be
don't
okay
think
with
so, but
that.
I don't know.
We gotta watch that movie. It comes from a cowboy movie.
Okay, so I'll give all of our scores. I gave it a 9.5. Weeabro 9. Steve 9. Jake, or no, you gave it a 9 or 9.5. And then Steve
Or.
How's
or
it? There's
Jake.
no or.
We need
No, he
more.
told me
has
both
to
numbers.
decide.
He told me both numbers, and I just left it. I
Pick
averaged
one.
it as a 9.25. And then Jake said 9, then 8, then he said 8.5. So we're gonna.
I
average
would
it to
say
an
like
8.5.
the lightsaber duel with Darth Vader and Obi-Wan was kind of cringe. The trash compactor scene is unnecessary. I like it. It's just unnecessary. Everything else works really well. What I gave it the most docked points for was the inclusion of the CG that George Lucas added. It's just so bad. It takes you out because you're like, cool, look at that puppet, look at that little Jawa. Look, R2-D2 has an actual dwarf inside of him. Ah, what is that giant green thing in the foreground? What was the point of that? It looks stupid. I don't need. If you want to add the presence of the stormtroopers in the Mos Eisley, just add the stormtroopers. I don't need to see him riding a giant green monster. It doesn't even do anything. I think it poops. I think it just poops, and that's all we get. Like, why would you add that? It looks so stupid.
Also,
I
that
thought the movie was
reminds me.
excellent, though. It was
The,
such a
the
good,
Aunt
like,
and Uncle
singular story.
Baru death scene, that was pretty cool with them.
Or
Yeah, it was
just
kind of
dark
brutal.
corpse.
Yeah.
That is such a horrifying
They
scene.
burned 2 real bodies for that
It
scene.
looked like it.
Mhm.
It looked disturbing. Like,
They were in the middle of Tunisia, after all.
whoa,
There's just bodies everywhere.
McClunky that.
Like clone.
So, is that the movie where Luke goes? Yeah, it's when he's like, I gotta help Uncle with his moisture farm. You know, when he's on his
His
knees,
aura
looking out the
farming.
distance.
Yeah, yeah. And he was playing with his little toy too. I like
Yeah, his
that.
little-
He should have been moisture farming, but he was aura farming.
Does he talk about shooting womp rats in that movie, or was that episode
I
5?
think that was episode 4. Yeah, they were talking about because he's like, that's not impossible. We can't make that shot because it was like 2 or 3 meters the hole or whatever. And he's like, oh yeah, I used to shoot womp rats and they aren't much bigger than that.
What? Womp rats are how big?
They're big. They're big. I'm pretty sure they're big.
Like, I know Wampa, but like
3
the desert
meters.
versus snow,
That's
3 meters is
that's
big.
9 feet.
That's a 9-foot long rat.
Mhm.
Yep.
What are they doing in Tatooine?
Womping.
True.
Okay. Let's move on to episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back.
Oh,
Best movie ever made.
goated sci-fi.
Interesting that you say that,
Best
Steve,
Star
when you
Wars.
gave it a 9.5. The only one who didn't give it a 10.
I thought I gave it a 10.
Embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
Spoiler.
Truly embarrassing.
No, there is another.
Okay.
bad take.
But yeah, I do think this is the best Star Wars movie. Okay, one, just every scene, it just hits. Like, there's like no bad parts about it. It looks great. All the special editions just work, like adding the Emperor, the Ian
Everything
McDermott instead of
worked.
the other one. Like,
Even you can see them. It's like when
Yeah.
you see Carrie
Also,
Fisher
they-
looking out Cloud City.
yeah,
window,
they made
it
Cloud
doesn't
City look better.
It
Like-
looks cool. Like it doesn't. It's not out of place because she's looking out a window, and it's like you can tell it's an added scene, but it works. It lengthens the scene, and it kind of feels. It was good.
And then there was the love triangle between Luke, Leia, and Han.
Luke, they're gonna say Lando, something like that.
Yeah,
She would
no,
be,
I like that scene because when
swear.
Leia kisses Luke, he's like, "Oh yeah, yep, that's my sister."
It's like that. It's like I knew all along you're my sister. Huh? What? I love droids. They're
Oh,
my
yeah.
favorite part of Star Wars. Droids are the best
Which-
characters. C-3PO pisses me off a lot, but like in an endearing way,
Mhm.
if that makes sense.
But I should have mentioned that for episode 4. The beginning with R2 and C-3PO is really good.
God, I love
with their
R2D2.
banter.
Are
Yeah.
we gonna talk about our favorite characters? Or wait till the end for that because
We could do it whenever we want, I guess.
Because
But
I don't. Because like if some of the characters in the prequel, not the prequels, but the Han Solo Rogue One movies count. If they were in more movies, I would like them more. Like L3 and K
2SO.
2SO, excellent. I like droids and they're funny. They're dumb. They're sassy, and they're only in one movie, and that's tragic. But R2D2 is like the king of Star Wars. He does everything. He carries the message, and I think the help me when Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope, and the Death Star plans, right? Does he carry that? The blueprints?
It also carries the map to Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
yeah,
Oh,
he
God.
does
I mean,
so.
Jake Skywalker.
No, you can't say that.
That's okay.
That's my name's Jake. Don't get confused.
It doesn't. No, you're not Skywalker.
I'm not. I was gonna do the
You're a
joke.
land crawler.
I was gonna do the
Jake
joke.
Landcrawler.
But like R2D2 is the best character in the series. He's the GOAT. He carries it. Full stop. He saves Obi-Wan, Anakin, Leia, Obi-Wan again, Luke. He does everything. He's
Apparently it
just the best.
was,
and he's
uh,
like little
George Lucas's idea at one
So
point
cool.
to have like the whole story be technically like, told from R2's perspective or something like that.
I would love that. Oh, I love R2D2. And it's crazy that, fun fact, the person inside the R2D2 and C-3PO, the two people inside of them, hated each other so much. It makes it so much funnier, because, like, C-3PO hitting R2D2 and R2D2 going like at him all the time is so funny with that added context that the two guys hated each other, which is sad, but
Which I haven't heard of that. But
it's
maybe
funny.
true.
They hated each other. They despise each other. I don't know why. I'm guessing the heat in the Tunisia desert in these little metal boxes didn't help, but
Yeah, and
Anyway, episode 5.
Hoth, awesome place, awesome
Hoth
scene.
is so
The
cool.
AT-ATs, the way they took them out by going around their legs.
oh my god, the AT-ATs are in this movie.
Darth
They're
Vader
so
choking
cool.
everybody in this movie.
You see what I mean?
Establishing dominance.
He's so much more intimidating in this movie. He speaks less. You can say, like, actually, there's more lines in this movie. But, like, all the scenes he's in, he just feels more... He's in command. And he shows it by fucking killing people. He's cool. he does stuff, and he just kind of walks around
Yeah.
like, "You've altered the deal." It's like, "I've altered the deal. Pray I do not alter it
Yeah,
any
he's
further."
got
Like,
one.
what are you gonna do about that?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Shit, you got me. Instead, he goes, "Are you gonna find the rebels or not?" In episode 4, it's kind of cringe. Like, it's stupid. And like,
We also get like Lando, which is really
Yep.
good addition.
Chewbacca. Oh my god,
The
Chewbacca.
dynamic. Chewbacca's all my favorite character.
That's the
personally.
thing. I like droids to an unhealthy amount. Chewbacca is probably the best character design of droid. I don't know who's my favorite. Honestly, we gotta talk about all the movies first. But continue with episode 5.
The asteroid chase scene, that was good. How they went into the cave and then it turned out to be a giant worm, that's an iconic scene.
Which scene isn't an iconic scene?
I don't know, I think everything.
Sure.
We didn't talk about Yoda and Dagobah yet, which is a
Yeah.
huge
Oh
part of
my
episode
God.
5.
I
Yoda,
love
goated
Yoda.
character. And just the introduction to him was so funny. And it's funny because yeah, he's like just acting like such a like idiot in the start, which like a jester. But it's meant
He
you
was
pointed out
testing
yeah,
Luke's patience
yeah.
and his kindness.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Which
feel
I
like
didn't
he
realize that
was.
when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But when you brought that up during the watching, I was like, obviously that's what he's doing because
Yeah.
he once he reveals himself as Yoda, he never actually.
Yeah.
When I brought that up,
Yeah, maybe you did.
I
don't
was
know.
like,
I
I was like, I know this
I
is
know.
a test, and it was messy.
Yeah,
with
I think
him,
you
but
both
like,
did.
Yeah.
is
But like
he-
when I was a
'cause he
kid, I
might
never
just
thought.
an
I thought
older-
he just got crazy
Yeah.
because he was just like when he was like on the planet by himself for so long, he just kind of went crazy. I mean, he was like serious, but also could take a
This is
joke.
much funnier.
But he did not keep joking around after he
Yeah.
revealed
It's
himself.
also
Not a
just-
single time, I don't.
I
It
think
just
I-
circumvents your expectations because you
Didn't-
think of some wise, powerful master guy, and so you have to.
Don't
if you've
judge a
never
book by its
seen
cover.
Yeah.
all
anything
that
about
stuff.
it, you know what I mean. It's the very first time
There's
you're
a
ever
lot
seeing
of
this
lessons
character.
in one.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very interesting because we don't see a Yoda type like the Jawas, but we don't see them. We just see the Tiwis, and they're banging on droids and stuff. And then you see this little green goblin dude, Spider-Man. You see this little green goblin, type guy going.
I like when he was
And you're
fighting
like-
over with R2.
Yeah, he's just hitting R2, and I'm just like, dude, come on.
It's funny because R2 knows who he is.
Yeah, and then he says the most profound thing you've ever heard someone say, and you're like, huh?
There is no try.
Try, there is not. Wait, fuck.
Do or do not.
Do, more
There is
clunky
no
that.
try.
Do or do not. There is no try. Isn't that a retcon though? Because Yoda used to not speak in his backwards speak
No,
back
he
in the
always
day.
spoken backwards.
What are you
Like,
talking
maybe-
about?
Is that the dog? What the dog doing?
Oh.
What the dog doing? Like, because originally didn't they have Yoda just speak normally, but
Yeah.
then in the prequels or something they made him speak backwards, make it more interesting,
No,
or
he's
was
always
it
spoke
the
backwards, I think.
or
but
was that the
George
original
said
plan
he
for
did
him?
that so people would listen to him more carefully.
Exactly.
or something.
So was that originally planned, or was that like redone after the movie was like
No, there was
completed?
In the everything you've heard
I
of
don't-
Yoda say was the original lines of Yoda.
We have to watch episode.
None of
No,
that was
actually,
done.
what really
I remember
happened
him
was
doing that in that
right
movie.
when he started speaking, the actor had a stroke, and then George was like, "We're keeping that. We're keeping that."
Yeah. let's like Power Tree. Let's keep it. Let's like Power Tree. Sorry, George, you're not watching this. And if you are, hi George
Damn.
or Disney. Like Yoda being in this movie was so insane. Like I've seen all the movies besides Episode 5 before, which is weird. I've seen the prequels. We'll get to those. And most of 4 and parts of 6, I've never seen Episode 5. I know Luke, I'm your father. I know all the scenes, but like seeing them happen for the first time was just like, oh my god, these people aren't wrong. This is the best Star Wars movie. 45 years later, this is the best Star Wars movie so far. Like Yoda just being a little gremlin dude and teaching Luke, and even the scene when he goes, no, there is another. Like, why is that such an intimidating scene? It's the red lighting, it's Luke flying off, it's the dark swamp, and it's just such a small scene, and it's so iconic. It's like that meme where you can make a meme out of every frame of the prequel trilogy, but like in iconicity, like more iconic, because this movie every scene's iconic. Luke waking up from his, what was it called, Wampa or Tabantha? What's a Tabantha?
Bacta.
Bacta tank?
No,
Tank,
he got attacked by the Wampa.
Yeah, he got attacked by one.
Right?
Yeah.
What is a Tabantha? Is that a thing?
No.
I've never heard
There's a
that before.
bantha.
What's a Bantha?
That's the big thing that the sand people ride. The big like elephant-looking things. Like that.
It's like
Okay,
a woolly
so-
mammoth
Yeah.
kind of thing.
And they cut open the
Tauntaun.
Tauntaun. I'm just sad. There's a lot of names. You blame
Which
me.
is also a good scene.
A lot of organs.
And I
No,
thought
like-
they smelled bad
Oh,
on the outside.
Like,
Oh, dang.
I thought this whole battle, every scene's iconic, every little thing is so cool. You have the Hoth battle, which I didn't know was a full battle. I thought it was just the little sand speeders. What are they called?
Which is
Snow speeders?
one of my favorite things in
Just-
the original
I thought
Battlefront 2
that's so
was taking
cool.
them down like
Oh
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
That was
so
very
cool.
well done.
Yeah.
And then like he goes and fucks off to Dagobah, and even like everything's so iconic.
They also have
And then
the-
when he fights Darth Vader,
I want to get to
like
that.
oh my god, that's
I
such a
think,
better
in my
fight
opinion,
scene.
that's the best fight scene in the original trilogy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
There's
definitely.
only 3.
Best choreographed, and then also cool when Darth Vader was like throwing everything at him and Luke, and
And
then
then
I
has
like
an
Luke's-
emotional component.
yeah,
I
and
like
like Darth
Luke's
Vader's just like
fucking-
going full like hitting everything with his lightsaber, and then Luke actually lands a hit on his shoulder, like, oh, and then he like just like cuts his hand off.
Oh, it's
But-
awesome. And then you have the whole "No, I am your father."
Yep.
No.
Arguably the best twist
No!
in cinema history.
That's impossible. Like that's crazy.
Mhm.
What a fucking cool McClunky.
Too bad the first time I saw that, I'm pretty sure I already knew.
I can't even tell you.
Yeah,
if
I
did or
mean
not.
I think I
every
did, though.
every
I was so
cartoon,
young, but-
every TV show, anything spoiled it. Like it was spoiled in Fairly Odd Parents,
Yeah.
for God's sake.
Mhm.
Remember that? No.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember what that one's called.
It's kind of like how Snape dies.
Also,
That's
it's-
not as big.
One of the
Even that's
I mean,
like
people
I would.
freak out
Yeah,
about that.
no,
I
that's
think
There
different.
was a
'cause that
video of
happened
people
more
doing
recently.
drive-bys, like with the people
Yeah,
waiting in
Snake
line.
killed
and then they-
Dumbledore.
Oh, God.
No, it's
That's
terrible.
messed
I
up.
love those videos. It's so bad. It's so sad. It's like, why would you believe that anyway? But episode 5 had every iconic scene and more. All the characters were better. The scenes were better. It looked better.
One-ups.
The music was better. It was
It's
just
one
better
of the first movies I
every
believe that
single
had
way.
a unhappy and kind of unhappy ending at the end. They
Yeah,
lost.
it's melancholy. It's melancholy.
Oh,
What about it?
Yes.
It's melancholy. That's
Yep.
from Megamind.
Fantastic.
Okay, so I think we can move on from episode
I
5
don't
unless
want
we
to.
want
Episode 5's so good.
Okay, so we all gave it a 10 except Steve gave it a 9.5.
God.
Give it a 10 now, retroactive.
No,
you
you
can't
can't
do
do
that.
that.
You can't do
Peer
that.
pressure.
Oh, what about Lando? We had Lando
We did talk about
Calrissian.
it.
Boba Fett showed up.
Boba
We have
Fett,
all
yeah.
the
It's
iconic
cool.
characters
Yeah.
are there and actually not cringe. Episode 6, on the other hand,
Which we're getting to now.
like my God, everything's
Return
so
of the Jedi, which was originally going to be called Revenge of the
Why don't you
Jedi.
sweat
They
it?
changed it.
I know it's not much.
Jedi's don't do revenge.
Yep.
I have the original poster that says that, or a copy
Revenge
of it
of
at
the
least.
Jedi?
Yeah, in my room.
Okay, so
What,
with this
Revenge
one,
of the Jedi?
Yeah, they made posters with that name originally,
Yeah,
and then
they
they're
did.
like the real ones of those posters. If you have an original copy of that, is like worth ridiculous amounts of money.
Sell it.
I don't.
don't
No, I
have
have a
it.
copy of one.
Sell it.
it's a copy.
It's a
not
not
fake.
anything.
Lie.
It's a copy
It's
of it.
Fugazi.
Lie.
Fugazi.
You can tell it's a copy.
Lie.
It's printed as like a poster thing. I got
Don't
like
lie,
FYE
it's
or
not
something.
good.
I don't know.
Okay, so this one to start on Tatooine. I really liked Jabba's palace. Really cool. Jabba's awesome. Rancor pit. The opening with C-3PO and R2-D2 going in there, and they're like, and then Luke just comes up on the hologram and is like, "I'm giving you these droids," and they're like, "What?" All good, and then Leia comes in, Lando comes
yeah.
in, then Luke comes in. Luke comes in, force choking pigs.
Wait, we didn't talk about Han Solo in episode 5. The carbonite
Good,
scene.
yeah. Oh yeah, he got carbonated.
Yeah.
God,
Frozen.
that's such a cool scene. He's just,
And the
I love
line.
you.
I know.
I know. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, I got
Yeah,
chills.
just gonna
Like, I
keep
know
going
what
back to
happens,
episode
but
5.
whoa. And then for some reason he's shackled up like this, and then all of a sudden
like this.
what happened?
Yeah.
He's like,
he's
"Ugh."
like, I'm gonna look cool in my, statue. This is cold. And then,
But how did he undo the chains? Like he had
and he
chains
ripped no
on.
because he was in so much pain. He was like, ow,
He
and
went
he just
Super
ripped it over.
Saiyan.
Yeah, he was locked up. I don't know how that.
No,
happened.
that is pretty funny. I mean, it's so iconic. Like I don't mind.
Yeah.
Like it's the problem with this movie is that everything that's wrong with it is just good. Like I can't think of anything wrong with it because if it's wrong, it's still cool. It's the whole rule of cool.
We're on
thing.
episode 6 now.
Like AT-ATs are stupid
Yes.
designs, but they're fucking cool. It's a big
gonna
elephant
circle
thing.
around
that goes
this
episode
through.
6. So
It's so cool.
But I heard people talking about, which doesn't make sense. It's like, because you hear that Luke was Vader's son, and then the next movie he comes in with a dark cloak on, choking pigs. It's like, oh my god, it's time passes. Luke in, like, on the dark side now, which I never think of because, you know, I always know, when I
He's
watched it as a
wearing
kid,
black.
I always know he's not, yeah.
But he's
I always
wearing
know he's not a
black
bad
the
guy. But
whole time,
if you watch the movie back in the
is
day
the
as an
point.
adult, then you might actually think that. It's like, oh, maybe Luke is bad now, but I don't know, that's an interesting
this?
thing about the beginning.
Yeah, me too.
Does anyone
No,
else
dry
want
as
to
a
talk?
bone.
Well, then there's the Sarlacc pit, which is also really cool.
I'll let
Honestly,
you
I
guys
guess
talk
that's kind of
first.
more. Yeah.
I'll let you guys talk
Depends
first
which version of
before
it. The original version of it, unedited, the Sarlacc pit is just a hole basically.
Yeah, with teeth.
It's really
Okay.
lame.
I mean,
I mean,
we
the whole
didn't watch that,
sequence.
But then the
Yeah,
fight
no.
with Boba Fett is so bad. It's really not great.
It's okay. What the heck is she?
She thinks there's a fly. There's a dog behind the camera.
Yeah, she's
Aw.
like attacking our
She's
trying to eat
sliding
the
glass
glass.
door.
What's she doing? I don't even see what she's trying to
I
get.
don't think she is. I think she's just stupid.
I wish I could show you guys this.
So
But,
I
on
got a
my
lot
phone,
to
I
say
can't
about
record
episode
it.
6.
Uh,
I'll wait for you guys to
Like
finish.
it's a little
something
bit.
on that. Tatooine.
It's way more jokey. Didn't we all
A
kind of
little
agree on
bit.
that? It's more jokey, but the jokes are like they don't land as much. I would say.
Episode 6
I don't
is
know
so
about
much. It's so much of a less serious tone.
Oh,
Episode
it's
wait!
5
Oh
is
my
like-
God! I forgot. Slave Leia, 10 out of 10.
Don't objectify women.
Yeah,
I
like
did. George
objectifying
did,
women.
and I'm accepting it.
You know the
I don't
girl
agree
draws
with
in
it.
space?
I don't accept it, but I like it.
Look, look. I'm just saying.
I'm sorry. We just watched Solo. earlier.
I get it. That's it. I get it. I got a lot to say about the Jabba's palace scene. Are we just gonna gloss over the whole Niku watching people?
Oh, yeah. The
Are we gonna gloss
original
over that?
was better than the original
was,
song,
yeah.
and also it was like fine. Like we looked at it like. Not that I hate the new one, but it's like the original was fine. The puppet looked fine. The song was good. It was
I
probably
love
better.
puppets.
I mean, but you don't have to have puppets. But
It was so stupid. There was
He's
so.
aggressive.
It was a full scene of a big weird man with 3 feet long lips, just going Niku Wichi Katini. What the fuck was that? McClunky that. What the fuck was that? I'm just sitting here and I'm like, alright, this is starting pretty slow. I'm not a big fan of Jabba in general. Like, he's not interesting. He's a big slug monster.
bad take. Bad
He's
take.
cool.
Bad take.
What does he do?
He goes.
He goes,
Monster.
Niku Johnny wa Han Solo ka, the ha ha ha. That's all he fucking does. In every movie, he just sits there and goes,
What's his number one product though? Is it spice or something?
and then he
I don't
dies.
know.
Slaves probably.
And then he dies by being choked. It's like,
That's hot. That's kinky.
I'm not talking. He doesn't do anything. He's just a big fat nerd who you can't understand what he speaks. He only has 4 lines and they're all Majaki Kosika Babaiskaha. Who the hell cares?
He literally has a monkey that goes.
Yeah, this little gremlin monkey's
Like-
funny. That's the
On
best
his
part.
pirate
Little Jim
ship.
Henson monkey, like the little goblin thing. Like that's funny.
Yeah.
But like everything about Jabba's palace sucks. Why was Lando there?
So it's
And I know
the save.
there's actual reasons.
Save.
Why? What
What
happened to
else?
Boba? How did
Boba
Boba?
Fett, he
I know
got
he fell into the
jetpack
Sarlacc
Jetpack
pit.
hit.
I know he got
He survived.
fell into the Sarlacc pit. But like, wasn't the original? They didn't show any of that. He just wasn't there.
No, that was there.
No, not like the
It was
original
all there. It was
cut.
all there. It was all there.
I don't care. It was still stupid how Boba Fett, this really cool
Yeah,
guy,
that's what I'm
action
saying.
figure. He was, they made him for action figures.
He was subverting expectations.
No, he wasn't, because he didn't do anything in episode 5. He just transported a big
Yeah,
slab
he
of
shot at
rock
Luke like
to
once.
somewhere
He
else.
noticed Luke was following him. He was like, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Did he hit him?
No.
There you go. And then in this movie, he falls in a hole.
It's not fair. He was hit from behind.
By who?
Han Solo, blind Han Solo.
So you're saying
unfortunately.
a blind Han Solo can kill
He was like,
the
Boba
best
Fett, where?
bounty
And then
hunter,
he just hit his backpack
the
and he
best bounty hunter in the galaxy's son, who, we'll get to that. I like Jango Fett a lot more than Boba. I think Jango Fett accomplishes more and is cooler design and is just cooler. He's better. I don't care.
Well, I think it's a testament to how cool his design is that he's an iconic character despite the fact that he did literally
Boba,
nothing.
he was sold as,
I mean, that's the only reason why everyone thinks he's cool is because he looks
I
cool.
guarantee it's they made him just for merchandise, right?
Yeah.
That's why people know him.
That's
like,
why
see with
everything's
Darth Maul.
made, Jake.
It's a scene with Darth Maul.
Everything
Darth
since the
Maul didn't-
beginning of
okay,
capitalism
never
has been
mind,
made
I'm
to be
sorry, Darth Maul
merchandise.
didn't- No. I hate Jabba's palace scene. I hate it.
Bad.
I like the
It's
character,
not
main
great.
characters.
No,
it's
bad.
just a
Go, go.
stupid scene.
We're
It
separated
does
by
almost
good
nothing.
takes and bad.
What does it do? It just introduces
The
Han
only
Solo
part
back.
of episode
Rancor.
6 that I thought wasn't great was the too much Ewok scenes.
We'll
and
get
I
to
thought
that.
going in that I wouldn't say that, but I didn't realize like how much actually was like on the fourth.
Yeah,
I
no,
didn't
I
expect
do
it.
like how they thought C-3PO was like a god, and then like Luke made him float in the air. It was like, oh,
Yeah, I mean the individual parts like
No,
that.
that's
were good.
fun.
It just went
Well,
on.
Yeah.
That's the
what we
problem.
say with the tone shift, basically.
That's the problem. Like the movie's too funny. It's I don't expect a bleak, dour experience. It's too. Episode 5 is such a downer movie in the best way possible. It is not a happy ending. Luke loses
The
his
good
hand,
guys lose.
discovers the bad guy is his father. Han is gone. It's going to McClunky. Nothing's going right for them. But episode 6 is like, yeah, we can do everything. We win. Yeah, we
An
do
entire
everything.
legion
We
of
win.
my best troops
like,
are
there's
down
no
there, get
struggle
defeated by
until the
little teddy
Vader
bears.
scene, and even then, like
But,
Luke
um,
easily defeats him. It sucked.
Okay, episode 6, the Death Star scenes are peak.
The
Like
Death-
Emperor and Darth Vader and Luke, that's all good.
Yeah, that's
I
Jabba's
agree. I
good.
like that.
Jabba stuff is really good, like 8, 9 out of 10 stuff. Emperor stuff with the Vader and Death Star, 10 out of 10 stuff. Ewok stuff, that's like 7 out of 10 stuff at best.
No, Ewok is
At
so
best.
much worse.
It could be
I
worse
like
than
the
that.
Ewoks.
I like the
they're
space
funny.
battles too. Just have
The
big
space
battles.
battle, episode 6 has one of the best
Yeah,
space
the
battles.
space battle is pretty. Yeah, I
When
was
they
on space
destroy
battles,
like
but
the Super Star Destroyer and all that stuff. That's really cool.
Yep.
it's just the. I don't want to talk with the Ewoks just because I don't. There's nothing.
The lightsaber
there's
fight
nothing to
isn't
add.
actually that good though.
It's better than Obi-Wan versus Darth Vader, but it's not as good as Episode
It doesn't make
5.
any sense half the time because they're just like underneath pillars and then they just vanish and then they reappear. And it's
I don't like how Luke could beat Vader after like having like a year of practice of doing nothing.
I don't think.
Vader's
I think it's completely
machine
different.
needs oil or something.
Yeah,
You
he
know,
did,
the oil
yeah,
machine-
he did get
it's-
maintenance.
I think the new stuff with Vader ruins Vader because Vader is not some super soldier.
It
He's
was-
a big, strong
It
guy.
was
but he's
Lucas's
slow,
intention.
and
Like he said,
he
it's
can't
like,
do
yeah, he's
much.
like, oh, Lucas called
Except with
Darth Vader like a
Force.
cripple, basically, and then
Yeah.
Obi-Wan was an old guy.
Yeah.
That was his like. I mean, that was probably just Lucas's explanation of why they kind of sucked back then because it wasn't intended for them to
Like,
look bad.
Darth Vader should
Try fighting in a big plastic
But yeah, now
suit
like
and
you know,
being
Disney's
old.
making Darth Vader because you know everyone basically like puts him on a pedestal, so they have to make him as strong as cool as possible.
I like.
So now he
fucking
is.
Disney
He's
Vader.
retroactively he is that strong. But initially Lucas is like, oh no, he's okay, but he's not like the best.
I mean, I don't mind him being really
Yeah.
strong with the Force, but I don't think he should be. Like, they try to make him too nimble with his
Yeah.
lightsaber.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't make sense.
Well,
Like, I know
he's a
Anakin is
tank.
fast.
Mhm.
I know Anakin is fast, but he's not Anakin. He's in a
Yeah.
metal suit, missing all of his limbs, and he's burnt to crisp.
Yeah.
He's not.
Though
he
I
should
mean,
be
they have
fast.
Grievous moving around like a freak, so why can't they have
No,
Vader
that's
suit like
different.
that?
General Grievous is just like a heart and a brain in a metal suit.
Yeah, why can't they make Vader fast if they can
I
make
don't
Grievous
know.
fast?
It's prequel technology. We're not talking about that.
Well,
We're
he's
talking
more-
about episode
well,
It
6.
should be worse.
Vader's more durable.
I think
Yeah.
Vader
you would
is
say.
good in the original. He does what he is. He's some huge hulking monster who one hand swings and kills people. He's super cool. In the new stuff, he's still super cool. It just kind of like takes away like what. So he's even I don't know.
We'll
he's
get
an
to
even
that
bigger
later.
threat. His use of the Force is fine because he should be in tune with the Force. He's literally space Jesus. He's holding back. Him pulling
I
down
don't get
ships
why
makes
he
more
has
sense
to
than
go
other
like that when
characters.
he's Force choking though. If that's a robot hand, so why is he
It's
actually?
just
I think
helps
it's
them
just
focus.
Phantom
It's like
Limb.
a
I think
Yeah,
it's like
but
Phantom
if
Limb.
it's a robot
okay,
hand.
let's be honest. And
Well,
so
there's
the
some
audience knows what he's
Yeah,
doing.
Wasn't there a scene where he just like he doesn't turn around, he's not doing anything? Was that in Rogue One? Where he's just like standing there and some guy behind him's like that was Rogue One, yeah.
Yeah, well, he turned around and his hand was like that.
Yeah, but he's just like
But he doesn't do his hand when he was choking the guy who's
From
like,
far
he's as
away.
clumsy as he is stupid, and he just turns around and sees him on the monitor and he starts choking him.
Yeah,
Was
awesome.
that Nita? Or I don't think so. I don't know.
It was it was one
It
of
was
the
Admiral someone.
Episode 6. I don't like the Ewoks defeating the Empire.
Okay.
I know
Every
Guerrilla
line
Warfare.
Palpatine has is amazing.
No,
You want
Palpatine
this, don't you?
is so overrated.
No.
He just goes and
He's
then
not
falls
overrated.
down a hole and explodes.
He's iconic.
twice.
He's iconic.
He's iconic just because he's the guy.
He does the
Somehow he
lightning.
returned.
Lightning.
No,
yeah.
we're not
We're
talking
not
about
there
that
yet.
yet.
Not there
We're
yet.
not there yet.
Okay,
Not
so
there
Oh
yet.
my god.
Okay,
So-
so I guess I should say what we all rated this movie.
I'll
I
let
gave
Chewbacca-
it between an 8.5 and 9, so basically 8.75.
Speaking of-
Bro, 8.5. Steve, 8. Jake, 7.5.
I might go to 7.
that says
Too late.
8.5.
I'm going to 7. I gave it a 7.
No, I
might
crossed it
go
out
to
because
6.
you said no.
Oh, okay, so 8. Yeah, that's fine.
It's just the more you think about it, the worse it gets, which is tragic because
I
it's the
disagree
end of
with that.
Star Wars.
Just
Well, it was.
the Endor stuff is like, it's not bad, it's
You
just
mean the
like,
Force Moon of Endor.
like compared to all the other
It is.
movies and the sets, it just wasn't as
It's a
good.
pretty planet.
I like.
It's
the
literally
the
just
speeder
California's
race.
Redwood Forest.
Which
I
is
like
awesome.
the speeder
It's
race or
pretty
whatever it
alien.
is, the chase.
Yeah.
Pretty alien.
It's a cool set.
Okay, yeah, the
just-
speeder chase is kind of cool.
The
Yeah, that's kinda
Ewoks
cool.
destroying the Empire is the stupidest thing ever. I know there's a lot more than that happening. I know Luke is literally fighting the Emperor and Darth Vader. Kind of. Darth Vader's not giving his all. He's giving it to Luke, which could be. We can discuss that, debate that, because
Yeah, I mean,
was Darth Vader trying to kill his son?
we haven't even
Luke,
talked
join me,
about
please.
that.
Let's
It's
kill
just
this
a
guy.
second Death Star.
Oh yeah, the second Death Star. Okay.
Oh.
That's another reason I
No.
rated lower. Which I recently saw, which I told you before when I heard about it. Apparently, it's because George Lucas had the script for his movies initially, and then he had to split it up or whatever, and he wasn't sure he was going to make more, so he put the Death Star in the first movie. But then he had the script for the end, which was supposed to have the Death Star get destroyed, so he just made another Death Star, so he didn't have to change the script, I guess.
It's not.
But it is kind of
crazy.
dumb. Well, I mean, the Emperor was like, I had this awesome weapon and you messed it up. But how did it make him? It took him 20 years to finish the first one, and then it took him like 3 years to make the second one.
I mean,
It's
they
even
did
bigger.
finish
At
it.
the
I mean,
very
they
least,
did
it
finish
could've
They
it.
been
could have already been building the second one.
Yeah.
The
I mean,
weirdness
to be fair,
should have
they
been
did.
different.
Well, it was different. This time it was unfinished, and they had to fly inside
Yeah.
of it. And they couldn't do that until they took the shields down, which they thought was impossible because they're like, there's no way they would defeat our entire best legions on the planet Forest Moon of Endor, which they did.
I understand guerrilla warfare. I know how it works. The Empire's not losing.
They're not gorillas, they're Ewoks.
I was gonna make that joke too, but it just didn't fit.
Didn't even have
There's
guns,
no
man.
way for them
Bow
to
and
win.
arrows.
There's no way for. What is the point of the clone armor if it can lose to these little tiny bear people?
I mean, there were rebels there too.
I know. That's why I said I know it's more
Wait, I want to
concentrated
taste
than
what it
that.
tastes like, and then you can
I
have
know
it.
it's more that it was
Different
the
flavor.
Empire
Yes,
being
this is-
fought
Okay,
on
I
two
took
sides.
the
I know.
three.
This is half and half.
does that mean? They put cream in it?
Oh,
Half-
you can have
half
that
of
one.
what?
I
You
don't
can
know.
have half, and I can
Yeah,
have
Hard
half.
iced tea and lemonade. Oh, it's just like a normal.
It's just water.
I just like it
That's good
sucks so
water.
much of the energy out. Like episode 6 sucked so much energy out of episode 5. Episode 5 starts
Disagree.
on Hoth.
I
Hoth,
just-
the
could have been
Tauntaun,
better.
I keep saying Bantha, the Wampa, the AT-ATs, and then they go to Dagobah and talk to Yoda, and then episode 6 is like Jabba's palace where they just
You do
win.
see an AT-AT on Endor in one of the scenes, but then they never have to fight it and destroy it in the battle.
That's
It's
why
like,
I'm
where'd
like,
it go?
I don't like the
Sure.
walkers are cool.
They
The
did
AT-ATs are
though.
better.
Mhm.
What do they call the
I did like how
AT-AT.
I liked how
I know
yeah.
they're STs, but
I do
would
like
you
how
call
Chewbacca
walkers?
took over one.
No, that's all. Chewbacca. Every scene.
Oh,
he's
and I
always
also like
good.
how Leia.
But like they're getting
Uh,
shot.
I
They're
don't
like
remember-
right here
oh, yeah,
against the
Leia, like,
wall. They're
saves
just
Han, and then
and
Han
she
is
gets
like-
shots once. She's okay.
And then Han's like, "I love you" or something, and then she does the "I know" back to him.
I know.
It rhymes.
Good. It's good.
It rhymes.
It's like poetry. It's like
Also,
poetry.
the confession scene at the end where they're like at on Endor at the nighttime scene.
How did the
Wait,
Ewoks
Luke
know
and
how to
Leia
blend
and
hair?
That you're my sister. Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
We're
Han
si-
shows
we're
up,
siblings.
and there's like
call that
miscommunication.
I'll leave.
confession.
I'll leave. Well, don't worry.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys handle it. No, Han.
I
we're
confess to
related.
you. I'm your brother.
No.
Like,
Uh.
why did the Ewoks know how to braid human hair?
Because they have
Yeah,
hair.
yeah.
Not that
Hair
long.
is all the
Not
same.
that long. They've got like this long. I don't care. It's just a funny scene. I think Family Guy made that joke.
Okay.
So, episode 6 just sucked the energy out of episode 5.
I disagree.
It sucks because episode 5 is so good. I think that's the problem. You're following the best
We will
sci-fi
need to
movie.
I'll
check
put
on
it
the
this
camera a
way.
little bit.
Maybe
I'd
can't
rather
do
the
that.
last
You wanna go
movie be the
now,
best
or-
one than
No,
the
let's keep-
second one.
we can at least
but,
probably get through
hey,
these.
It's
I-
still alright.
Yeah, but like I feel like it's harder to finish a series than it is to continue it. Because like at the end you have to finish it. You have to kill the bad guys. You have to make the good guys look realistically powerful. You have to save the whatever you're trying to do. So I understand why this movie had to do what it did. It's just disappointing, really, because like it's still good. It's still one of the better Star Wars movies, but it's compared to Empire is like whoa. Even 4 or New Hope is like whoa. It's just it was weird. It was too jokey. The tone was too light. It was. A lot of scenes I don't
You know
like
what's
jump
really
styles.
wrong with
Miku
it?
Waji
It
Kiki
didn't have
Boogie.
Jar Jar Binks.
Which the next
Segues
one.
into episode 1.
Yes, we're at episode 1 now. The Phantom Menace. There was a little gap between movies, and then George was like, "I'm gonna go finish my movies." Okay, so
I need more money. Make more movies.
Talk about it first and then discuss our choices for ranking our scores.
I know.
I think we're gonna do scores
No.
first.
Okay, so Qui-Gon. I really like Qui-Gon Jinn in this
Qui-Gon Jinn.
movie. He was just like so chill. Like they're like just getting chased by giant fish, and he's just like sitting
Oh,
back
my
there. It's like, okay, yeah, let's go. they just don't care. Like him and Obi-Wan.
Awesome.
Whoa,
Droids.
wait.
Awesome.
Droidekas, best design in the series.
I'm pretty
Rolling
sure
shield-
Qui-Gon was smoking weed the
Yeah.
entire movie.
Come
He was doing
on.
a lot of metachlorine.
Yeah.
Qui-Gon was
heroin.
not awake. He was definitely not
But he
in
didn't need to be.
Well, except at the end, that's where I got stabbed.
Oh, yeah.
He was like, "Damn, I should have been sober for this."
Well, maybe he was just trying to give himself
He
the
almost
force,
got it.
right?
He just did a little too much.
Yeah.
Episode 1 is a movie that came out a long time ago, pretty close to here. Good.
It's good.
So
I liked it.
Better than
Hold
I
on.
remember.
More than most people do.
people
Yeah.
people despise the prequel trilogy, and like I see where they're coming from. Don't get it. I know we grew up with these movies, kind of, but like Episode 1 was so much better than I thought. I went into it thinking it's gonna be a 2 out of 10. It's gonna be a poopy little poo-doo movie. It has Jar Jar Binks, and bad acting, and a stupid story. It did. But like, it was so much higher sci-fi, if that makes sense. I know I brought this up before, but like, Star Wars has always been high sci-fi. No shit. There's McClunky. They're always interdimensional traveling or whatever. There's this giant space station that's just the shape of a moon and shoots a laser that blows up Alderaan. Oh.
This one makes
Like,
it.
there's so much stuff, but in this one, there's Naboo. I don't want to talk about
It
Jar
makes
Jar.
it feel bigger.
It's just
The
bigger. It feels
scale
like there's
is
more
bigger.
going on.
He adds a lot of
And
stuff
there's
to the universe.
droids,
A lot of world building. In this
Politics.
The
et cetera.
droids, I don't care about the politics.
Double-sided
I like the
Well, no,
lightsabers.
it made the politics makes
Yeah.
it feel like lived.
I
It makes
understand
it
what they're
Jar Jar
doing,
Binks.
but
different races.
Jar Jar,
Like, it was
not
a
good. But
Trade
he's not as
negotiations,
bad.
which are
I
relevant,
don't.
unfortunately.
Yeah, I think the meme hate is overdone, but
Yeah.
It's
I
a
understand.
good
It's
movie.
not great.
Pod
it looks
racing,
good.
awesome.
It's
I
fun.
like pod
It
racing.
went a little too long.
Fucking
honestly.
awesome.
I thought it was good.
I think it's 5
especially
minutes
for the
long.
time. I mean, imagine if it had modern CG.
space
it would've
Yeah,
been
you
Battle
pod
good.
racing back in the 90s. You were like, now
Yeah,
this
the
is
The
Gun
pod
Gun
racing.
battle
good.
is
Back in
man,
the
it's okay.
The
The
Gungans?
droids are awesome. They're fucking scary. and
I
imposing.
love Clankers so much.
It was like, okay, the final battle Jar Jar did make
What,
it a little
dual
too
fates?
silly. He was like killing everything just by being lucky. And
I
also,
hate
I didn't
that.
like how Anakin destroyed the thing by just accidentally. Oops, what's this button do? Destroys their entire
Oops.
warship.
No, that's
Okay.
funny though. People give that kid, they gave that kid so much hate back in the day that he turned into that
Yippee!
poor guy. That poor guy. It's like, oh, you got to be
Are you
Anakin
an
in Star
angel?
Wars. You're a nerd.
He's
Huh?
literally a child.
Like what? How you make it? He was a decent child actor.
You ever been around kids?
Okay,
They
out
say
loud
a
he's
lot of
like,
stupid
out
things.
loud is, are you an angel? Inside he's like, damn, that woman's hot.
Yeah, I mean, look at her. 16-year-old
McClunky
Natalie
that.
Portman.
McClunky
I know.
that.
She's not hot. She was under 18 at that
She
time.
was not hot.
McClunky.
She's that's disgusting.
disgusting. Ew, she was ugly.
Natalie Portman today.
Yeah, baby. Okay, wait. In
Lights-
episode 2, she's over 18, right?
Yeah,
We'll get to that in episode 2.
Lightsaber battle.
Okay.
Amazing.
Well, hold on. We need to.
Hold on.
There's more to talk
Yeah,
about in
let's
episode
talk
1 than
about-
that,
let's
which
go
is
around the
peak
movie.
lightsaber battle. But
All right.
wait, what are we
Also,
missing?
peak soundtrack.
Oh,
Duel of the Fates.
soundtrack.
Yeah, Duel of the Fates.
Literally
Oh,
best
no, hold on.
ever.
Obi-Wan, great. I love young
So
Obi-Wan.
Jar Jar Binks is
Best
in this
casting
movie.
choice. of
We
the
went over
entire
Jar Jar
series.
Binks already.
Not really.
Darth
We
Maul,
glanced over
coolest bad guy, almost.
Looks
No.
cool. Is
Pretty
He
damn
doesn't.
cool.
He's
not
so
gonna lie.
cringe. He's just like, look at me. I look like the guy
And
from
he works.
Insidious.
It's pretty awesome.
But like, he's done.
And
Like, I don't want to talk about
coming
it
from
anymore.
someone who doesn't like any attempt at reviving him because I just don't feel like it hits the same.
It's
Like,
so dumb.
It's disappointing that he got killed, in my opinion.
It's
I know
cool.
technically he didn't get killed.
It's
but
cool.
in my opinion, he
This
got
is
killed.
done.
Yeah.
But he didn't say much, which I think fit. His look was super unique at the time. Like obviously now there's a whole bunch of other people of his race, but like at the time he was some cool guy with
Yeah.
horns, with
It's
like
hot
the cool
out here.
tattoos.
They should have kept him
And
and
Just
Just
try
trying
to
to be a
lightsaber.
skin color.
Yeah.
And his awesome soundtrack and the best
That's what
lightsaber
just
fight
did.
probably of like all Star Wars.
Second
And
best.
Second best.
I
No,
think-
no, tied.
I
I would say
think-
tied
yeah.
for best.
I
I
think
would
they
say
should
the
have.
music is the best, but it's the second is the best, and the other one behind it is
Yeah.
the best in the fight.
Yep.
They're okay.
I think they should have kept him instead of Count Dooku. Not because I don't like Count Dooku. I really like Count Dooku. But when you watch
No,
episode
because
2,
you saw the Clone Wars.
No, but when you
the
watch
movies.
episode 2, Count Dooku doesn't come until the very end, and you're like,
We're not-
they
well,
talk
this
about
is
him,
the-
like you're like, who's this guy?
We're
Like
not talking
he's just
about
there
that.
for the end. I know, but imagine if it was like you thought Darth Maul died, but instead of Count Dooku, it's oh my god, Darth Maul's back and he's in charge of his droids guys, and then you know who he is already, and Obi-Wan wants revenge, and they had like stuff with him.
That would be better,
Or
but
he
we're talking
didn't
about
have to
episode
get
one.
cut.
Or he didn't get cut out. Maybe just his legs.
Because
got
honestly,
off.
that's another thing I have to say is I don't necessarily like the way he got cut in half.
Okay, yeah,
Like-
because he just
like,
looked at him.
he had so much time.
Yeah.
Like you say, oh, he's
That's-
surprised, blah blah,
Yeah.
but he had so much time. To
That's
do
an
anything.
issue in
Yeah.
all
He was
the
like,
prequel fights.
You could have just kicked him down.
And then he got cut in half.
Just mirroring
That's what they do
Palpatine. You just kick him down the pit. He goes, oh.
That's what they do in all the prequel fights, though. There's so much like downtime, especially episode 2. We'll talk about that when we get there. There's a lot of downtime in between like major fight parts. Like they'll just be walking away from each other or something. Or like you said, like the problem with this one is they're fighting so fast. Did you know Obi-Wan was fighting Darth Maul so fast that they had to slow down the actual footage?
Mhm.
The real footage is a little bit faster.
It's really not that much faster, right?
It's a
little
little bit faster.
Yeah,
So you do
it's
It's
better.
probably like
Let's
10%
see you do
faster. Or
faster.
something, but whatever, that's still a good amount.
Oh,
Like
yeah, no, it's
it's so cool. The fight is so well done, and it's so impactful with the
Mhm.
emotions because that's his master. His master's dead, and I like the prequels a lot because of Anakin
It's-
and Obi-Wan's
Has
relationship.
Yoda in
which
it,
is,
and
are you
Mace
gonna stop
Windu.
interrupting me, McClunky? Every
You've been talking
time,
too much.
every
That's messed up.
time,
True.
McClunky. Every time Anakin, you ruined that whole thing.
Okay, it's ruined. It's not. It's ruined. It's the only movie that does multi-fight star or lightsaber duels well. Like, okay, one is like Darth Maul at the beginning versus them two looked amazing. Dooku versus Anakin and Obi-Wan in episode 3 lasted a very short time. It was Then Darth Sidious versus everyone and against Mace Windu. That was dumb. He just they just stood there as he stabbed him and killed him. Which he's just supposed to be
Remember
too
that?
fast for them, and it's done in a way where it looks like they're just standing
You should
there.
have more time.
We're not
Also,
talking about that.
It was
till we
the
get there.
only attempt at a creative lightsaber design until Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
Because every
What,
other
Dooku?
lightsaber is just a
No,
ray.
Maul. Double
No.
bladed.
Well,
Yeah,
Dooku
well,
had that
Dooku's
weird
was
little.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's just a hilt. I mean, it's a little
That's
different.
pretty
I'm
cool.
talking about,
No.
like, a creative lightsaber.
Oh, so two
design.
lightsabers is that much different?
Yes.
It's
Double
two
blade
beams
is
of light.
pretty
You just gotta
cool.
cut yourself more often.
I'm not necessarily a huge fan of Kylo Ren's, but it is like a different style.
Kylo
of
Ren's.
lightsaber.
People keep. I've asked multiple times.
We're not there yet.
I know it
That's
doesn't make
true.
okay. So episode 1,
I
Jar
like
Jar
the fish.
Binks-
There's always a bigger fish. I like that.
There's always a
line.
bigger fish.
Qui-Gon gives a lot of good lines. He's very wise Jedi.
I feel like he
He's
was
the first one to
phoning it in,
figure
but
out how
he's
to
still
become a
good.
Force ghost.
Yeah.
He does what he wants.
Which
doesn't
First
really
Jedi
make
Council.
sense.
No,
considering
it makes
Jedi's been
sense
around for
because
so
he got
long.
so high off midichlorians.
Oh,
he got the
that's
closest.
true.
It's terrible.
He got the closest to like
Terrible.
enlightenment.
Like,
And
Liam
I like
Neeson
how
is such a
when they picked
bizarre
up Anakin, Obi-Wan's like, I can't help think we picked up another pathetic life form. That's not nice, Obi-Wan. That was not
Yeah, like
necessary.
Jar Jar makes sense. 'Cause
He's
Jar
an
Jar's
elitist. He's
cringe.
racist to Jar Jar and children.
Well, Anakin was a slave.
Yeah, exactly. He's racist to those people.
Okay, Anakin's mother's name is Shmi, right?
That's a
Shmi,
fucking
Shmi.
Shmi.
That's such a bad. Why
She's
would you
a
name
slave.
Anakin
She
Skywalker's
came from a
mother
Shmi.
Shmi? When I name her like I don't know Annie, Anna
Can we
Skywalker.
talk about how she partied too much and maybe got too drunk and couldn't remember and just claimed there was no father?
Yeah, I was about to say, what's with the whole like Jesus Mary?
What?
Yeah, that's a real
Watto.
thing.
Why is this?
That's a real thing because the Force is a manifestation. I don't fucking know. McClunky. I don't. Isn't the
It's just
Force?
like it's such a random
Yeah, because there's
introduction
nothing
Christian
sense.
lore into Star Wars
There's-
because it
but
doesn't
it's
really
the
do
There's no
anything.
point. Yeah, in the
Prophecy.
original trilogy, there's no pointing towards Anakin being some sort of chosen one.
Yeah.
Luke or
Let alone
Vader
a
or
virgin
anything.
birth,
Yeah,
which
but
is
it
literally
doesn't
Jesus
because
Christ.
everything
Like,
about
what?
the Jedi got
Which
purged.
I do like how I think they were originally planning in the original script, like when they were talking about Darth Plagueis, how they learned how to create life. At one point, it was going to be like Sidious was going to reveal, I'm your father because I used the Force to
Wait,
create
what?
you to Anakin. I think that was the original.
Wait, is that what they were talking about with Darth
intent.
Plagueis? You're supposed to create life?
Yeah, but he creates life with the midichlorians in the Force. So I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure George Lucas, one of his old scripts was Palpatine was going to reveal, like, literally, I am your father to Anakin because I made you with the
That's
Force.
kind of
thing.
stupid.
Didn't he already say
No,
that?
but
I don't like the
No, he
whole
didn't say that.
bloodlines thing. We're not
No,
there
it's not
yet.
bloodline. He didn't
I
make
know.
them
I'm
into
glad
bloodline,
he
but
didn't because that's so.
It's better
stupid.
than some weird religious,
No,
like,
it's not.
oh my
it's
god, virgin
fine.
birth. I
It
don't know.
works. It's thousands of year old galaxy prophecy where you can use this invisible force, haha, that can totally
Prophecy
destroy stuff.
misread could have been.
See, he didn't
Who
do
made
that in the
this
original.
prophecy,
Like
huh?
it's fine. Like him being
So
immaculate
how
conceptions.
midichlorians?
is
Yeah, wait,
funny.
who was the person who actually came up with the prophecy?
We never find
We
out.
don't know. Qui-Gon just loves it.
What?
He's like, I love the prophecy.
What if
man."
there's another
He's the one who keeps
prophecy?
talking about it,
No, I'm
and then
fine,
Mace
I'm
is
fine.
like, I
They're
don't
like
know
in
about
the
this.
Extendedors or like
Maybe.
prophesizers or whatever you
I don't
call them.
know.
They're
I
like
don't know.
super
The
connected
Jedi
with like
Order
the
is,
part
like,
of the Force
thousands
that
of
tells
years
the
old,
future.
right?
You gotta give.
Maybe some guy
George
wrote in
Lucas
stone,
credit.
there is going to be a chosen one, and then they're like,
That's
I
fine.
believe that.
You gotta give
Yeah,
him
I mean,
credit.
yeah,
He's
too.
the best person for picking out actors. He picks great actors.
I gotta say,
All of
young
them.
Anakin could use the Force. Like him being so good at pod racing, you'd be like, he's a genius, this and that. Him with that reaction time is the Force, right? Am I
Yeah,
misreading
that's
that?
the whole point.
That's
Yeah.
real, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So the only reason they won because Jabulba cheated.
Jabulba.
Can we do something about him? Can we like? We gotta do something about Jabulba. Jabulba was an
Sebulba.
evil piece. Sebulba,
wait, can I
don't
walk
care.
like them? Hold on.
Uh-oh.
No, Al.
He's like,
Oh, he's getting close. I don't know
That's
if you can
pretty
see
good,
that.
actually.
ow.
He's getting
I feel like
close.
you could do better than
Close.
that.
What?
You could do better than that. You were so close.
I know, I'm done.
Oh.
It's not-
Segue.
Wait, oh, wait.
No.
No,
It's too late. You're gonna hurt yourself. Watch out, Meowth is right
the
there.
Sebulba run or walk. It's not bad. It's not bad.
You know what wasn't bad?
Episode
2.
one?
Episode
No,
two.
that's a wrong sentence.
Okay,
So,
we should go with
Episode
episode
1,
now.
pretty
We're gonna
good.
start speeding up. We're
What's
gonna
our
run.
Yeah.
scores? Did we talk about our scores yet?
Okay, no. I gave it an 8. We wrote 8.
Before you
Steve,
say mine.
8.5.
Before you say mine, I thought it was gonna be much worse because like all the discourse about the prequel trilogy is like, oh, episode 1's like the worst movie ever, and I was like, I'm ready to give it a 3 or 4. What did I give it?
8.5.
It's a really good movie. Like Jar Jar Binks is cringe. That's where most of my problems lie. But and the politics stuff is really fucking stupid. It was a really fun movie. The battle scenes, Obi-Wan's there, or Ewan McGregor. He doesn't say hello there in
Yeah.
this movie, but like
Yeah.
it's a good movie.
How do you feel about the movies?
It was really good. Oh, there's McClunky.
McClunky.
Like it was.
I'm gonna
much
look
better
really
than I
stupid
thought.
if all you can see in my Sebulba walk is like my head peeking out or just nothing at all.
Yeah, that's fine. So episode 2.
Episode 2.
What are you gonna say the name of the episode?
This Attack of the Clones.
What about the previous one?
Was the fan
Best
I think I said
throwaway
it.
line in any movie in the episode 4, the Clone Wars, him mentioning that and then him literally
yeah.
making an entire show about it, an
No
entire
idea.
movie
No
about
idea what
it.
they're talking about. I've
Incredible.
never seen that TV show.
Okay. So Attack of the Clones was the worst prequel movie.
Yes.
Yes,
By
we all
far.
agree. Numerically, the number
By
slow,
far, it was so boring.
I liked the beginning, with Anakin and Obi-Wan banter, and then how they just jump out windows, how they just jump out of
It's
cars. It just shows
hysterical.
like Jedis could just do whatever the hell they want. They
I
just
told
they
you
don't
not
even
to do
care.
that. What
They
did you
just
say?
like they just
I know.
They're just crazy.
They're like
Because they're like
adrenaline
invincible.
junkies,
Yeah, they're
basically.
adrenaline junkies.
They're maniacs. They can do whatever they want. Like, who cares? Like, it's
Because I
hysterical.
don't know, they're good. They're the best. Like they feel untouchable.
I
Natalie
feel like it
Portman,
really builds the Obi-Wan Anakin
Brotherhood.
brohood, though.
Which I know a lot of
so
people say
sad.
that's not true for episode 2, and it's only in episode 3 they're like friends. But
Mm.
I mean, it kind of like it's. I don't know. Like
When they were going chasing the assassin,
Yeah.
that was a
Yeah.
come
No,
on.
it's a good scene.
It also
It's-
shows
it's
like kind of how
excellent.
much they trust each other with their,
Mhm.
each other's lives, but also they like banter.
It also
Yeah.
gives backstory. because
real
it's like-
bros banter.
Yeah.
It
People
gives
don't
a
know that. You
backstory.
guys have no friends.
It also gives you more backstory because it's like they did stuff out off screen that you weren't aware of that they refer to.
Okay,
The assassin's
Natalie Portman was
cool.
18
Natalie
in episode
Portman.
1, but her character is 14.
Did you just look that up?
Yeah.
She was so goddamn hot.
What?
You're not allowed to.
Not the
in
character-
episode 2.
No, episode 2, the best part, yes I am, I'm not a gooner, but Natalie Portman in episode 2 was so much better. Oh my god, that scene in the arena.
She's
We'll get
better
there.
than Megan Fox in Transformers.
Megan Fox is so overrated. I'm not gonna say she's mid. She's a beautiful woman. in
What
that
was?
movie. She was
Woman.
great. I don't know what she looks like now. Have you seen her?
She's alive. That's all you need.
Oh, she's alive? I couldn't tell with her trading blood with Machine Gun Kelly. They give each other vials of blood.
This
You
isn't
know
about
this?
Star Wars. No.
So
Yeah, no, bad tangent though.
Padme,
McClunky, McClunky.
McClunky.
All right, so
Princess
clones. The
Queen
introduction of the
Amidala.
clones was awesome. I
No,
love the
it wasn't.
Kaminoans.
No, it
They're
wasn't.
really cool.
No, it wasn't.
I like
Jango
Kamino.
Fett's awesome.
Jango Fett
The young
actually
Boba Fett
does
is a
stuff.
nice inclusion. I like that.
Jango
Jango
Fett's
Fett
great.
versus Obi-Wan is an interesting fight because it's the only time you see like a real lightsaber person fight like a really high-skilled non-force user.
Besides,
Grievous, but he
But
basically
yeah.
fights like a lightsaber.
Yeah, but he
user,
doesn't have the force or whatever,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
makes him worse or something.
But yeah. Okay.
Jango
Every
Fett, peak
scene-
bounty hunter.
The ship.
The Naboo stuff with Anakin and Padme. That's what's bad about
Yeah,
this.
the
movie.
Yeah,
dialogue
it's
is
so.
mad.
Can we talk about what I remember? What I brought up with the assassination attempt.
Yes.
All right, so
I know
the
what you're gonna go
Emperor,
about, yeah.
the Emperor wants to assassinate Amidala, right? He wants to assassinate Padme, right?
No.
No.
I think he wants them to try and fail.
Doesn't
probably.
matter.
I don't know.
So what if they succeeded?
It doesn't really matter.
He's not precognition. We're not talking about
Yes, he
some
is.
bullshit legend stuff. So the Emperor, one person, wants to assassinate this person. So he hires Count Dooku, kind of. Count Dooku, he doesn't hire him, but he commands him. Count Dooku is like, yes, sir.
Ow.
So he hires an assassin, Jango Fett, right?
Yes.
Stay with me. 3 people. So Jango Fett hires or has his associate doesn't matter. What are we doing?
Django hires Zam Wessel, the changeling. She
Jango
uses
Fett hires
centipedes.
a changeling.
I said it already.
No, because you missed a step. Hires a changeling to assassinate him. The changeling uses a droid
Oh, I
to
forgot the
assassinate
droid.
Padme. The droid uses centipedes to kill Padme.
The centipedes use their teeth.
The
The
centipedes
teeth use the
fail.
poison.
No.
And Venom used the molecule.
We're talking about
That's
beings.
about it.
The molecule.
They used the body
molecules.
that reacted.
Use the
badly
Her
to
hot,
it.
hot body.
They have a job of the hut.
A job of the horny.
So 6 people, 6 entities were trying to assassinate this one person, and they failed. Why did Django just do it? He could have done it. He's the best bounty hunter in the galaxy.
He didn't want to get caught. His
Fine,
DNA
what would
was too
matter?
valuable.
What would matter? What would that matter?
Clones.
Yep.
He already donated the DNA. Who cares? Who's gonna stop
How
him?
did he
Space
wait?
Police?
How did he donate his DNA?
I don't. He probably.
McClunky.
You have to.
McClunky.
You have to.
My favorite scene, though, Coliseum scene. I think
Yes,
that's
the Coliseum.
very
That's
good.
where this.
Of course, the
movie
last
peaks.
30 minutes of the
That
movie's
was-
good.
Oh, wait,
Introduction
okay.
of the
What do you guys
clones,
think
but
about the
yeah.
droid factory where Anakin and
Stupid.
Padme are dodging all the
I
things?
thought it wasn't
Dumb.
great, but I
No,
was
I
like,
think
it's
I
a
like
Mario
that.
Luigi.
R2 like flies for the first time and saves
That
their
was
asses.
interesting, yeah. I like the droid
R2's
banter
the
during
goat.
it. That was pretty cool.
R2's the goat. I told you he can fly.
It
He
went
does
on a
that thing
little
in
too
episode
long. The Geonosians are crazy.
Okay,
looking.
yeah, but I do like the Coliseum and how they had to fight
They look
those
like little-
monsters
they look
or
like
animals or whatever you want to
they
call
go
them.
like-
One of them kind of looked like a cat, like this one.
The one that attacked Natalie Portman made her
Even hotter.
that belly shirt.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that belly shirt, Natalie Portman, like, oh my god. I know this is not Star Wars. Well, it is Star Wars, but what were they doing in that studio? They're like, we got to make her look.
It's like the same person who made this movie is the
It's-
one who made Slave Leia.
It's good. I'm just saying, like, it's so out of Star Wars, especially what we get nowadays with Disney Star Wars, and that's not. I'm not saying that's like a problem. I'm saying they're dressed
It's
in
a
like
problem.
clothes. What was she wearing in the Coliseum? It was excellent. It was great. I want it to happen again. But why did they have her wearing that? So she got captured and then was wearing that after she was captured, right?
No, she was wearing that the whole time.
What was when?
No, she was wearing her stomach was covered, but it was a full tight, really nice
I
body.
thought she
outfit.
got her
and then it got ripped off or something.
They got ripped, yeah.
Okay, fine. Also, that Coliseum scene is cool. It's really stupid. how
Padme
all
was
of the
tempting
Jedi
Anakin
died.
on purpose.
Yeah, well, she wants it too.
Yeah.
But
And
she-
Mace
So we have to
They're-
talk about the sand
they're
line
playing, like-
because we all
I
agree
agree.
it's technically a well-written line, even though if it comes out
Well,
kind of dumb.
I don't even care how it's
Just
written.
say
I
one.
just agree with it. Have you ever been to the
I hate
beach and then
Sable.
have it get ruined with sand in your?
Rob.
I can't be the only one that's happened.
What'd you say?
McClunky.
You're having a perfectly fine day at the
McClunky.
beach and then you get sand in your.
McClunky,
Jewish.
McClunky.
So
You don't
what's
have
that supposed to mean?
McClunky,
I have enough.
McClunky.
For sand,
McClunky,
of course
McClunky,
it's small. It
McClunky.
gets everywhere. You
It's
don't
also
need a ton
rough.
for your sand to get in there.
We're McClunky.
McClunky.
I'm just saying you can censor. You don't
I'm
gotta,
not
like,
censoring anything. I just censored it right now.
But seriously, enough
It does
for
get
the
everywhere.
part.
Okay,
But
it
it gets
sucks.
everywhere.
No,
besides
Anakin.
that.
So
You
this is the
guys
movie
don't live near a beach.
Neither do we. Didn't Anakin say?
Well,
he-
wait.
Is this
One last important thing: beach sand is very different from desert sand.
Isn't this the movie where
Is
Anakin
it?
kills all the
Yeah,
sand?
you can't make concrete or not concrete. What is it that they make out of or like beach sand?
Are
I
we,
think it might be
are we
concrete
gonna
or
skip all
something.
this? This
You
is
can't do it with desert sand because it's the
So,
wind blows
is
and
this
it
the
gets
one-
all circular and like fine.
Is this the one where Anakin
Take your
kills all the
geology
sand
out of
people?
here.
Hey.
I fell asleep during this movie. I forgot the sand.
He's
people scene.
narcoleptic. He slept through half of these movies.
The
FYI.
boring ones. I slept during episode
He's
2, which
This
can you
movie's gonna
blame
suck.
me?
I'm gonna watch my phone and fall asleep.
And I was right,
Oh my god,
because everyone else agrees with me. And would you rate this movie? Bad?
Yeah,
Everyone
let's get to
agrees
it.
with me. I fell asleep.
Okay,
during
wait,
the
hold on.
movie.
We didn't talk about a couple key things at the,
The
end. We talked about the
clones
Coliseum.
are very cool.
Mace Windu versus
Not
Django.
long ago.
Okay, yeah, I like Mace Windu versus Django because it's like he tries to fly with his.
Versus. He
yeah,
literally
yeah.
just.
Well, because he tries to fly with his jetpack, but it doesn't work because he got ran over by the Reek, which is the horned monster right beforehand.
Is that the big, like.
Yeah, which
Well,
is
I
funny
think
because
that's
Mace
right.
or George
Right.
Lucas is like, I was like, oh yeah, Mace is strong, but Django is also strong, but his jetpack broke or whatever. But yeah, so basically maybe Django would have done better, but okay. But we have to talk about the final lightsaber.
I don't
duel,
like
the
how
couple.
many Jedi die during that battle. It's really
They
stupid.
suck.
I know there's like hordes of clankers. I know, I understand what the movie's doing, but they're Jedi. Just play defense.
But yeah, I would like
Say the
Coleman
fucking
Trevor,
phalanx and do
which I want
this.
to talk about because someone
I
showed me
don't-
recently when he blocks Django's blaster, hits his lightsaber, and then it deflects off his lightsaber into his shoulder, and that's how he initially gets hit.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, but okay, so no, we have to talk about
wait,
Count
can we
Dooku
talk
versus
about the
Anakin,
clones
Obi-Wan,
first?
and Yoda.
Can we talk about the clones
Okay,
first?
talk about your clones.
I really like the clones.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
awesome.
I
That's
didn't
it.
like how they're all crappy 3D animated.
CG.
I kinda
Which
like
they-
that.
I never knew that until someone
Guys
told
in
me.
suits,
Oh.
really?
Well, no, okay, I mean, but I was told that when I was a kid, so
Never
I don't know what I would have
action,
thought
they're
otherwise.
always
but-
You
3D
can tell so
animated.
easily.
Yeah, but it's
I
just
thought
funny.
it was
They didn't
cool.
have a single live action clone in the whole movie.
Can we take a break? Intermission.
We gotta finish this first.
Can we take an intermission?
We can, but we need to check the camera battery. So should we finish episode 3 before we take
Yes.
an intermission?
I'm saying I
Yes.
don't want to like stop it. I'm saying intermission for like 5 minutes. I'm gonna go feel something. I'm thirsty. I'm
we
sweating
could.
my
Okay, let's-
Finish it inside.
I'm sweating my McClunky. Look at this.
Okay,
This
let's
is-
check what the batteries are and maybe take an intermission. But
okay,
we're
so
probably
episode 2.
We need
Let's
to.
talk about
okay,
episode
let's
get
just
to
episode
these.
3,
Let's just
okay.
finish this.
Okay, no, we have to talk about
Episode
episode 2.
two.
Yeah,
Episode
the lightsaber duels. Anakin.
Oh yeah, Camino. Camino's cringe. That's it. It's just kind of
No.
Wrong.
It's so
Cool.
slow.
Very
They
cool.
have long necks.
Very unique.
I don't care about. I'm not talking about the people. I'm talking about the whole scene.
I
I'm
like it.
I'm like,
Rain,
he goes,
I like it.
Okay,
Cool.
so missing.
It
Impossible.
introduces
Very
mystery
completely
with this
impossible.
other dude.
No, it
and
doesn't, because you know what's gonna happen.
Webs.
That's why I'm here.
You have to think of it like you don't.
You know
what's
what's gonna happen. That's impossible.
What happens?
We know why he's there. He's there for the clones because they're making
Oh
armor.
my god,
They
I
should have
forgot.
caught on. Obi-Wan was acting suspicious, like he didn't know what was going
Come on.
They just know Jedi are high all the time.
That is true.
No, I forgot to mention, which I don't know if I said during the movie or not, but I know, because I know, but it really distracts me, annoys me in this movie. Half the scenes Obi-Wan is in, he has a fake beard. Because
What?
he shaves his beard, and they have to film some of the scenes. You notice if you look, it looks terrible.
You should have said something
Yeah.
before.
I
didn't
don't know what to
even
say, but you
think
could go
of
back
it.
and look now, like the Dexter scene where he's in that with the guy with the forearms. Who's like Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan.
Look at him, Obi-Wan. Half the scenes he has a nice, good-looking beard. The rest is a
That's what he does.
scraggly, shit-looking fake beard they put on his face. It's in half the
Pulls up
damn
his
movie,
pants.
and I do not like that. Which I don't know if I would have noticed unless I'm pointing out, but it looks
Yeah,
terrible.
I mean, I didn't think.
Yeah,
I never thought of
Look it, and you'll never look at it again.
I was half
Like,
asleep
damn,
during
that
most of the
looks
movie.
bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, that looks bad. I
Was
don't
I
like
was
it.
I wrong to fall asleep during the middle
Yes,
half?
that's
of the movie?
always the yes is the answer to
What
every
happened in
movie
the middle
ever.
half that I missed?
It doesn't matter.
What did I miss?
You wouldn't know because you were asleep.
It doesn't matter.
I don't know what movie part you missed.
I fell
but-
asleep. He went to the Camino. Anakin's spilling spaghetti on Padme. Obi-Wan's going, yes, I am here. I'm sorry, Ewan McGregor. That's why I'm here.
Obi-Wan
And
is the
then
best
nothing
character.
happens. They keep. You know what my problem was in episode 2? They would cut to Anakin, Obi-Wan, Anakin, Obi-Wan. You're like, that's how the movie
A lot
works.
of cuts.
Anakin, Obi-Wan, Anakin, Obi-Wan. After every 5 minutes, nothing was accomplished in any of those 5 minutes. Anakin's rolling in the grass, spilling spaghetti. I don't like sand. He kills sand people. I fell asleep during that part, which is tragic. Like, really? I killed them all. The women. The children, too. Like, how did I miss that scene? Yeah, hey, buddy, I brought you some blue juice. How did I miss that? But, like, Obi-Wan being on Camino, it's so long for no reason. Hey, this guy looks exactly like them. Hey, we're growing these clones. That's it. That's all we need.
Pretty much all that.
Spend too much time
We
there.
need to talk about the fight. The
Yeah,
final
fight.
lightsaber
Okay,
duel.
sorry. So the clones are cool. I like their stuff.
No.
The battle's cool.
Lightsaber fight.
It leads into
This is his show now.
It's
Always has been. Always will be.
McClunky that. And then it leads into what? Anakin doing emo, riding on sand. And then they do what?
On to the Count Dooku.
Count
battle.
Dooku lightsaber battle.
I like Count
First-
Dooku.
I'm not
Use
even
of
talking
Force lightning, right?
Yeah.
Yes, chronologically.
I mean, yeah,
Yes,
obviously
we see.
the original
Yeah.
trilogy
Yeah.
came before.
Dooku's cool. He's a cool lightsaber.
Is that,
political idealist.
is that Ian McKellen, right? That's his name?
Famous actor, yeah.
No, that's not him.
No, it's not.
It's what's his name?
The other one.
Like Saruman.
I
Yeah.
thought that was Ian McKellen.
Christopher Lee.
Christopher Lee. Sorry. I'm
Right.
sorry.
Sir
Remember
Christopher
names.
Lee.
Get it right,
Rip.
yeah.
Mhm.
Rip.
I thought the fight was really bad. I thought it made Yoda look stupid.
No, I like the
don't
Yoda.
No, Yoda
No,
part
because he's
was
going
the
like,
best part.
he's
Yeah.
struggling on a column. In later movies, and I know this is a Disney thing, these people are bringing down freighters with engines going up. And they're like, And then Yoda's going on a pillar.
Can't compare the Disney
Yoda?
movies because if you look at all the non-Disney movies,
They're all
Force has a
Yoda
certain power
pulls the
level,
X-
a power
X-wing
cap that
out
is
of the water.
completely destroyed
Yep.
in the Disney movies.
And
Yeah,
Yoda
we'll
pulls
get
the X-wing
there.
out of the water in a swamp. He's like, oh yeah, I'll bring that out.
He was
He
almost
doesn't
not
look
It
at
good.
was kind of hard and it took a long time.
Okay,
was
he's going
almost
like
dead.
this
Yeah.
on a pillar.
He had like a
Oh, maybe
year
the
left.
pillar weighs more. It's more. No. X-wings, are like 50 million tons versus a fucking pillar, and he's struggling
It's a heavy
during a
damn
battle.
pillar.
That's stupid. I'm sorry, it's stupid.
Yeah.
They made Yoda look stupid.
Maybe it was like a giant battery or something.
Yoda's old.
It wasn't.
No, the same thing with the Emperor. Emperor's like throwing these pods around, and Yoda's like and struggling with just one, but then he throws it back. He's just slow and he's like measured.
It's
Yeah.
application of Force, not the Force.
I understand Yoda's not the best fighter, but he's supposedly the most in tune with the Force, right? And I know that doesn't mean he's the best at using the
Doesn't mean
Force,
he's the strongest.
but like,
He's the best at
shouldn't
everything.
he be? If they're saying
the
Darth
best at
Vader,
everything.
but Darth Vader is just choking people across the galaxy without blinking.
The dark side is stronger.
And
But
No,
Yoda has
no.
no hate in him whatsoever.
That's
so
not
he
the
can't,
point.
He struggles to use his Force to attack others
Yeah.
because he has no
well, it's
hate.
only defense.
that's not the
basically.
point. He's using it for defense to pull a pillar
And he
off
did
of
it.
Obi-Wan.
Yeah,
and he saved
barely.
it.
He's going.
But he did it.
And he's struggling.
Because he has
should
to
be going,
focus. Like you have to focus more if you're not using hate.
Sure.
The dark side's not stronger, but it's quicker and easier. So if he was hateful, he would just go and just like throw it off.
Is that a
Isn't
legend
that a word of,
thing?
like,
No, he says it in the
No,
movie.
that's actually-
He tells that Luke in episode 5. He's like, Luke's like, is the dark side stronger? He's like, no. Quicker, more seductive, but easier, not stronger.
I thought that was more like.
Like you
mentally
basically
well.
have to train and be more like you have to try harder and be more trained and focused to use the light side to equal the dark side. Like say, like with dark side, you're just like, oh fuck, I'm angry, and like I'm master level now. All of a sudden, it's like so that's why it's so seductive and easy because you just use your emotions to get there instead
That's
of
not
skill.
fair.
Yeah, I know it's not fair. That's why
But Yoda.
to equal a dark side, you have to be like a master of the light.
Why
Well,
not
yeah.
be just completely like in the dark side and just destroy the? I mean, we get that. And
You get corrupted. That's the
Yeah,
whole point.
you get high on dark.
Yoda's
That's how it
flippy
works.
shit is awesome. You go.
Yeah, I like the Yoda. Okay, Obi-Wan versus Dooku is okay, but it's quick, and it's like, Dooku just destroys him. Anakin versus Dooku could have been cool. He starts with 2. It's like, this is the first time you see someone fight with 2 lightsabers. Instantly, one gets destroyed. Then he turns the lights off, which could have been a cool set piece for it, but then everything's a close-up. Almost, and it's like, you can't see what they're actually doing. It doesn't look cool.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, it's
I know
in
why.
movies they always like to act. They act like two guns or two lightsabers is somehow stronger.
It should be.
But in reality, if you're not used to using two, it's not stronger.
No,
And
if you have
it just
two
could've made it
guns,
longer
you have
because it's
double
more
bullets.
interesting.
Yeah, that's true.
Two
Well, also, he
lightsabers
cut the
different.
light to make it dim on purpose.
But I also
because
think
it
there was
gives
actually
you
like because you
Christopher
poor
Lee.
Jake, you talk more than anybody.
No, I'm saying it's dumb. That fight scene is so dumb.
But two
could've been better.
lightsabers, they could have made it longer. I think there were actually like when they were choreographing it, there was like takes that were longer parts of that.
Chris
They
Lee
did- no, they
couldn't
did
do
cut
the-
stuff.
Yeah, I think there was actually a time where Dooku used two lightsabers. They did a bunch of
Christopher
different
Lee
stuff.
couldn't do the things. As
Yeah,
far
they had
as
a stunt
doubles.
double,
They
yeah.
were using
Oh,
a double most of
yeah.
the time because he couldn't.
But I like
stuff.
Yoda versus Dooku, and like how they use the Force at first, and then they use the lightsabers.
make him
and
run away.
I like Yoda jumping around, kind of. But
They make him run.
it's okay.
I like Anakin getting his hand cut off because in the
Episode
second
2
movie,
was-
in the
It's like
trilogy,
poetry.
Along
it's
with
like
everything,
rhymes because it's showing that at the end, yeah, the bad guy cut off your hand just like your son.
along with everything, Episode 2 had the worst lightsaber duel. It had the worst everything,
It-
except it had the best Padme.
True. I mean,
No,
pregnant
no, no,
Padme.
All right.
I was about to
What were the
say Jake likes
scores?
pregnant
Read us
Padme.
the scores.
Okay, look, the belly shirt makes it the best, but like pregnant Padme, I'm not into but
Okay, I'll say the
Sounds
score.
like
she's
she
glowing.
already-
She's glowing.
Oh,
She's the most feminine she's ever been. Shows she has
Whoa,
fertility.
whoa.
Jake. McClunky.
He said he
McClunky.
wasn't what he says he's doing.
I'm not.
No, he
into
said
it.
he-
I'm
no,
just
he admitted
saying
it.
they
He-
made her look good.
McClunky.
It's not my
Okay.
fault. She looks great. Constantly.
Episode 2, I gave it a 7. We have Bro 7.5. Steve 7. Jake 5.
You can tell how he fell asleep.
He lost 2 points from sleep.
It was boring. I watched it again. It was boring.
Revenge of the Sith,
I
episode
don't-
3. Wait, okay, let's go check the camera batteries first. And then Jake gets some more drink. He needs to be fueled. Fuel for
You're
the
gonna have to edit
fire.
this out, Alex.
I'm sweating. my
We really
neck
gotta go
off.
inside. Like, I'm dying.
I'm sweating my neck.
Wait, hold on, pause
Jesus
it. Hold on.
Christ,
See, what's the
it's not-
battery and pause it?
I'm looking.
33.
It's 22%.
Let's charge it.
Did you
Yeah.
pause it?
Pause it and charge.
See, look.
I don't
Okay,
like
it's
how I'm
filming.
not covered now.
Quickly, go.
I don't like how I'm not covered now.
At least we can see your feet now.
We love
That's not the
Jake's
point.
feet.
It's my cock.
McClunky. Okay, we're back. We had a little intermission. So we did.
Give me a second. We're not even seated yet.
You're on set. You're at your butts on
We
them.
were like,
Okay,
So we're inside now because the camera overheated and died halfway through the review.
So we started filming our episode 3 review, and we completed it, and only the beginning got recorded because our camera got heat stroke.
Yeah, we're on Mustafar right now.
Yeah.
So we had to film inside.
I
Yeah.
thought we were on the Tatooine.
Doesn't matter.
So yeah, we'll go over episode 3 again. We didn't miss much. The only thing I'm sad we missed is Jake went on a little rant about pregnant Padme. Maybe we'll get back into that.
Don't bring it back up without the context. Look, when you get pregnant, you have a womanly glow about you.
That
It's
sounds like
scientifically
pseudoscience.
proven that you're most womanly when you're pregnant. I'm not saying
Don't
I'm into
say.
pregnant women, but I'm just saying I'm not into them.
We
Remember
could
Ken
get-
Bone?
No.
Remember that guy he was like, I'm Ken Bone for like the 2016 election, 2012, I think it was.
16.
Remember?
That has nothing to do with
Remember
Star
Ken
Wars. Let's
Bone?
keep this
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, but he got like canceled for liking pregnant women.
Okay.
It's just like, really?
So
Like,
most-
look where we
Okay,
belong.
so
Jake,
we
what's the
start
score?
with the attack on Coruscant. Very cool opening scene, a lot of action.
I like droids.
Yes, good droid scenes with R2 fighting the super battle droids, the buzz droids. Again, R2 fighting those.
Starship redesign for the Jedi.
Yep, new Jedi starships.
The scale of the battle is insane. It's just like you go over the other ship and you're like, oh my god, so many ships.
The banter of Obi-Wan and Anakin in this one, they actually seem like friends in this one. Of course, the do it scene, we got the beheading of an elderly man after 2 young guys beat him up.
Well, actually, Obi-Wan might be dead.
Yeah, that's true. Obi-Wan.
He got taken out suspiciously easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, then he had his legs crushed too, and he's just like, I'm alright.
Yeah.
He had the whole like scaffold, what do they
Also,
call it? Just fall.
Palpatine telling Anakin to leave Obi-Wan when he's just mildly injured.
Yeah.
Leave him. He like stands up like a second
And then
later.
it's like his fate will be the same as ours, and they all died on a Death Star.
Yeah.
And okay, so then after that they fly half a ship back.
Wait,
it's
well,
not a
Palpatine
spoiler,
didn't
we
die.
went with that. Oh,
Somehow.
Yeah, somehow he returned,
Yep.
and somehow Obi-Wan and Anakin also
Don't
returned
talk
as
about that
Force
yet.
I love the Grievous stuff too. The Grievous, and then he fight a little bit, and then he leaves.
Grievous is so cool.
He goes outside the ship. That's actually probably cooler than when he actually fights. Is when he goes out of the ship.
I
and,
don't
like,
care if they
just-
made him for an action figure. I want the
He's
action
so
figure.
cool.
He's
Yeah.
cool.
He acts cool. He has cool look. He has interesting lightsabers.
He has a cool cough.
He's got the
serious.
Walter White. You think he's gonna start Breaking Bad? He's gonna start Death Sticks.
He's smoking some death sticks.
Yeah.
No, he makes Death Sticks.
Yeah, so then they flew a half a ship back down to the planet.
Another happy
I
ending.
don't understand how they controlled it. It
The
didn't have
force.
thrusters. It didn't
They had
have
flaps.
They
Anti-gravity.
fell with style.
It's got
And
enough.
they just so happened to be in the glide slope of a landing strip.
Yeah,
They
they
did.
calculated
They
it
did.
perfectly.
What you didn't see is beforehand they leveled the city block and then paved it really quick.
A city block and course.
Okay, so then we come to the scene
It's like
where
the
who shows up after that?
Mace Windu?
Well, I mean, yes, he does, but then right after that,
C-3PO?
maybe, but and
Jar Jar Binks?
pregnant Padme.
Yeah.
They do the whole level.
Oh, Annie.
Okay, so
Are we gonna be copyrighted if we hum or sing the
No.
music? It's Disney.
And then, so the next action scene, I honestly don't remember
Nana Portman,
exactly.
please.
There's like a bunch of exposition scene, and then Palpatine like
There's so
forcing
much
Anakin
politics.
to the dark side, and yeah, that stuff. And then eventually they find where Grievous is, and they have to send Obi-Wan to fight him. And it's a pretty cool, short fight scene.
You
And
have
then they're
Lizard,
chasing.
Lizard and Nate
Lizard.
versus Robot with a
Circle with wheels.
With a wheel.
Or
which
also
has
wheel
legs.
with legs.
Jake, you have to do what you missed with the last recordings. You made the noises of a lizard, I think.
With the. It goes.
So you did better.
You can do it.
Yeah.
Oh, we lost it.
You can go that anymore. Okay, register.
You're gonna make everybody deaf.
It's McClunky.
Okay, that's it.
And then
Don't forget how
Obi-Wan loses his lightsaber.
Oh, yes,
Also,
oh, there.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the fact that he just dropped down into the middle of like 1,000.
He was
droids.
waiting. He
Moron.
was
That
drawing
was
out the
suicide.
time.
He's orphaned.
Drawing out time. They could have killed him instantly. That wasn't drawing out
That's
time.
not very Jedi-like.
He
Drawing
would've-
out time would have been like throwing stuff, like making a distraction, like an explosion
He
somewhere.
did drop, I think, from the ceiling.
He's aura farming.
He
Yeah.
dropped from the
What
ceiling.
do you mean?
And he also dropped that thing.
He literally goes, hello there. He's aura farming. He's so mad about that. That's the best part.
He would have just ducked and weaved every single blaster fire while dancing like in the disco.
Yeah.
He's not brave. Han Solo.
And then, then after that, they had the whole.
You want to talk
They
about
went and talked to
Darth
Palpatine and.
Oh yeah, so Palpatine reveals himself as the Sith Lord to Anakin because
Which is
he knew
insane.
Iconic
he
scene.
knew what
It's
everyone else couldn't see. He
insane.
knew that Anakin loved Padme and was married to her. He knew that she was pregnant. He knew that she was gonna die. So either he had something to do with the visions, or his just foresight was so much better than all the Jedi.
Didn't they retcon it and say that he could predict the future like perfectly? Which doesn't make any sense ever.
I mean, he did have a
Ever.
certain foresight.
Doesn't make sense
Yeah.
ever.
I mean, people say, well, he also kind of set up the situation.
Partially, but he somehow knew she was pregnant and she knew Anakin was having visions. Though I guess Yoda
Also,
kind
he
of
was
knew.
clouding the force.
Yeah.
The Force is clouded.
Also,
It was Yoda
apparently,
doing the whole movie
I
except
think
for
this
Yoda.
also might have been stated by George Lucas too about like Darksiders are good at seeing like dark things happening, and that's why Palpatine didn't notice Anakin turn at the end to kill him when Darth Vader became good again, because he couldn't feel someone doing something out of love.
That's not
So
poetry.
he would like if Darth Vader like was like, oh, I want to kill a Palpatine and take his powers. Palpatine would have saw that coming because he was expecting that, but he didn't expect Vader to
He
kill
doesn't
him.
know what
So-
love is.
yeah.
How can he
Yeah.
feel
So
what
how
love is?
come in episode 8? We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get
Get there.
So then we had the fight with Sidious versus all the Jedi, where he completely made them look like fools. Though honestly, the choreography was a little bit
Scary.
bad.
Poor Kid Fisto.
Because they were actually supposed to have a stunt double do most of that stuff with Sidious, and they trained for it and everything. And then George, like on the day or like a week before, was like, oh no, I want Ian McDermott to do it, the old actor to do it, because he wanted close-ups and stuff and see the emotion.
But you could do both. Like,
Yeah, I know. So they
that's
were
normally
planning
they
to
do
get
is
that.
combine.
That's
It's
what
funny
they did
because
with Dooku kind
in
of.
half of the scenes, anyways, he's facing away from the camera as he kills everybody.
Yes,
so it's
I mean
like,
they did have some of the stunt double do that,
Yeah.
but like they still had him for some parts. But it was supposed to be most of the stunt double.
yeah.
Who did he kill? Did he kill Kit Fisto?
Kit Fisto died.
No.
Agan Kolar died, and Ceci Tin or however you pronounce it.
What about that big four? What about the 9-headed guy?
The Kiadi Mundi died to clones,
Yeah.
which also in this movie, which we're about to get to yet,
Spoiler.
Order 66, which basically comes next. But we do have to talk about Anakin's turn here first, because then he shows up. He's like, "No, don't kill him because I need him to save Padme." And then so Mace is like, "No, he's too dangerous to be kept alive." And so yeah, it makes sense that Anakin turned. But I think you brought up like, why didn't he just block his lightsaber instead of cut his hand off?
He needed to. There's a quota.
It's like poetry.
There's a
But yeah,
quota.
he turned Palpatine in and all the, and then next thing's like, yes, my master, I'll do
Yeah.
anything you say.
It's a little fast. Like this is like one of the better movies. I like what they do with Anakin's fall and dark side. It's really tragic and upsetting. it is a little fast.
Mhm.
It is a lot
But
fast.
also, I feel
He just
like once
immediately
he
goes to
already
killing
cuts
kids.
off Mace Windu's arm, or like he knows that he's in too deep, so he
Yeah.
basically is like, well, he knows Sidious is powerful. I'd be screwed if I go back to the Jedi because I basically.
Yeah, he can't-
Also, he controls the government.
And yeah,
He
so I basically
controls
I might as well
the
commit
galactic-
100% to
Yes,
this.
Yeah.
I don't care.
But does he control the
So,
police?
yeah, and also we were saying that before last time, I think it's not so much that when he just joined Palpatine because he wanted to save Padme, but also he went right to killing little kids. Like, it's like, oh, maybe he would have went for the Jedi and stopped them, but it's like, oh, maybe we should
Well,
recruit these kids to our
it's-
side, which they end up
It
doing.
is like
Yeah,
a
it's
little
like-
fast.
well, it's
Like,
also-
I
it's
guess
also
just trying to
like-
make him look evil.
He probably
Kill
wanted to,
kids.
he wanted to test himself, you know what I mean? Like, see if
It's
he
like,
could
I need to
do
kill
it.
these kids to get the ultimate power.
I mean, he already killed kids in the Tusken Raiders.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but
He's
they're not
not-
people.
Yeah, those aren't
They're the
people.
wrong race.
There should have been a scene where Palpatine like convinced him that was the only way to become powerful enough on
Yeah.
the dark side.
Yeah.
So you have to completely let go of empathy and like kill the kids, and then
Yeah.
you'll be able to save Padme.
We
Yeah.
live in the dome.
Yeah, but that scene was missing. Yeah, so.
but
There's
then
so
Order
much-
66 was one of the most emotional scenes of all
There's
time.
It's like-
so
it's
much
like-
they could have cut out, and then they cut out the most important stuff with Anakin. And they could have cut out. Did I tell you that?
No,
Speed of
no,
the
that's
Sith.
a- that's a
Other
good
stuff,
show.
other stuff like that. There's so much stuff like that. Like I don't care.
I don't think there's much
You gotta
they
cut
could cut out.
anything.
They could
Cut the
have added, I mean,
politics.
how long was the movie?
Or
Like, 2
Yoda
hours
and
and
Kashyyyk.
20
15 minutes or something like
Why
that.
was
Yeah,
Yoda
they
on
could have
Kashyyyk?
10 more
Yeah.
minutes.
He didn't do anything.
He could've.
I like Kashyyyk. I like
Apparently there was like a
It's a really
3-hour
cool
cut
scene.
movie also.
that
But if
was
you
never
had to
released.
cut
Like, George Lucas had like 3 hours of
why not
footage that
just
he could've
cut
used.
that and add more
Keep it
Anakin?
secret.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you don't
Well, I mean, there's
just
some
release
deleted
stuff.
scenes that they have. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
They
Like
did
at that point, you might as well, like 10 plus years later or whatever, you might as well just release everything.
Yeah.
You do the
Just as part of
Snyder- you do the
history so
Snyder
fans
cut.
could see it. Like, why keep that locked up? It's in trash forever.
Yep.
And it costs a lot of money to make
It's like
that.
the original version of Episode 4, where Han shot first, where they had to.
Actually, he was
cut
the
it.
only one who shot, I think. Technically, he just shot Greedo.
Yeah, I don't think Rito shot
Oh
it.
yeah, because I remember the breakneck speed.
So,
He
but,
breaks his neck trying to dodge him. How does he do that? He's not a Jedi.
Imagine there's a fan of that where he does that and he just dies. He just falls
I
over.
think there's plenty of those where it just ends.
Order
in
66 is very sad though. It has so many,
Order
so many
66.
planets, so many different
That's
situations.
why I think that's why it works and why it's
Yeah.
sad. Because like we don't even know these people basically. It's like only one of them has lines. Kiadimundi. It's like, what about the droid attack on the Wookiees? That's like one of the only things
Well,
he
Kid
says. He
Fisto
doesn't
goes
know.
like.
Well, that's in episode 2.
I
He,
know.
no, but he doesn't die in Order
He doesn't-
66. He gets killed by Palpatine.
I know. I'm talking about Kid Fisto.
I just like how
He's got a funny name. And he looks cool, and he goes.
it just shows all the planets and it shows all the different like battlefields and it gives it scope. You know what I mean? You're like, oh my god, this is like actually
It's so
galactic.
upsetting.
Yeah.
Why do they keep shooting that chick? They shot her like 9 times.
Sure
There's like
she's
4
dead.
of them. She's dead. They shot her more than once. It's Star Wars. Shoot
It's
someone
not
beside
worth
the
it.
head
Yeah,
and the
there's
shoulder. They
The
die.
lore reason is because the entire clone company really wanted to bang her, and they were just taking their frustration.
McClunky, this McClunky.
Whoa, am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Yes.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
I'm
I'm just saying this video is now age gated.
Are they like castrating his children or something?
I don't know clunky.
I don't know.
The clones, I
Okay,
feel like
oh,
they-
I don't think so.
yeah,
No.
they are.
Well, okay, well, no,
They
no,
can't
no.
reproduce.
Well, I mean, no, but they can, they can do it because there is that Clone Wars episode where this guy he found this really hot Twi'lek wife out in the farm. He had
Those aren't
abandoned his
his
post,
kids, though.
and they were like, they got there, and he was just, I don't know, he must have been doing something with her, and I don't know.
He likes to serve.
Yeah. But that's not about the movies. We're on the movies right now.
So after Order 66,
Order 66 is so cool. It changes everything
Okay,
in
then
Star Wars.
Then I guess we should just go to like Yoda and Obi-Wan going after Anakin and Palpatine, which they should have done together. It's like, hey, let's go after him first, and then go after him.
yeah, they
first.
missed it.
It's
But
not
they still-
poetry. That wouldn't have rhymed.
The only explanation I ever thought of is like, oh, if Yoda brought Obi-Wan to fight Sidious, Obi-Wan might have just got wrecked again like he did against Dooku with fighting
But also,
Anakin.
if they both killed Sidious, then maybe Anakin would have given up. Like,
Yeah.
Like,
Is
he has
it-
no
what are you
reason
gonna
to
do
keep
now?
going.
Has
He has no
Obi-Wan
one to teach him what he
ever
knows.
won besides.
But they probably wouldn't have
Darth
been able
Maul?
to win even together though.
I don't know. I mean, Yoda almost beat him.
Obi-Wan never won besides Darth Maul, right? Which was still a 2-on-1, and he barely won.
Vader later.
And Grievous.
Oh no.
He dies to Vader.
He beat
Grievous.
Grievous.
Isn't a Jedi.
Mhm.
I don't care if he's lightsabers. He doesn't use Force.
Mhm. Yeah, in the
he,
movies.
he beats Anakin.
Did he beat
Yeah.
Jango?
Yeah, he
it was
beat-
kind of
yeah,
like a tie, I guess, with Jango Fett. In Jedi
Yeah.
episode 2.
Jango gets
It's
away.
kind of I know, but it's like a tie. Like he doesn't.
He gets
None
away.
of them dies. 'cause it's a tie.
Yeah.
But he gets away. Jango was just trying to get away.
Yeah.
For the most part.
And Boba was helping with the shit.
Yeah, I mean the Palpatine Yoda
I
fight is
don't like
awesome.
Boba
I like
Fett.
the setting in the chamber. That's really cool, unique, visually.
And it's also like
The music is amazing.
They're like fighting literally for the Senate in the Senate kind
Yeah.
of type of thing. Like
For like democracy.
He is the Senate.
Wow.
Wait,
Star Wars is just
wait. What about
real life.
democracy? This is how democracy dies.
yeah, that's a good line.
That was
That was
flawed.
lost. Which
Wait,
some
she
might
said
say is
liberty
happening
democracy.
now.
Did she say liberty? So this is how Liberty died. What's the line?
I think it's
Liberty, yeah.
It's just, so this is how Liberty died. Pregnant Padme. So this is how Liberty dies. With thunderous applause. I'm like, please say that more.
And then there was some relationship abuse, domestic abuse with Anakin choking Padme out. And then,
Someone
of
said
course, the
Chad
final
Man.
fight. Yeah, Chad Man.
I like
did
that.
say that. And then probably, or arguably at least, the best duel in the series.
Obi-Wan's just standing there like
Obi-Wan
this in the
fighting
door.
each other. At least the
He's
most
done
epic.
that himself.
Some say they went a little too far with
No.
the swinging on ropes.
That was so
and
cool. They're
went too
just
long.
going like
Yeah,
this
perfect.
for like
Yeah.
3 full seconds.
It
They're
was
just
great.
going like
They
this. behind
used
your back.
actual volcanic footage for that, which is wild to me.
What do you mean? It actually happened. It's real.
Yeah, it's real.
It happened a long time ago. It's historic footage. This is just restored
And then
war footage.
the high ground, one of the most memorable lines and scenes.
Anakin,
Anakin burning
Don't
to
do
death.
you underestimate my power.
The fact that he didn't die is
Shadow the
So I
Hedgehog.
feel like it's not talked about so much how like realistic that is. Like it's
Yeah.
an amazing like visual.
It was
effect.
amazing,
Burning.
yeah.
Like it looks just
It
real.
looks so
I mean,
good.
you gotta say, like, George Lucas is a master of VFX. In all of the movies.
Well, he pushed
Not
it.
all of them.
Okay, well,
Not the
all of
original
for the time,
trilogy
no,
and the new one.
for the time,
He
though.
pushed it. You know, all that stuff like.
Yeah, no, he did push it. Yeah,
the
but
whole
I
movie
mean,
industry.
to be fair, it was industrial light and magic more than it was George Lucas himself.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't.
But he owns it.
Bad.
He
Did
ran
he
it.
own it?
He
Yeah,
might have.
Industrial Lights and Magic.
Yeah, I think
He
he
ran
might
it.
have.
That was his company. Pretty sure it's a subsidiary of Lucasfilm, right?
Something like
In
that.
the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to check on
I
that.
feel I do remember hearing like how he was the one who was like in charge of pushing the movie industry, like with
Yeah.
that stuff. Yeah.
That was why he waited so long for the subsequent 3 films. He had to wait for CGI to become affordable.
And
And then he sold it to Disney.
Okay, but yes, Obi-Wan does have control over the high ground. Even when he has the low ground against Maul, he won because there was high ground.
He jumped over. No, he jumped over. So
Yeah, he did have the
already
high
had the
ground. Well, so did
ground.
Anakin though. He jumped over him, and then Obi-Wan's like, nope.
Yeah,
high
because he
ground
knows.
matters.
He knows.
Mythbusters tested the high ground thing.
It didn't work.
Is there
Yeah,
a thing
I
where
don't
like
think I
high was
have
actually
that.
disadvantaged?
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
You're
it doesn't
pointing at
matter
someone,
unless
but they're
you
just
want.
You can't walk your legs.
You can't do anything. You're like,
Also,
and they're just like,
he didn't have to flip over.
Yeah, he could have just
it
jumped
was cool
onto
to
the ground.
watch.
He was
He's
trying to
literally
style
standing
on.
there
Yeah.
like this.
Trying to style on.
You underestimate my power.
And
He's
then
fucking horrifying.
we
No,
have
it's
one.
like, yeah.
We have one of the worst losses in all of Star
What
Wars.
about
after this.
Kashyyyk? When Yoda's on Kashyyyk.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
it. That's all
Oh,
I got.
yeah,
She just goes, it's like, oh, see you later.
The-
We're apparently best friends.
The 10-second clip of the battle of Kashyyyk was amazing.
Mhm.
With the
10
droids coming
seconds.
over and the tanks and.
I love the water tanks. They're so cool. They got water wheels inside them.
It's all the little.
Clanker supremacy.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, but Steve was right. I was going to say we lost pregnant Padme, and I'm not talking about her death. I'm talking about the birth itself. We lost it.
She was not pregnant. You're pregnant? I'm the IT guy. You're pregnant?
Jay,
What are you talking about?
Can I feel it? You're pregnant? What is it?
I
Did
don't
you
know
know
what
you're
you're
pregnant?
talking
No,
about.
I don't think anyone does.
I do.
I wouldn't know what to say. I wouldn't know what to say if I saw pregnant Padme.
McClunky.
Okay.
No.
Oh,
Say it.
McClunky.
Hi.
Control yourself.
I'm controlled. She's dead. What am I gonna do?
Do
Dig her up?
Do you control fire?
I wouldn't put it past you. Okay.
What do you
so-
what?
What?
Huh? Wait,
Okay,
run that
okay,
back
so-
again? What?
Ratings time.
Well, okay, well, actually, no, we have to talk about the very end then because we're seeing Padme die as Vader getting built. That's a pretty cool parallel.
Broken heart.
You, in your anger, you killed her.
It's so funny.
It's kind of true though.
Mhm.
It's so crazy how iconic
Oh,
that scene is. I
and
always
then-
thought it was from another movie. I know it came from this movie, but it always feels like it's from an older movie just because it feels so old. No, it just feels old. Like the.
And then they put that into Return
I'm
of
your
the
father.
Jedi.
Nah, it's like that. That's
Yeah.
how old it feels in a weird way.
I didn't realize that was added until you mentioned that.
Yeah, the Blu-ray stuff with Vader going like, no.
I mean, it makes sense. It kind of fits.
Yeah, it rhymes.
Like poetry?
Yes, because Darth Vader says no at the end of the original and prequel trilogy.
No. He says it like a Neanderthal. Like he says it so weird.
And
Like,
okay,
it's
so
not-
then the end of
it's not
episode
fine
3,
films.
they send Leia to become a princess of the planet, and Luke to become a
moisture farmer.
Dirt farmer.
A moisture farmer on Tatooine. He's gonna wait 18 years to get a cockerberg from Tachi Station for his land speaker.
and also terrible
Insane.
idea to send him with his family by marriage. But
Yeah,
I
right.
guess whatever.
They were nice though.
Back to
Yeah.
What?
They're nice people.
Yeah.
Well, Obi-Wan was technically watching, so it's like,
Yeah.
if anything
Wait, what?
crazy happened, he would have been
Wait, are
like,
Aunt Beru and Uncle Owen related to Anakin?
by
Not-
marriage.
Yeah, by marriage, because Owen Lars married his mom and then killed by Tusken Raiders. That was their place.
Step on uncle, basically.
How are they related?
They're-
Shmi?
No, Shmi married Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru's dad.
Oh. Wait, what? I thought
littlest
he was
guy.
Immaculate Conception.
Yes.
This was after Anakin was born.
By marriage.
I fell asleep on
By
that part.
marriage.
Episode 2 sucks.
Legally, you know.
Episode 2 is
Okay.
terrible. I fell
Space-
asleep.
And so then the movie ends with them looking at two sons holding Luke. Good ending. Okay. So our ratings.
Oh, it's such a
I
good-
gave it a 9. We are bro.
9.5.
Yes, you did. Steve gave it a 10, and Jake gave it a 10.
It just
My
does
favorite one.
everything right. Like, it has all the drama, the melodrama, the action. It's got all the effects. It's got a lot of droids, a lot of new planets. Even though we only spend like 1 second at Kashyyyk, it's cool to see the Wookiee home planet.
Yeah.
The only time I think we ever see it.
Okay.
It's just insane. It's the only time we ever see Kashyyyk and another Wookiee that's not, side projects like TV shows. And it's just so
Special.
good. And like Anakin's downfall, it could be fleshed out a bit more, but it was just so insane.
It's
It
emotional.
was so sad.
You can
Because you're
overlook
like, who's Darth Vader? And you already know, because Obi-Wan's like, Anakin, your father.
That's another thing too. Is
But
like
it's
we
like,
know what
oh.
he becomes, so you can kind of rush through it a little. It's like forgivable.
Yeah, you want to see how he
Yeah.
becomes it, and it's just so sad. Like the killing the younglings really messes me up. Like I don't, it's like Master Anakin, all over the Jedi Temple, whatever will we do? And he just goes like that little. It's like, oh, that hurts. That's like a soul sting. Like
Sorry, I can't live without Padme's coochie.
so, like that one Jedi Padawan that killed like the one that survived the longest. Wasn't that George Lucas's son or something? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
The one who survives
Oh, yeah.
and kills like
Bail
40.
Organa. Yeah,
Oh,
that's pretty cool actually.
that's really sad.
Mhm.
Because you're seeing them actually fight back, and they're losing, obviously, because they're.
Oh yeah, and then
stormtroopers.
George Lucas is in this movie. He's the blue guy
Blue guy.
with his
At the
daughter.
very beginning,
Senator,
he doesn't
right?
just do anything.
Well,
he just goes.
it's right outside the opera scene with the bubbles.
I thought it was when they.
No, it's when they were going to the bubble
Because
concert.
he's
It wasn't when they
he
landed?
has a character represented in the Clone Wars TV show as
Yeah.
well.
Mhm.
That's
Which I think is pretty
He's an
interesting.
enjoyer of bubble comedy.
Yes. Okay, so
Okay, so now we're going on to the sequels. But before we do that, Noah, can you check our battery life? I know that we're still recording. We don't want another mishap.
just tap.
You don't want to talk about the Solo or the Rogue One or whatever.
We were going to talk about that.
Okay,
That's
73% battery. It's still recording.
fast. Okay, we're good.
And we have 54 minutes left.
Sequels.
Boo,
Episode
boo,
7,
boo,
The Force
boo,
Awakens.
boo.
Okay, so this movie is basically
Painful.
A New Hope again.
Yeah.
Done new. So
Done worse.
I
In
always thought
almost
people.
every way.
Like I saw this in theaters. I saw them all these new ones in theaters. I always thought people were like, oh yeah, it's A New Hope. Like yeah, it's the new sand planet. They're going. Hey, look, I'm a Jedi now.
New
They're
super
gonna go destroy
weapon.
this. Yeah, there's a new super weapon. They destroy it. Like I get the similarities, or I got them, and then rewatching it recently, it is literally a one for one almost every single scene except where the main character is.
let's see how fast I can go through it.
Oh
They
my
start on
God.
a sand planet. The bad guys come and attack the good guys. A Darth Vader-like person comes out. He kills a guy. Then they go for the
Oh my
plans,
God,
and then
that-
the plans get put into a droid that gets away on the sand planet. They go find someone. They find the person that's the Force that's going to be the main character, and then
They
find
find some
it-
sort of resistance rebellion.
They meet Han
type
Solo.
Yeah,
situation.
they meet the old guy
They
from the
meet
last
Han
trilogy.
Solo again.
Yeah,
This is, oh my
Well,
God.
yeah, they
Oh,
do meet
not
Han
the
Solo
same
too. They meet
Not
Han
the
Solo
same
on a desert planet, but also the old person, the wise mentor from a desert planet that comes to help them, who then goes with them on, and there's a big thing that's like destroys planet like a Death Star, and then the old guy who was the old mentor gets killed by the Darth Vader-like figure, and then they blow up the thing, and then I'm sure there's more. Oh, they go in, instead of a bar, they have.
There's a
astronauts
scary
that do it.
military man who does like a weird
Yeah,
pseudo
instead
speech.
of Tarkin, they have Hux. Yeah.
And the only thing that's really different is the addition of Finn.
Who could
That's really it.
Which
who
is a
was
good
the
addition.
most interesting
It is,
character in
but
this
then they
movie, and they do nothing with him. Dude, what about Canto Bite? We'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
And then
Like they do nothing with this new. It's a defected stormtrooper. Like we don't have that. We've never seen
Yeah.
that before. You say
Make him the main character.
No.
It's more interesting.
It's like any. I think they were going to, right? But then China.
They
and all
couldn't.
the-
Yeah, that's true.
You know.
They
But-
couldn't commit. They couldn't commit.
He would have been
It
interesting.
feels like he was
excited for
supposed to
Rey.
be the main character, but they were like, "Wow, we can't market this in other countries or whatever."
I was excited for Rey, but then she's just
And then
the
like
best at
Poe
everything.
Dameron, like the pilot guy,
Who's
you know,
basically like the new Han Solo.
which is basically
Who becomes in episode 9 they make him
There's
Solo.
no character.
yeah.
He actually
His
has
character
no
is just a
character.
good pilot.
Wasn't he supposed to
And he
die in
likes
episode
to
7?
deviate.
I think he was supposed to die in episode 7 or 8.
I think Jake's right. I think
Yeah.
he was supposed to
I
die in
think
the
he's
first one. And
supposed to
then
die in the bombing run,
they
or
liked him.
this
So,
one?
oh no, he was supposed to die in that first crash. I think when they
Oh,
crashed
yeah.
onto the desert planet. And that's why doesn't show up until he just randomly comes back and flying. Like, oh yeah, I survived.
It doesn't.
Because
Oh my God.
they ended up liking Oscar Isaac so much.
Wait,
they wanted to keep
was
him.
that when also Maz Kanata's when they just get the lightsaber?
Oh,
Yes.
don't worry about it.
lightsaber, we just found it. Oh.
Yeah, that-
Literally,
fell on
she's
the
like,
side.
"Oh, I'll tell you later
Yeah.
how I found
But say
Luke
that again, that's a story
Skywalker,
for
Darth
another
Vader's
day.
arc,
Yes.
Anakin Skywalker."
How lazy can you possibly be?
The fucking
Insane.
It's a
lightsaber
mystery
fell
box.
off
JJ
What's with
of
this
the-
lightsaber?
it fell off
Mystery
of
box.
Cloud
And then later it
City.
explodes and it's somehow back down, whatever.
Also now
It fell
lightsabers are
off
like
City.
wands from Harry Potter where they choose
They choose
the Jedi.
yeah.
I don't want to talk about that. We're gonna gloss over.
They
I don't
somehow
even
have
think
like
about
the
that.
about
Oh my god.
And then, even though this wasn't from episode 4, Snoke is literally just like the scene from episode 5 with Palpatine. It's like,
Palpatine in a chair. Yep.
Snoke guy. And
No, that's next movie.
Yeah, no, Snoke is in this one too.
I know, but he's just like, "Ugh, I'm ugly,
what
stupid.
else?
Ray is the best at everything
Oh.
ever.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Which
We have
before
to do
people were
Ray.
like, "Oh, I want everyone to be cool in Star Wars." Anakin from youth is shown knowing how to use not only the Force but be a good pilot.
Yep.
And he trains for 2 movies and loses every single battle. Literally, does he win a battle? He loses
Yeah,
He
against
needs
man
to.
cut
He
off.
needs to
Against
do.
Dooku.
Well, later,
He
yeah.
needs to.
Kind of wins against Dooku, a 90-year-old man. Ooh, baby coffin baby versus atomic bomb. Like, are you kidding me?
He beats that animal.
Like,
technically in
and
the
that
second
was
movie.
because Sidious wanted him to lose.
Yep.
He's like, do it. Like, so Rey's the best at a lightsaber.
And
I've trained with
flying.
her forever. She's
She
the
doesn't have
best
parents.
pilot
She
ever.
doesn't have a mentor. She has nobody.
She's
just
the best
there.
pilot
She's
ever.
the best
Like, I'm
at
like,
everything she does.
Yeah, and not just a pilot, also fixing the Falcon better than Han Solo.
No,
Doesn't make sense.
anything she tries to do, she's the best at.
Yeah.
At least,
it
in
doesn't
this,
make
at least in
sense.
this first movie.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense because it's
Episode
like,
8 is
she's a
better
scav, so
than
she wants to
Episode
use it.
7, yeah.
She's not a scav for the Millennium Falcon. Each ship is completely unique. She's a scav for Imperial ships too, which are Imperial ships. Not gonna fucking
The only explanation
Why, she's so good at
would
fixing
be
it.
her like slave owner guy basically owned that ship, so maybe she fixed that ship, but that's never stated.
Nope.
That's never even shown. You could easily
It's
have
not
just
even
been
her
like, she could have been like, "Hey, can I fix your ship again for more food?" And he could be like, "No, no more," or whatever. And then it implies that she had been on that ship before.
Yeah, how did the Millennium Falcon get there?
It got stolen. And
Yeah,
it
someone
that
stole
guy.
it, and then someone stole it, and then that guy stole it. That uncovered.
How did it get stolen?
Don't ask.
That's
Story for
another
another time.
I'll never let that happen.
Yeah.
Are we gonna talk about the terrible space horror scene with like
With the
what
rat
are those things
towers,
called?
yeah, the rat
What
towers.
was that?
Yeah.
That was so out of place.
And it's funny how they're just like eating everyone, and then
They're
when they
doing
grab
a
a pin, they don't eat them, and they just
Scooby-Doo.
drag them
Yeah.
around.
They're doing a Scooby-Doo like
Scooby-Doo, yeah.
hallway chase scene with Eldritch horrors from beyond.
Those things would be
human
scary
comprehension.
though.
What are you
Like
talking
that
about?
whole scene, like that whole part of the movie didn't even be in the movie. It was just pointless.
I-
CGI fest. Pointless
I went
CGI
into
fest.
this movie.
That's the one thing that's different than
It would be
episode 4. And wait, they actually fought a monster with tentacles in the trash bin.
Oh my god, they did.
Look, I went to this movie.
Was there a jailbreak in this movie? Like episode 4? Is there a jailbreak?
She escapes from prison on Starkiller Base, right? And she gets out and she's climbing on the wall.
Oh my god, there's a
And-
jailbreak.
And then
She's
there's
like,
a scene
"You
where
will
Han is like,
release me.
look over
You
there
will
like, when it's
release
fed.
me."
Wait, she does the mind trick,
will
right?
release me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she gets
How
out.
does she know how to do
Oh
that?
yeah, that doesn't.
Nobody taught her how to do that. We never
The
seen
only
it.
thing-
Kylo Ren actually did it.
No, he was just, and she was going.
The only thing I can
That's
think
it.
of is because Kylo was looking to her mind with the Force, and then she
Yeah.
kind of did it back to him, and then she kind of
And then
realized
instantly
maybe she
mastered it after
and that's
one
still
attempt.
dumb that she could do that. Yeah.
It's so.
And then okay, so the end,
So
the
bad.
lightsaber fighting. It's like
No.
it kind of makes sense how Finn can use a lightsaber. He's literally been trained since a kid to do shit as a soldier.
Well,
Makes
he's
sense
also like
that-
the worst one though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like he lost to that random stormtrooper that's like traitor, and then he beat him with that.
Dude,
gun.
traitor,
You should be able to hold
dude,
up to
traitor
anyone.
stormtrooper
And then
is the
he
best
actually lands
character
it
in
on
the sequel.
Kylo.
Yeah, that shouldn't happen.
Well, Kylo got shot.
Yeah, Kylo did get shot, and then
Traitor
in
is the
episode 8
best
they try to
character.
explain it away. It's like, oh,
Traitor.
you were so what was it? Like split to the core after killing your dad.
Yeah, he was
became
like
unbalanced.
he was traumatized. and
Yeah,
stuff.
he became unbalanced.
That doesn't make
But
sense.
it's still,
He's been training
they're just trying to explain it
since
away. Yeah.
with Luke Skywalker, and then whoever else, assuming it's Snoke. He knows how to use a lightsaber
Yeah.
more than someone who literally just picked
Yeah.
it up.
You know what's
Picked it
funny?
up. Oh, he's torn about killing his father. He's okay. That
Yeah.
means you can't do anything.
Kylo
I'm
Ren
sad.
was almost 10 years older than Anakin Skywalker was in Episode 3. He should have been like Anakin's level. Like he
Yeah.
was trained by Luke as until he was an adult basically almost, or he was like an older teenager. Then he was trained by Snoke, and
This would
then.
be Jedi Master Sith Lord level.
Yeah, he was a 30-year-old fully trained by Luke, and Snoke should have been a master. But
Kylo's
they,
30.
Yeah. Canonically, yeah. Something like that.
yeah, he was like and I think in the first
He was
movie,
trained.
30 or either
He
that
was
or
trained
late
until he was like in
20s.
his 20s, and then it's been like years and years and years since he ran away to Snoke.
That's stupid.
Also, the
None of
whole
that
the whole
matters.
resistance thing is stupid. It's
Oh
like,
my
what is it?
God.
Explain it more.
Yeah,
They didn't show the world. Like, show us more of the universe before you blow up random planets.
So at the end
Like,
of
What does
episode
it
6,
show us why the
Blow up
end
planet
of
we
the
know
original
about.
trilogy means nothing now?
Nothing.
Why
Yeah,
there's
we
no
have to
more
usurp it and make it bigger and better, and
Yeah.
it somehow blows
That's
up
my
1,000
biggest
planets.
problem with this movie. They took away the big ending of episode 6 and they destroyed everything they got. It's like the Empire is gone. It's like, oh, they're basically new Empire's back. And
But
they
they're
destroyed
stronger than the old
Republic.
Empire.
And then also, Han and Leia got together. Yep, they're divorced and the kid is evil. It's like they should have been in the top at the beginning of the movie and like showed like Luke's Jedi temple.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like Luke's not even basically in the movie. He just gave up and everything. He's gone.
Yeah, he gave up. Like, they just say it. They don't even show it. He's gone now.
Mhm.
And R2-D2 is just hibernating or whatever the fuck. And then C-3PO has a red arm.
Yeah.
Or no
Toys.
Merchandise.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
I went into this movie
Terrible
thinking
movie.
it would be good. I'm like, oh, everyone says it's so bad, and then everyone's
Well,
like, actually, it's pretty good.
I mean,
thought
on
it
its
was
own,
like
if it didn't
7.
spit on everything that
Yeah.
ending in the last one, it's okay.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
if I
okay.
never watched episode 4, like, I knew what they were trying to do. They were trying to bring back Star Wars. They wanted to feel the original
Yeah.
trilogy. But like George Lucas said, they didn't do anything new. It's like, we want a progression of the lore. Like, the prequels are like, there's rhyming things with the original trilogy, but they're completely different. We show new areas. It's like they just wanted to retread the old thing and try to recapture the magic, and it ends up just feeling soulless.
So how about
because of
Kylo
that.
Ren's
Which it is,
blaster
because
bolt
it's
freezing
Disney.
power?
That's a cool scene.
That never comes back.
It's a
Does
cool
he ever do it
scene.
again? He could freeze lasers. He never does it again.
The only redeeming quality for the sequel trilogy for me is the effects, like
Yes.
really modern effects.
That's
with
it.
graphics.
This movie did have a lot of
And
practical
I do
effects.
like
I will
some
give
of the
it
scenes
that.
with Kylo and some of the Kylo Ray stuff. It's like,
Oh god, no, not Kylo.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Ew,
what's wrong with you?
what have I done? It's still the
You had that
story.
as your full background for a while, didn't you?
Yeah, he did.
No, I had the episode 9 poster with Palpatine with them fighting.
That's not
That's
better.
That's not better. You're digging yourself deeper.
That's not
All right.
better.
I have a Star Wars shirt on. Wait, go put my Star Wars shirt on. Yeah, go get that Yoda
I got
shirt.
a lot
I have a
more to
different
say about
haircut
episode
and a
7,
different
but I don't want
Wrap
to
this up. Hold it up.
I'm the only one wearing a Star Wars shirt right now. What's happening?
Well, we got to the point where
Because
Star Wars
Disney
is
ruined
dead,
it.
so
True.
Yeah, we're talking about the bad stuff now, so
No.
it actually makes sense, except for episode 3, why we're not wearing it, and whoever moves it.
Okay, so our scores. I gave it a 6 because it's basically an average movie with above average
So not
effects and
good.
stuff.
If you think
We
about
grow
it,
5.
a little bit, it gets so much worse.
Steve 6.
I regret that decision.
It's too late. Jake 5.
Give it a 4.
Too late.
I give it a 4.
You gave it
Four in
a-
hindsight.
No, you can't.
It's a 4.
That's what we
No,
gave.
'cause
You have to be
the more I think about
fair.
it,
You have to
yes.
use the rating we use after watching a movie.
No, because
Okay.
it gets worse and more.
Now let's go to the next one and ramp more.
Do we have to?
Episode 8, The Last Jedi.
The worst movie ever made.
No.
No.
Second worst.
Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter.
So this movie starts literally. It's the only Star Wars movie that starts right after the last one. Every other Star Wars
That's
movie
true.
has a time jump.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you forgot about the.
Imagine making a multi-million dollar franchise, everybody, and not pre-planning it in any way.
Doesn't matter. They made money.
What they tried to do
People
with
could
the
have
made
original
more
trilogy,
money.
they kind of
They
did
don't
that,
care.
but
They don't
George
care.
Lucas was
They
the one
don't.
behind it making his own story. It wasn't two directors fighting. And why are directors writing it instead of writing
So they
it? It
find
makes sense.
Luke. They find Luke at the end of the first one because everyone, the whole galaxy's got to find Luke.
Can't you call him?
For some reason. What is the importance of Luke? He's the only Jedi. Well, in this one, we'll see. He's the only Jedi around. That's why we don't.
He's a main character.
He's not doing anything. He's fucking off.
They
drinking
want him to
blue
do
milk.
something. That's the point. They want him to teach.
God, why'd you mention it?
Or actually,
Because
I really just want him to be super powerful.
Yeah, they want him to face
What
down.
is he gonna
thousand-
do, though?
That's what Luke says. Is like, but Luke was literally like, "What do you want me to do? Face down the entire empire, 1,000 people
Yeah.
by himself?"
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Which he done
Which he
did.
kind of does at the end, but we'll get into that later.
Which is the only good part about
All right,
this
so bad things first. They assassinate Luke's character in the first 3
Jake
minutes.
Skywalker.
Jake Skywalker.
Hey, don't use my name.
Imagine being this character who turns Darth Vader good, and then just being like, I give up.
Oh, my nephew. I sensed that he had a nightmare. I'm gonna go murder him in his sleep without asking about it, talking about it, and then immediately destroy everything I built up, training the Jedi, and then fuck off on some Blue Milk Island with minions.
I understand what Ryan
They're
Johnson was
minion
trying to do.
clones.
It's like technically, it's like people's like we're idolizing him too much. It's like, oh, he's just another person. But I feel like this wasn't the right
He's a
time or right place to do
space
that
wizard.
with Luke. And, like he's literally the one who's like, you shouldn't do that with Robert.
But the only good
He's a
thing
space
about that is it like backs up the idea that like every bad Force premonition happens because the person who sees it is trying to stop it from
Stop it,
happening.
man. Yeah, I agree with
doesn't
that.
make
But
any
it could have been done better.
I mean, they
that's
really
the
should.
only
They should have had
positive
like the
to
first
that.
movie have Luke in it, and then it maybe something happens, and then he gets jaded, and then maybe in the last one he like comes back full circle or whatever. You know, you can't always be positive, but you don't always gonna try to kill a kid.
Yeah.
So, or even attempt to kill a kid, or even have the fear
You
of
could have
killing
just
a
thrown
kid.
him out, and then that rejection made him like angry, and then
Yeah.
turned to the dark side.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that would have made it way
Yeah,
more
it doesn't
sense.
have to be him.
It's like, even though he didn't do it, like, why would you even turn your lights on? I was like,
He's like,
oh,
I'm gonna do it.
Get down,
I
I'm
reflex
definitely
did it,
down.
even though I'm like a very highly trained Jedi who have faced literally the most evil, dangerous people on the planet, the universe, whatever. It's like,
Yeah, wouldn't even cut down Darth Vader or the Emperor. It's like, oh, 15-year-old's nephew, I'm gonna kill this kid.
somebody he's known for his entire life, mind you. Like, he basically raised this goddamn kid. It's like, what? No, it wouldn't make sense if it wasn't his nephew, but like, so let's say some random.
It would never make
student.
sense.
That doesn't make it better.
It doesn't make sense. It just makes it
I saw
worse.
that. Okay, whatever. Let's go. The next
just
one.
makes it worse.
I do like
He's
Luke's
like-
character in this movie, like in a vacuum. It's like he was well acted by Mark Hamill.
Yeah,
like, the
Well,
scenes
Mark
were.
Hamill is always good.
Yeah,
Yeah, Mark
exactly.
Hamill.
He was done well. It's just like when you take it into context with the original
Water
Disney
was wet,
character we
sky
should
is
have
blue.
been, it's just not right.
Mark
It's like
Hamill's the Joker.
if
Mark
if
Hamill's
someone
good.
just started like from the sequel trilogy, like you would say, there's nothing wrong with this. This is a good acted, well written
He does a lot of
character,
voices.
maybe, but yeah, it's when
No, he's not well written.
I mean, I would say he's
Is
bad.
he written?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I
I
feel
want.
like you're just
I
being
do like.
mean for no reason.
I do
and
like-
then
He is very
immediately
mean, I will
yeah.
say.
Immediately.
I like the part where he was like touching the leaf on her finger when she was reaching out for the force. It's like, oh, there's not the force. Like, yeah, no, and then just hits her with
That's
it.
such a, oh my god, that's right. The humor in these movies, there's one joke I laughed at, and I don't remember what it was.
They were
three
too
movies.
Okay, well,
3 movies.
One I was trying to say before.
They're not funny. It's so 5-year-old cringe humor.
Like when I was trying to say before in the Force Awakens, when Han was like trying to like get Finn to look at like
The Finn,
Rey,
yeah.
and then Finn's like, "What are you doing, huh?" Like I think that's a pretty common. Everyone would know if you're doing that to look over what
Yeah.
they're doing that to. Like you would just start going, "What are you doing?" Ugh. But what's even worse is they took it up a level in the Last Jedi, like with Poe, like it's like pretending like he couldn't
Oh
hear.
my
him.
God, he's
That's
calling
what
us.
And like there's
That's
stuff,
something
all
like
through
a,
Oh my God,
that's an
the bomb
SNL
run.
skit
Yeah,
of Star Wars.
the bomb run.
Oh, the bomber, Rose's sister. Oh my god.
Rose, why are you introducing all these other characters when there's so many established characters that you can focus on?
Remember when they never bring back Maz? Oh, she's in a hologram and she's killing
And then
everybody.
in
She's 3
episode
feet
9,
tall.
she's at the base with Leia and stuff, but she doesn't.
Yeah, it's like, what? Why is she even here? She's supposed to be like force sensitive and like
They
badass.
ruined
Literally,
every
but you showed already.
single character except Han Solo, and then they kill him.
And then-
Chewbacca. Chewbacca
Yeah.
is
Chewbacca is always
He
good.
doesn't. He.
Chewbacca's my favorite.
Okay. One scene I liked at first was when
That's it.
Kylo was about to shoot and kill Leia, but then he couldn't do it, and then the other TIE
It's
fighter
such a good
blew her out,
scene.
and then she goes out with
That's-
Admiral Akbar. Admiral
That's
Akbar died,
hysterical.
rest in peace.
It's
Admiral
hysterical.
Akbar.
That's the
It
funniest
was,
scene ever.
it was always a trap. But
Yeah,
then
like, I'm not gonna shoot her, and then
comes
immediately
back.
just-
Yeah, then she
That
goes,
was so dumb.
and it's kind of in hindsight, it's like really bad because how the Carrie Fisher died, even though that's maybe they could say that's not a respectful death. That's an actually unsurprised death that would have hit hard. But then she just comes back like that, and then they couldn't really deal with her very well in the next movie because of that, because she ended up passing away.
Yeah, I mean that's a cool way to die,
All-
like getting hit by a
Yeah.
ship explosion and
Yeah,
like,
it's- you
get
can't
sucked out to
control
space,
it. It's
your
like
body's
completely
floating,
random.
you,
Yeah,
like, freeze.
it's traumatic. It's sudden. It's like
And then
impactful.
she
Just
just
like
reaches her hand
life.
down and
Yeah.
sucks
Like,
herself
shit
out.
just
She's
happens,
the
yeah.
first one of the main cast, except for the actor for R2D2, I think, right, in the original trilogy, which.
The
Do you know
original
the
Darth
actors
Vader
in
died.
R2D2?
Was he the first one to die? The original Darth Vader.
I'm just saying, recently
He
the
was- he had a
first
lot of weird
one
issues.
that
Well,
died
Peter
was
Cushing
so
also died.
bizarre that it's the last one that they killed. They killed Han
All
Solo
right, so-
first for no reason, and then Luke.
Okay, we didn't really talk about Han Solo death too much. That was a good scene in The Force Awakens.
Yeah,
when Kylo
really, it's
killed
only
Han
good
Solo.
because it's two good actors.
Because they're good actors.
Yeah,
You-
and like when the lightning was
Adam
blew up
Driver
first, it was like
was
he's giving
full
back his
actors.
lightsaber, but then it like that because the sun is getting sucked up
Okay,
by stuff
that's
to their
good.
base, and like then the darkness comes in, it's red, and you just see the red lightsaber.
That's
it's like
why
you
you
know
do
Kylo's
it
evil,
one.
and then he stabs
It's
him.
stuff like that. It's
Yeah.
little stuff
That was a
they
good
do
scene.
with
So
all
then-
the movies that they do. But
Back to this
that was-
movie. It was a failed chase scene for no reason.
My God, the
Oh
chase
yeah,
scene.
the
Why?
video was just a
Space
full
fuel.
like chasing the whole
Why?
time. And
When
then-
does fuel even matter? in
It's
Star
funny
Wars?
I had this explained to me 4 different times, and it never makes sense to me. How can they not catch up?
They have smaller
The
ships.
smaller ships are faster.
That
That's
doesn't make any sense. They're the most powerful ship
No,
ever. They
no,
have
no,
a
no.
million
The
super
First
jets.
Order had smaller ships. They could have just had go
What happened
faster.
to TIE fighters? We literally see them go faster.
They have TIE bombers. They have a million
And
different
can't
ships.
they
they
like
can do.
call for other ships? Like,
Yeah, the
Yes.
other direction.
They were doing this for days.
Or why couldn't they just light speed forward and then come light speed back in front of them?
Really funny. Platoon. Oh, they're gone. Platoon. Oh, like, come
You can't
on.
light speed like 2 feet in front of you or something. They did. Oh, yeah, they did it. Light speed skipping. Fuck it. They already did it.
All right,
Well, that's
can't
the
talk
next
about
I know, but they
space
ruined
forces.
everything. And then space fucking flying in other ships. Breaks
They could have just
breaks
told
the universe.
because they could have just told one of the TIE fighters, "Hey, lightspeed suicide bomb into their ship."
Or why can't they have remote piloting?
They
Like,
don't-
They had droids.
They should
They
have,
had
yeah.
droid ships.
They have droids or just the ship will fly itself. Like,
Yeah, the whole reasoning
Or
is
just
it
make
breaks
it
the
through.
universe because why don't you just hyperspace into everything?
I feel
Yeah,
like
we don't
I
need
like
two ships. It could be a light
It could
speed
be a missile.
torpedo.
It could be a lightspeed missile. It could be anything. This is
I feel like we might have brought this up before. Maybe I said it another time.
I like the
I thought
lightspeed.
like, the reason that would make the most sense is because all ships have shields, so you just lightspeed into them and die. But it's like, but now for some reason this big ship, I don't think its shields were off and they went.
That's what the code cracker was for, no?
No,
They
no,
failed. That's what
well,
they
no,
failed.
No, the
It
code
could've just
cracker was
been-
so they wouldn't be able to track
Track
them.
it,
Yeah.
I
I
don't
don't
That
think
still
it-
doesn't
I
make
think it's
sense to me.
The ship that they were in was a capital ship. Maybe it's
So
just
they had no
big enough.
fuel.
I don't know, but it's
Why-
ridiculous. It
what
doesn't
the
make any
fuck
sense.
did they go to Canada?
Also, she should have just talked to people. What was her name? The
What was her
admiral lady.
Yeah.
She could have just
Yeah,
told
she did.
everybody.
Yeah.
No,
what
there was a spy.
happening.
Oh, yeah.
There's a spy. I know
Was there?
everyone hates her because she's a Scarlet White type, meaning woman, we hate her type of people.
She did have pink hair.
She was cool. She actually did something.
She wasn't that bad. It's just her plan could
Her
have
plan
been
is the
solved
only
if
plan
she
that
just
makes sense.
communicated with the.
Yeah.
She
She-
trusted.
there's a
She
spy.
trusted Poe. You
They
could have
thought there
told
was a
him in
spy.
confidence. You trust him completely.
How? He disobeyed orders several
No, no,
times.
before that, you
He
tell him
killed
before that.
Armada.
Oh my god,
He
their
killed everyone.
disagreeing philosophies proves this is a good movie.
No.
No, he killed all of the ships except for the last one or whatever. I don't care. The whole bombing fleet did almost nothing.
And he got the whole bombing fleet destroyed.
He got so many
But-
people killed for
Also,
almost nothing.
Poe's
I
mission
don't
with
even
Finn and
trust
Rose
him.
on Canter Bite,
It's cringe.
that mission,
Pointless.
not only was it pointless, it got half their resistance
I
killed
just-
because
I just wish I
the
could
guy,
close
the
my
code
whole
breaker
fist
giving
in
away
this
their
lousy
plan
plan.
because he
What'd
got
you say?
caught
Oh
is
my
what
God.
caused them to know that their ships were going away and they started shooting them.
Yeah, you know why? Because they parked on the beach.
Yeah.
They caught them because they parked on the beach. You don't wanna park there.
Manufactured. Their writing is so bad. They literally just.
Moral of the story,
Yeah.
park in the right spot.
Who parks in Star Wars? You know what I mean? Like I've never thought about where they land. Like you see ships land all the
Platforms.
time.
They land on
It's stupid.
platforms.
But it's like they just land places. It's like, oh, don't park there.
In episode 5, there's literally custom space
Why
customs.
can't you park there? Oh, because it's restricted access.
And-
How come there's no security in the air? There's no air security for
There
this
is.
planet? No, there wasn't.
Well, not
Because they
that
didn't catch
much,
them
but
in
they
the
snuck
air
in-
for
they
4
snuck in
hours
too fast.
while they were hanging out with the space forces.
Best had space.
There is space
So-
customs. There
But they
always do.
didn't. But they didn't do anything until it was like 4 hours. Like they already.
Well, they're
got
looking
the
for him,
code
probably.
They're just right there.
It's like if you took a plane and realized
Footsteps
you
are the same.
landed it somewhere, it takes
They
time to
fly
find
out.
you, whatever.
They fly out.
But also, Space Casino
Footsteps
played
inside.
it
I did
terrible.
kind of like, I know some people
Space
don't like it
Forces.
because it's political, but the part where it's like, oh, these people are rich for building ships and weapons for both sides, that's
That's
realistic,
realistic,
that's
yeah.
real life.
That
And people are like,
is
oh, it's
so
political.
necessary,
That's just
though.
true, guys.
But that's so unnecessary. We don't need to see
The whole part didn't need to be in the movie.
Yeah,
That's
You
no,
want
people say
space
so,
lizards
but it's-
and
it's-
weird lizards.
It was always about politics. George Lucas says basically Palpatine and the Empire are supposed to be like, you know, the fascists and the kind
What
of
was
like the Nazis.
politics about
Stormtroopers
Episode
are
4?
literally were part of the Nazis.
Yeah,
But,
true.
you can say all that, but like it's not. It has the symbolism of politics in the originals, but then it does nothing. So, oh, we have to explain what the stormtroopers are doing, or what? Hey, they're called stormtroopers. Hey, look, we gotta explain everything. It's like no, we don't need to hear about space weapons trades. We get it.
So-
we know what happens. We don't need to see it. I want my space wizards
Also,
with laser
wait,
swords
I have
to
to
kill
go back
giant
to episode
monsters.
7 for
What the
because I
hell?
forgot to mention that beginning, that old guy at the beginning that Cal kills on the
Oh,
desert
yeah.
planet. It's like they kind of act like it's some guy he
And
knows and he
Gordon,
just randomly
yeah.
kills him. Yeah, it's like we don't know. It should have been like some guy like Wedge Antilles or something from the original
Yeah, it should have
show
been
that
Wedge.
people kind of knew, or any someone or like Lando or anyone. I don't care.
An easy
That's-
win. It
like,
would have been
some
an easy
guys
win.
like, oh my god, this guy killed this guy at the beginning. That would have been a cool moment.
Yeah.
But it sounds like they kind of act like it's just some old guy we should have known, like some important guy. It's like we don't know who this guy is.
He's not even in like Legends or comics.
I think he's in a novel.
Well, afterward.
Yeah, afterwards.
But I mean, like,
I don't know, he's some like famous actor that just got to do it. I don't know.
Yeah, well-
Okay, but back to episode 8. So
the fight scene.
well, before that, we have to go do the Force Skype scenes. The first is the introduction of being able to talk to each other.
I hate
through
that
the
shit.
Force.
I'm not a fan, dog.
I hate it.
Hate it.
And some of the scenes were kind of cool. Like we got Ben Swallow. It's like this isn't a good
That
time.
was so-
no, but she's like this isn't a good time for me. And he's like me too. And he's like
That was
naked.
like so funny or so bad it's funny.
It's an SNL skit. That's
No,
what it is.
that's funny.
It's funny.
It was funny, but it
it's not
shouldn't have
supposed to
been
be.
funny.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why these movies are terrible. It's like The Room. Like The Room's not supposed to be funny. It's a bad movie.
Yeah.
And you see, oh no, I don't want to be here either. And he's bigger than me. He's huge. And he's just his pants are all over his nipples.
His are like.
I'm like, why is he not wearing a shirt? Have you ever seen someone shirtless in Star Wars? Now that I think, besides like,
Yeah.
I don't think
Luke,
so.
We saw him in a diaper.
That doesn't count. We don't count space babies. You don't even see one of them. We see him all wrapped up in his little space shawl.
I mean, Padme's kind of like.
You have a point though. I don't think there has been any shirtless.
We've never seen someone without
space
clothes on.
bikini.
Like,
That doesn't count.
That doesn't
no,
count.
that whole
and
specifically.
I'm not saying that
no
doesn't
shirt
count. I
on.
mean,
Yeah,
like,
Luke.
that's
No,
part
I think
of
it's
it.
Anakin. Anakin when he wakes up at night one time.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
it. That's it. That's
He comes
it.
in, oh, I'm kind of ripped. And then he puts his cloak on.
Well, he is ripped.
Yeah. All right, Chris. Let's keep moving.
So they go
Next
rescue some space horses that go.
Wait, hold on. I have to talk about. No, that Space Horse is the next movie.
Yeah, that's the next
Oh,
one.
no, there are Space Horses
they
in this
do
one too.
Yeah, there's two different types
Yeah.
of space
Different
horses.
So they're
space
not space.
They're just brown
They're like
horses.
space
They're
cats.
not
Space
alien
horses.
They're cat
They're
horses.
alien horses.
They're cat
Yeah.
horses. I don't care.
Yeah.
They're space horses.
Yeah.
They're
They're
betting
not
on
space.
space horses. They're at the Space Horse betting. They're at the Kentucky
Alien.
Space.
Yeah,
They're
they're free.
Alien.
Animal cruelty is
It's not a
bad.
planet, huh?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, okay, so there was one good scene where I liked where they were like about to touch each other in the thing and then Luke comes in and he destroys the building. I thought that scene was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Luke couldn't see them at first because he would cut off the Force,
Yeah.
but then there was a scene where he connects with Leia and you could tell like Luke was back with the Force and then he could
Saw
see
that,
them.
yeah.
And
The
he
one
was-
character I actually did like was the little thief guy. I thought he was interesting. He was
Who?
kind of funny. The thief.
Oh, you mean the
Is
guy,
that-
the guy who betrayed them?
Yeah.
Super
Yeah,
famous. Who plays him?
I
Yeah,
like
he's
him.
Not Guillermo del Toro. What am I thinking?
No.
I like that little guy in the casino
super
who was
famous.
drunk and was trying to put coins into BB-8.
That was pretty
Oh,
cool.
and I forgot to talk about BB-8 in the last movie too.
BB-8.
BB-8's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I like how he like did the thumbs up with the lighter to
Oh,
Finn. That was
that's-
that was one of the funny
I
scenes in
think I laughed
episode
at that. I think
7.
that's
That was one of the
I
funny
like his
scenes in
design.
episode
I like how
I
it's
like
a
his
real.
neck.
I like how it's a real thing that like literally.
seven. Oh wait, also episode 7
I love
probably had
those.
the best practical effects out of the sequel.
Yeah, no, you already said that.
Did we?
I think it's because it's so
Well,
long.
everything after that becomes more digital and less practical. Like all the explosions are fake after this one,
Oh,
et cetera.
this movie.
So then basically
They
Rey
fly
brings
now?
herself up to
No, it's-
Kylo and brings herself to the Snoke ship.
Don't
And
forget
then
about the
also
cool,
this intersects
ears.
with Finn and Rose
God,
coming
no,
to Snoke ship.
fucking awful.
And then they're
Okay,
doing their
wait.
thing and they get caught. And then you have the Kylo and Rey. Okay, the best scene in this movie is how when Kylo kills Snoke. Does everyone agree with that?
No,
The
it's
moment
stupid.
he kills Snoke,
It's so
everything
stupid.
after that is terrible.
It's so
the fight
stupid.
scene is so
No.
bad.
Dude.
They literally
Dude.
I just watched this fight scene in slow motion.
Makes it all even worse. They're okay, now the main bad guy is dying.
Well, it's interesting because
I
it's
mean,
not
it's a
even
plot
anything.
twist. It is a plot twist. But afterward, literally,
It's not a good
if you watch the
It's
Praetorian
such
Guard
a-
people fight, some of them literally attack each other and spin in
Yeah,
place.
that was bad. We
Oh,
looked at
they
it
had
last
less
time.
It's called, if you don't have anything for them to do, have less bad guys. Have 2 or 3
They
bad
could've
guys.
just practiced
not
more.
8
They
bad
could've
guys.
practiced
You don't
more.
need 8 bad guys if you can't choreograph a scene with 8 bad
They
guys.
can, they just didn't try.
Remember
They
when they had
did
the
why?
slow
You have to
down?
make the
Episode
really
one.
strong.
Yeah.
Like use the force, knock multiple
Yeah,
back.
I didn't say this time, but last time I thought I was talking about how Nick Gillard's favorite fight scene that was actually cut from episode 3 was Obi-Wan versus the 6 Magna Guards at once.
Yeah,
It
that's
would have been a
cool.
really cool scene.
I like the Magnaverse.
But instead in the movie, he just like brought the thing down and crushed them.
Yeah, he crushed
But yeah, I guess maybe Lucas realized that was too many at once.
The
Or
chore-
he just wanted to get the movie
The
down.
choreography in all of these movies, these 3 are just
so
bad.
bad. How do we
Also,
go from
Kylo
episode
should have been able to
3?
use lightning.
Yeah, that was
Why
cool.
couldn't he use lightning?
Snoke uses
Oh
lightning.
my god, you're right. Kyle had lightning. He never used it.
Guess who uses lightning? Ray, or yeah, in the next one. Ray
Ray.
uses lightning, but not Kylo. But-
It's because she's a Palpatine is genetic.
Which
Except Dooku uses
which
lightning.
It's supposed to
completely
be something all strong Sith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that completely ruins everything. I don't want to talk about the next movie yet.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
I want to talk about
Even
how
though the Praetorian
Rose
Guard fight had bad
is
choreography because of what they were too much, it was in a cool setting with the big red background and then it went on
The
black.
setting was cool.
Yeah.
I give it that.
And also, I like the idea of like Rey and Kylo fighting together again, all of a sudden against all those red guys who we've never seen fight before. the
Why did
Praetorian
Kylo
Guards.
fight?
Yeah, but now that
They were the actual
Because he
Praetorian
killed,
shit.
because he killed Snoke.
I wish they were
He's
the
the
actual
Supreme Leader.
Praetorian Guard, not these weird new ones.
He's the
though.
new Supreme
I want to
Leader.
see the old ones,
The
like the
Imperial
pipes.
Guards,
Yeah,
yeah.
that'd be cool.
I mean, it was cool how some of them had different weapons, like how the one like grabbed the lightsaber and was like pulling.
Half the
it out.
weapons were stupid. They didn't even make sense half. of them.
But yeah, the worst scene is like when someone brought up, was like one guy literally has 2 blades and he gets Rey and he had one.
Yeah, he couldn't-
No, but they edited it out. He had 2 and then he edited
Yeah,
it,
that's
so
what
he
I'm
didn't
saying.
have one in his hand. So it
They
was
don't
like,
know how to choreograph. They're just like it's cool choreograph. Like the Knights of Ren. They
I mean,
did
watching
cool.
it
They
without
never
looking
showed
into it,
it.
and visually,
Knights
it was
of
cool.
Ren.
Like, oh, pretty colors.
I don't know. I
You're
never saw the
Kylo
first
Ren,
one.
Knight
It
of
looked
Ren,
bad.
except what are they? Who are they? They don't exist.
They never fucking. They don't matter. ever.
I mean, all that has to happen is your eye needs to catch one thing that makes no sense. You're like, what the?
Yeah, but
like, if you're just like not focusing on any one thing, you're just like blankly staring. Yeah, like,
That's me. That's how I watch movies.
There you go.
Huh?
Not moving forward. So,
Okay.
We gotta hurry up.
yeah.
Time
check.
Well, but let's finish this movie first.
Also,
Then
my
we'll
mom
time
has to
check.
go to sleep soon. It's like almost 9 o'clock.
She cannot sleep.
Yes.
No.
This is McClung.
We can't do
Shitty movie final scores.
Wait, no, hold on. We have to talk about.
No, we
the
have to talk about those.
No, we don't. That
this
was,
scene on
there
the
was no,
Salt
it doesn't matter.
Okay,
Salt
so-
Planet. I like it. I don't.
We're not
like
there
it.
yet.
How?
We have to talk about how Kylo was like, you think he's good at first, but he's like, and then he's like, oh, he's still the bad guy. He wants her to join him, and he still lets the ships get destroyed. That's kind of a good choice because you feel like probably some people thought he's good now because he killed Snoke, but nope, he's the new supreme leader. So I like that part. Then we go down to the Salt Planet.
The Salt Planet was cool.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
I wish
hot take,
we
I don't like the
used more. I
foxes.
like the concept.
I just hate the
Yeah, it
fact
looks
that
cool.
they
It's hot.
were like, oh, we need.
Episode 5, we needed
Yeah. We needed a hot, but instead of hot
the
at the
same
beginning,
scene.
it's hot at the
Trench
end.
is fighting too. You're in scenes
Yeah.
fighting AT-ATs again.
I just don't like how it's
With
like,
little
fucking
ships
white
going
planet.
at speed as
yeah,
well.
Again.
they're shitty ships, but it's
I
like,
just realized
The
that.
I thought that should have
AT-ATs.
been the main setting of that movie instead of this shit.
right? Yeah.
You're
Like,
right,
you're
Johnson.
introducing the beginning of that.
But it's like the AT-ATs, they don't even look cool. They look weird. They have like weird knuckle feet. And
Yeah,
then
they're gorilla ATs.
It's
They
like
look
you can't think of
stupid.
any. It's like if you're gonna make toys, make something cool. It's
Just
not
make
hard to
the
make.
Just
AT-ATs
put like an
and
extra
paint
big
the
pin on
black.
its back.
Give it 2 heads. I don't know.
Paint them.
But they did bring a big
Red
red
stripe.
cannon, which Finn was going to sacrifice himself to destroy.
Which probably
and then
would've
Rose
worked.
came up and
Almost
almost
killed
had
both of them.
Yeah.
Well,
And
they
then
would have killed him.
it's not fighting who you hate, it's fighting for what you love, which is okay sentiment in itself, but it's like what you did could have just killed you both and failed, like caused everyone to die.
When he probably
And
could
then
have succeeded.
What's really the worst part about that scene
That
is when
would've
she
been a
randomly
good
kissed him, which I meant one, that's nothing, and two, there was no sexual or romantic tension at all between them throughout the
There
entire
was a little
movie.
bit.
They're
And that
friends.
was-
There was a little bit.
No.
Rose was
Yeah.
obsessed with him. She was definitely his yandere.
And then she tasered him.
Yeah,
Because
she's like,
Finn was trying
I
to
can't have
save
you, no,
Rey.
She's a character that doesn't need to exist.
Oh, so Finn has 3 different romantic interests in these movies.
He does.
True.
First,
This
it's
would've
clearly
been-
Ray he had a crush on in the
This
first
would have
movie.
been a good ending to Finn's arc. People are like, no, it's not. You want to die to have a good
I
ending.
mean, Ray,
It's
he's-
like, it doesn't matter if you need to die to have a good ending. It would have been a good ending to his arc because at least he would have
wasn't
accomplished
doing
something.
anything, yeah.
He sucked. His whole thing was
should've became a
FN
Jedi.
212, whatever his number is. He sucked. Everyone's
He
like,
becomes
you're a
a Jedi
loser.
and like
Wait,
goes
wait,
sour.
wait, wait,
Captain
wait,
Phasma,
wait,
by the
wait,
way,
wait.
a terrible character. Does
Oh my
not-
god,
Oh, yeah, she has
Captain
stuff like
Phasma was such a cool design. Immediately gone.
She was
Did
supposed
she
to be
fall in the
Boba
Sarlacc
Fett.
pit?
Yeah.
She fall in the Sarlacc
She
pit?
fell into a pit of fire.
She disappeared and it's like she's coming back. No.
Man,
She
You
was
saw
dead.
her
She was
die.
already dead.
You were
She had the
asleep.
Boba Fett thing, literally in episode 5.
I think they
How
had
did
a
she
plan
say
to say,
episode 4?
we wanted to
Well,
make a
they
new
named
Boba
him
Fett,
because he
but
looks
because
cool.
Boba Fett actually
To
wasn't
sell
that
action
cool in the
figures.
original trilogy, we can't accidentally make Phasma cooler.
He didn't do
That
anything.
doesn't make sense. Make her cool. Who cares?
I hate Boba
Boba
Fett.
Fett did do stuff.
He carried Han Solo's frozen body from one place to
Yeah.
another, sat there, went,
He had cool shit.
During
man.
Ewok
He-
Sometimes bad guys
and
are
just fell off.
cool when they do less.
Yeah, like Darth Maul.
Darth
He
Maul.
barely
No,
talked.
Darth Maul
Yeah.
fucking killed
No, he
Qui-Gon
did
Jinn.
stuff, but you know.
And he had a
sometimes
double-bladed
less is more.
lightsaber.
Yeah.
Okay, but not getting
Serious.
hit by a blind guy getting killed by a Sarlacc. But
Yeah.
well, he survived.
No, it's not canon. Anything that's not in the movies is not canon.
It's in the
So yeah,
shows.
Salt Planet, and then
Yep, it's not
you know
movies.
fighting, and then guess who shows back up?
Luke, oh yeah, okay.
That
One of the
actually
actual
got
good
me the
scenes.
first time I watched
Yeah,
it.
that is a
I was
good
like,
scene when
"Whoa!"
Luke comes. One is like if you notice because he's young again, kind of. It's
Yeah.
like oh he put
His outfit
very
changed,
young,
hair is
and-
different.
Yeah, and
I
then
just
he
cut
has
it.
he has the lightsaber that just got destroyed, his old one.
Wait,
His
what?
lightsaber,
Destroyed?
the blue one.
I
Oh,
was-
yeah, right,
Yeah,
because one of the
Yeah.
fastest.
Which, okay, oh, we forgot to talk about the lightspeed scene, which is one of the coolest scenes in the movie.
The Lightspeed
Which
Ray
is
is
dumb, but it
actually
looks
cool.
cool.
People
It looks
hate
cool.
it.
It looks
It looks cool, and
It's the
only
sound
time-
design that
It's
gets
the
it.
only time Star Wars where we hear space quiet.
Yeah,
So every time
exactly.
you're
That makes no sense when there's sound in space, but it would be boring without it.
it's the first time, and it's just like, and you're like,
Yeah.
'Cause it never
the color
happens
palette
again.
shifts,
And it's
they're
cool.
still
I mean, I
fine.
feel like they could
It's
do
really
it,
stupid
you
how
know,
Finn
sound
didn't die
Spaceball, if
instantly.
it keeps cutting between scenes where like it's the space ball and it's just pure silence, and then it goes into the
In the
cockpit and there's
cockpit.
sounds in the cockpit,
Yeah.
so you hear the guns like do 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 like in the cockpit, and then it's boom silence, and you see.
That would be
the
cool.
battle.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Um,
Write that down.
don't give them any more ideas.
So, yeah, but the look thing, I like that force power. That force power makes sense for a master Jedi to have.
Were you talking about the
The
projection?
projection.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because it's not like he's not touching things, he's not interfering. Well, I guess he can.
What
But
does it
that's
really-
stupid. He
what
should
does
be
it
able to
really
like
have
touch
to
But
things.
for the speed ram, I also want to mention how I liked how they destroyed the lightsaber while and at the same time like the shit gets split in half
Yes.
as the lightsaber gets split in half. That's pretty cool.
I don't like how they ripped the lightsaber in half.
It's so stupid.
The lightsaber.
They destroyed it and then magically fixed it.
That doesn't make any
It should have stayed destroyed though. They shouldn't have just.
It was a lightsaber that got lost lost, then found, then then destroyed, then fixed.
Well, I want to get back on that. How did they find it? They never explain it, and I will not let that go.
I mean, it was
I will not let that go.
It was
It
explained.
fell through
It was
cloud
explained
city.
in Tom.
It was clear that Ryan
No,
Johnson
there's
was
no
trying to
concept.
destroy all the old stuff. He got rid of Snoke, who was like Palpatine. He got rid of old lightsaber. He got rid of Luke. He got rid of Kylo's mask because Kylo had character growth. He got made fun of his mask, so he destroyed it.
Oh, yeah.
And now he's going to be maskless. He's not copying Vader. And then in the next one, Ryan Johnson literally flips everything. Makes it. We'll get into that. But
I thought that was the next one. He fixed the.
yeah, it is the next one. So I'm going to get into that next one.
That's J.J.
Okay.
Abrams.
Yes, J.J. Abrams. Yeah.
So the ending was pretty good. That's the strong
Okay,
part.
yeah, I like the part when Kylo comes out. It's like, where he's like, more, and like all of them are shooting.
Yeah.
Because Luke literally comes out, like he said earlier, and fights the entire them by himself, and then just comes off and brushes himself off. That's a cool scene.
I don't like how he dies. Though.
Oh, and we also forgot one of the best scenes when Luke
Don't talk about
Luke talked to Yoda.
Oh yeah, they used
Yeah.
Puppy
Yeah.
Yoda. I was
That was
like,
cool.
Puppy Yoda.
I don't like how there's
Puppy
books
Yoda.
though. Who
Okay,
don't
wait.
mention
And then
text,
Yoda summoned lightning from
Yeah.
beyond the grave.
Why doesn't he just do that to attack everyone? Like,
Yeah,
Force Yoda just shows up and lightens
They're
them.
also-
can manipulate and
There's
batter
like
the
thousands
real
of dead
world.
Jedi. Why can they form an army of
There's only like
Force
three
ghosts?
Only like
ghosts.
five that can
Well,
do
the
that.
that truly massive Force Ghost, it's just like Qui-Gon. I mean, like at the end of episode 9, a bunch are talking about Yoda, Qui-Gon, Anakin, and
Obi-Wan?
Obi-Wan.
Why not just summon lightning
If they like
bolts?
combine
Just-
into like a
I kind of wish,
Ghost lightning bolts.
honestly, I wish
Ghost lightning
Anakin
bolts.
showed back up and he kind of like had a heart to heart with his dad. That'd be kind of interesting. But I get it.
Yeah, and it's like, why didn't Anakin show up and talk to Kylo Ren this whole time? It's like, oh yeah, I turned good. Why are you doing this? Why do you have my helmet and worshiping me as I was
Hey, man.
evil?
Well,
Kind of
Sidious
crazy.
was blocking him off.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, maybe
Oh,
that would
God.
make sense if it was explained. But he's like, I was every voice
Don't say
ever. And it's like, he was like,
Hold on,
he was
how do you
pretending he was
find
Vader
Darth
talking to
Vader's
him. But why wouldn't unless he was blocking him like remotely? Oh, I'm jamming your
Would they
signals.
know Darth
It's like,
Vader's
why wouldn't he tell him? Yeah, that's not me
before
talking to you.
Or in the Ewok.
A lot of the rebels knew about it. Well, he also knew Luke, so maybe.
So
he
they're
asked
like,
Luke,
I really need
"Hey,
this
Luke,
helmet.
where's my
30 years later.
grandpa's fucking body?" He's like, "Oh, it's on Endor, right next to that big tree." Okay.
But so yeah, it's cool then when Luke fights Kylo and then he's like dodging him like he's in the
Yeah.
Matrix and stuff, and then he does like what you think he's gonna do to Obi-Wan when Vader cut Obi-Wan, but then it's like, nope, he didn't kill me. Aha, I'm not dead. I was a projection the whole time. But then he dies. No.
Yeah.
He just overexerted himself.
Which I think is dumb. Yeah.
I
Because
mean,
has that ever been shown that Force can kill somebody from overuse? I don't think it's ever been.
No,
shown.
we see guys killing other people from across the galaxy. They're fine. Oh, the dark side. No.
Also, what does
No.
Obi-Wan do in episode 4 that like
Of course
allows
I
him to
do.
disappear?
He at that moment,
I think he's just tired.
What does that mean?
I think he was just
It never
bored.
happened.
Darth
to
Vader
him
doesn't actually
besides,
kill him. He
uh,
literally just
Luke,
disappears.
I think he's bored.
because
He's like, I'm out of here.
well, I mean, because you have to learn that technique, which
It's
no
a
one
technique to like dissolve you at
Yes.
an atomic level.
Yeah,
and
never
just
come back.
disappear into nothing.
You don't. You
Because
don't exist.
Qui-Gon learned it while he was dead somehow, and then he told Yoda how to do it, and then Yoda was like, "I'll teach," or and then he taught Obi-Wan to commune with Qui-Gon. He says this in episode 3 in the end. So Obi-Wan learns it from Qui-Gon Force Ghost, and then so Obi-Wan knows how to do it. So he's like, "If you struck me down, I'll become more powerful than you could possibly imagine."
not true.
But then I won't do it. I don't know. I mean, Luke's like ghost and lifting up an X-wing in the next movie, and
Yeah,
Yoda's
but
calling
then
down
how
lightning.
come Obi-Wan never did anything with it?
Because it's not allowed. It's like, that's not fair. You can't do anything we're Force Ghosts.
Unless you're the
I'm worse
More
different.
Rey,
He's chilling.
more
He's
Kylo,
chilling for
then you
100
get
years.
everything.
All right, we're running out of time. Let's.
Did you forget what the
Scores, baby.
Emperor does? He raises. I hate episode 9. So
Okay, when then also what Ray comes and lifts all the rocks at once.
Oh my
I do have to say Ray was less of a Mary Sue in this movie than.
But
she
still.
didn't do anything. She was
Yeah.
she was
Yeah, it's
on the
because you just
planet.
had less to
talking-
talk.
She
talking
did get
to a mirror.
completely dominated by Snoke, who was like literally throwing everyone around this movie, including Hux, and making him look like a joke.
God, Hux.
Again,
Hux is a fucking.
What they do to Hux is so bad because like episode 7.
And then they treated
of
him
course,
worse in
and
the
then
next
bad
one.
bad. And then
Okay.
episode 8 is
Okay,
like he's a joke.
let's do scores.
Episode 9 is
Even though we talked bad about this one, I do like how they did things actually somewhat different in this one. I think I gave this one a 6 to 6.5.
Boo.
I think I like it slightly better than A Force Awakens, even though it's worse in some ways.
He likes the
I like-
Halo.
Let's talk about the
Yes.
ending scene with the little kid with the.
When he grabs the broom.
Which doesn't
Even
make
kid
sense.
Anakin could not use the Force physically
Shouldn't that have
like
happened in
until
the
he was
Force
trained.
Awakens? You know, the Force is reawakening throughout the galaxy.
Maybe
and then
it
it
was
never
awakening,
happens.
yeah.
Wasn't that the tagline when the movie was first teased?
Kinda, yeah.
The Force is awakening across the galaxy. That's huge. It's like the park opening in
Was
Jurassic
it
Park.
asleep?
And then they did nothing with it. That's not how the
Force works.
They did nothing
Well,
with it.
it does seem like it goes in pendulums. Like it swings to
Yeah.
the good guys are winning, the bad guys are winning. and, Like
Yeah.
it goes back.
So
and forth.
Perfectly
I
in
gave
balance.
it a 6 to 6.5. Basically, same reason as Force Awakens, but I think this one's slightly more innovative and more thought-provoking.
I don't know if innovative is the right word.
Innovative is a dangerous
I gave
word.
it a
It's not
4.
innovative.
You did give it a 4.
Yeah.
Did you remember, or were you looking like
I looked. I also remember.
No, I
I
gave
know I gave it a 4, so I
What did I
can give
give
the
it?
next one a 3.
You gave it a 5.
I think I gave
Wait,
it
what?
1.
I think I gave
What,
this
this
one
guy
a
likes
really
Disney
low one.
Star Wars.
Oh my god.
No, you can't change your score.
You can't
And
change it.
Jake gave it a 2 to 3.
I agree with you.
It is a terrible.
Okay, check what how much
It does
time we got.
nothing right.
well,
it is
it
such
really
a
shouldn't
bad.
be bothered.
We're almost done. We got
It's
episode
9
9, which,
o'clock.
but then Solo and Rogue One will go quick.
No, we can't do all those. We don't.
We can do it. We can do it, man.
No, we
Well,
can't.
we're not on time.
How much time we got?
22 minutes,
We can do episode 9.
and there's only 34% battery.
No, let your mom
So
do
we're-
it.
Or do we
Yeah,
want to start
seriously,
episode 9?
we're just finishing.
No.
Yeah, let's just do that.
You've turned him against me.
But we literally can't.
Come on.
We have 20 minutes.
Okay, so we can just have final thoughts about episode 8, I guess, and then we can do the
It was
rest of this
horrible.
later.
I hated every minute of it. pretty much.
There was not
It was
like
depressing.
everyone's like, oh, the graphics, the light speed RAM is why it's not a 1 out of 10. And you can't be.
It's just amazing how
Everything is so bad. How Leia survives, but it's so goofy and stupid. She's in space. She's dead. She's in space for more than a second. She's dead. The end. She comes back.
This
just
is
so
the
they can kill
highest
her.
rating of the sequels on
Just so they can
Tomatoes by
kill
the
her at the
critics.
beginning of the next
I'm more of a
movie.
critic.
that's not how Rotten Tomatoes even
But what
works.
do they give us?
Rotten Tomatoes
What
script.
does it get?
It's just a
It's
yay
like
or
a
nay.
90-something%, I think. Hold on, let me
This
check.
world is doomed.
It's over.
Imagine having
It's sort of the Force Ghost.
imagine having money and power and time and just not being able to
Hey,
make
it
a
made them
coherent story in
profit.
any way.
It made them profit.
And you're considered a fantastic director.
Like these movies are so bad. I really thought they were joking that they're gonna remake the Rise of
91% for tomato meter, 41%.
I almost slapped your
Oscar
phone
meter.
out of your hand.
Hey, they gave it the same as me, 41%. That's a 4.
Yeah, that's the people.
Yeah, I'm the people.
But the people give the Rise of Skywalker like an 80%.
Huh? How?
If you don't think about it, it's better.
No, it's not.
I mean, honestly,
it's worse because
I
it's just like
enjoyed it more just because it's a so bad it's good movie.
it's really fast.
It got
Like,
an
we'll get there.
86%.
It's really
It's
fast.
like shockingly bad, so it's funny.
It's just infuriating because it's Star Wars.
Yeah,
What's with the
sometimes it's
If it
fun
were
to be
like
silly.
Rebel Moon or something, it'd be funny, but it's not. It's Star Wars.
Right,
You know it can be
like
better.
A New Hope.
I knew it was gonna be 7.
Also, the naming convention of these last
94%.
movies.
Okay, so at least
I don't like it.
it.
I mean, A New Hope is kind of on the nose, whatever.
Well, A New Hope-
the next one.
The Empire Strikes Back.
No, not that one. I'm talking about the
Oh,
sequel.
Force
Empire
Awakens.
Strikes Back is a
Again.
93% on Rotten
You know what
Tomatoes.
sucks with the Force Awakens' name is that it's only there for the audience.
That's what I'm
It
saying.
has nothing to do with the story.
That's what I mean. It has nothing.
Like the Force, that's what I was just saying. Like the Force did not awaken.
The
Nobody else has
Rise of
Force.
Skywalker. The Rise of
And
Terrible.
it's genetics.
Terrible name.
The
And
Rise of
then the-
Skywalker is so stupid.
And then,
Skywalker doesn't mean anything to Rey.
What was it again?
Doesn't know anyone except for Luke, and he was an asshole
What's
to
it
him for one
again?
day.
The 8 is The Last Jedi.
The Last
The
Jedi.
Last
Oh my
Jedi.
god, 84% of the Return of the Jedi. So Rotten Tomatoes critics give The Last Jedi better than Return of the Jedi. Bad.
What?
Yeah.
You say the Empire
Repetition.
Strikes Back?
Ban Rotten
No, Empire
Tomatoes.
Strikes Back and A New Hope got better, but
What was the Empire Strikes Back?
like it was like 93% or
Too
something.
low.
And
You
then
see 7 points
A
higher.
New Hope was like 94. Okay, so I guess we're gonna come back to this later and finish off with episode 9, Solo and Rogue One. That makes sense. Well, yeah, so we did 3 movies this time, and then we can finish up with 3 movies next time. Makes sense. We don't want to overdo it.
Help. And we're almost
We're
done
being
with
held
Disney.
hostage.
Thank
I'll
God
never
we're almost done.
voluntarily sit
There's a
down
Mickey
this
Mouse guy
podcast
right over
with
there with a
We've
gun.
got one more Disney sequel trilogy. I know the other 2 are Disney. That's not, you know what I mean. Thank God.
No, I mean, if I could shoot lightning out of my fingers, then I would love to have the hate. But it doesn't do anything.
What would you do with that? Like that would be such a
course.
good thing. You're just in traffic, some country, like, fuck you.
That'd be awesome.
Like that's the only thing you do. Now you're one criminal. You just put a
It's
just electrocute someone
canonically
out
showing that the lightning, when used against vehicles, basically just acts like an EMP for 2 minutes.
You ruined their
You slowed
car. They
everybody's
don't
car
have
We're
to
down.
not
do that.
there yet. We're not there yet.
Whatever.
That's next time.
What are you
Okay,
talking about?
episode 9.
Better fall asleep in your
Insidious
car.
Quinch.
Yeah, you don't remember when
And all the
shot
ships
lightning
fell.
into the sky?
They blew it up.
What?
No.
No, all the ships got
Fall.
disabled and there's
They
other
fall
Oh,
for
that.
10 minutes, like
Oh my
continuously,
God,
even though they're like 1,000 feet in the air.
We're not there yet. We need to cut now before we keep going to episode 9. Cut. We're gonna be back. We're gonna be back.
Steve, stop leaning forward. You keep cutting it out.
Alright, hit record.
Yeah.
It's recording.
Can I down? Is it really 99?
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. One now.
Hi, Brian. It's already recording.
Okay.
He loves me. I'm a more real son than you. You're like a ghost. That's blue juice, but orange.
Oh,
Don't clunky that. Don't clunky.
that's just water. Hold on.
I mean, we bro, can you give me one?
Yes.
Not you, the other. Oh.
I give you a little bit. That's some hard water.
I'll take one too.
Okay.
My friend doesn't like you.
I
Peach?
don't like you.
Why Peach?
Give me that one.
The other one's gonna be
Oh,
Peach
maybe
too.
take the other one.
Give me another one of these. Slave boy, give me another one of these.
Thanks, bro.
That
This
one
is
wow.
strawberry.
I'm gonna chug it without reacting.
Me too. Right, hold on. Supposed to like swirl it so it like goes down quicker.
That tastes like water.
You want one of these?
But I think you accidentally gave me one without.
I want the lemon one. Give me the lemon one. Lemon
Oh
one.
my God, Jesus Christ!
I can do another one.
Huh.
This
Was that just like water?
toast to you.
Thank you. You're a good service droid. Good clanker.
We don't serve your kind
Oh
of.
my god, you got that everywhere. Do they say that so we don't sue each other?
They say that
We're
all the time.
matching. It's like we're brothers.
Only closer. Alright.
Where did we leave?
I don't remember. That was
I know
We're
we-
on episode.
canonically that was
No,
30 seconds
I
ago.
know.
In reality it was days ago.
I know you we
Wait,
left off.
that needs to be pointing up on him. The mic.
It's okay as long as it's kind of straight.
But like, I don't remember like if we finished episode 8 or started episode 9.
I think we finished it.
Space
finished
sources.
8, we're on 9.
There's a casino planet.
Yeah, we finished it.
Rose
We finished it.
ruined the whole
We
plan.
finished it. It's over.
Holdo did nothing.
Let the past die.
except actually like,
Kill it if you have to.
except actually
Yes.
like Holdo.
Good. No, you get forward.
Now we're
I can't.
on to the worst
It's too
movie
big.
in movie history.
I'm too big.
The Rise of Skywalker.
Wait, are we starting this?
Yeah.
We're talking about
Hold
Mr.
on.
Skywalker.
Okay, opening scene. Kylo Ren fighting those people on Mustafar, which is, we never seen that part of Mustafar before. It's not all lava, it's still like fire, it's like an ash forest. But I kind of like how, you know, the opening scene's kind of cool with him killing those people. And then it goes right to him. Well, okay, first we have to talk about
I really
the
thought-
opening title.
I don't want to talk
Scroll.
about it.
Somehow.
And somehow.
Yeah,
You
the
return.
dead speak. And the message, we never get to hear it. It was in Fortnite.
It was in Fortnite. They put it in Fortnite. I don't play Fortnite. I'm a 30-year-old man. I don't play Fortnite. I've been watching this since 1999. When did the first episode come out?
Episode 1.
I've
Yeah,
been watching it since episode 1, and then I went back and watched the other ones. What about the 9-year-olds that was like, I remember when I was there for Luke Skywalker getting his first lightsaber? This is a Kane movement, an old man.
Mm-hmm.
You tell me all those people played Fortnite, see the new Star Wars?
It was ridiculous. I don't think they planned it, and I mean they said they didn't plan it, but if they
No,
do,
they didn't
I mean
plan
it
it.
should have been, if they were going to do this, that would have been like a good closing to episode 8 cliffhanger with Palpatine's voice coming out or something, or at least have it at the beginning of episode 9. It's just so, it feels so out of place. It's like, oh yeah, Palpatine's back. That's literally how like the opening scroll is. It's like
Out of all the bad guys in Star Wars, they're like, hey, remember this one that blew up twice? He was thrown down, I don't know
Shaft.
what it was. He was blown down a bottomless shaft,
It was a reactor shaft
blew
in
up
their
in the shaft, and then the
Superdome
Death
there.
Star blew up again. You don't come back from that. Darth Maul coming back from that, he didn't blow up. It's still stupid. He was cut in half and thrown down. How do you survive? I don't care. I hate Darth Maul.
Well, it's supposed to be like his spirit went onto a clone or something, which
No,
Palpatine is the type of guy who would
Darth-
have contingency plans.
Sith
Just
magic.
because you have contingency
Cloning
plans doesn't mean that should be
technology?
possible in the
What's the
I mean, whether it should or shouldn't be possible, you know, it's
It
like,
shouldn't be.
there's a
That's
bunch of
what
weird
I'm
things
saying.
in Star Wars.
They give it one
I like
line.
that.
Yeah, it's like a throwaway
They
line.
give
That
it
was
one
pretty
line.
good.
Possible because that means the
Without,
writing was
like,
we should have a new bad guy.
Orko, the pilot.
But they can't sell more toys.
But they could have
What do
good.
you mean having a new bad guy?
Nobody's gonna buy it though.
That's just not true.
They
Palpatine go
were
like this.
trying to collect the audience to come in with member berries. That's what they were doing. Because people they saw, they like the Senate memes from the prequel stuff. They like Palpatine. He was in the original trilogy. He was the prequel trilogy. The fans of both are going to come together. And they're going to want to come together and watch this movie because we're bringing up the beloved character back. And they ended up angry with
Beloved.
fans.
He did one. He said, good.
Do
People
it.
That's all
like
I did.
Palpatine. People like
He's
you.
lame.
Like Palpatine.
You like
Episode
Palpatine.
6.
He's lame. He did power. That's how people remember him for. And it's like, oh my god, he was lightning. He's so evil.
It was pretty cool.
But then wait, he has lightning and he's so evil. But that's not true, right? You don't have to be evil to have lightning.
Yeah, because Rey uses lightning in this movie. I mean, it's not evil.
Out
It's
of
a dark
complete
side.
nowhere, and then they fake so many death scenes to
Let's-
get emotional impact.
They did it 5 times.
5 times.
They did it 5
They did it
times.
with droids. They did it with Chewbacca. They did it with
Well, it's-
Kylo Ren and
Kylo
Rey.
Ren and Rey.
First, I think it was
And they
Chewie. Then it
Yeah.
was.
I think it
And
was
the droid.
C-3PO. Then
Who we
I
met.
love you all.
Then they did
Kylo.
Kylo because he got stabbed and then Rey healed him.
Yeah.
And then they did Rey because she died and Kylo
The Force
brought her back. So
healing
that's
thing?
4. But then Rey and then he actually
Well,
died.
technically
The fact that
Final
she got
Seed is-
lightning and healing in the same like.
Okay.
Hold on, but
10 minutes.
Sidious, that also counts.
Oh,
But
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
between
Sidious, yeah.
two
I have a
trilogies.
lot to say about that, and I really don't. But this will be a 14-hour-long movie if I talk about Rey and her powers, or Kylo Ren and his lack of powers. And I don't want to talk about
The
it.
healing thing is interesting
It doesn't make
because
sense.
The
She
healing
just-
makes
it's
sense.
a
The healing
sandworm.
is she had the ancient Jedi text and it was implied Luke didn't read it, so maybe she's the only one who actually read them and
How
learned
would
from them.
Luke not read it?
I don't
Or
know.
Yoda?
Yeah, I don't know.
Of course they
Okay,
read
no,
it.
but then
What?
let's say they.
I read this book now.
But the
I have
problem
this
is
power.
that in The Mandalorian, which came out, the episode came out from season 2 right before the movie came out, Grogu, the baby, used Force healing. So that like idea goes out the window. So it couldn't have just been from that. It's like,
From
that's just a power they always
They
had.
never should have
Yeah,
introduced
why
it.
did Obi-Wan heal Qui-Gon? He got
They
stabbed.
never-
But
Force
then,
healing was
yeah.
never a thing. It was never talked about. It shouldn't.
It was only talked
I mean,
about in episode 3
okay.
because, like, I know a way to bring back people from the brink of death or whatever. But
I feel
even
like-
then,
But that's supposed
it
to be a
was-
super dark side.
even then, it
power.
was he was just messing with
Yeah, it
Anakin
could.
because they didn't plan
Yeah,
that
for all
to
we
be
know, it
power.
wasn't even real.
You know, I feel
It
like
wasn't.
I
It
feel
was
like it
just
could have worked if they just did it when Kyle did it to Ray at the end, and then he died from it. Because then it's like, oh yeah, you don't want to use it because even if they die,
Yeah, yeah.
and then that would make sense. But it's like Ray's just using it on everybody. It's like, oh, Kylo got stabbed, he was going to die, and she healed him and was fine.
Well,
Yeah.
no, she died.
You gotta
No,
lose,
she
like,
didn't die from that. She
You have
died
to like
from
give
the
up your
fire
own
Palpatine.
life force to
It was
do
at the same
this
time.
situation.
No.
No.
This is
No,
complete.
she
This
fought
is
on the
when
Death Star.
on the Death Star
She just-
villains when they were fighting the water.
Yeah.
Remember? She's
She also
my
does that.
God.
She fixes the
I
stupid
forgot
snake
about
monster.
that battle.
The snake
How did I
monster.
forget that?
Which
The
was
sandworm?
Yeah, the same
She's
worm.
like, oh, random worm. Let me just
Really,
touch
I have
it.
something
And then
I wanna tell
nice
you.
to know.
Yeah. Finn wanted to tell something to Ray the whole movie,
I was
and he
excited.
brought it up multiple times, and he never says what it is.
The writer was like, I don't actually know.
Even
no,
Cole brought it up. He's like, hey, what did you want to tell Ray that time?
Also, like Finn,
Yeah.
Finn has the weird like relationship with that other ex-clone.
Yeah, I think it's
that actually kind
They
of makes
give
sense,
him
but that should have been in the last
They
one.
give him 3 romantic subplots.
Yeah, every movie.
Ray in the first one, Rose in the second one.
Horses in
I know
space.
people do not like Rose. Rose is not a bad character.
Yeah, but-
she's put in a bad movie with bad scenarios. Not a bad actor.
Right.
Actress.
Yeah, but JJ,
not a
after
bad
the fact, I think
And
that
then
was because
the
he
clone.
wanted to tell
Or
Ray
the
that he was
soldier.
force sensitive. And when I was watching it again, I think it is pretty clear that is what he wanted to tell her. But the
Of
thing
course
is,
it is.
because of all the cuts of the movie, like it turned out weird because they were having like problems, like behind the scenes they were rushed and they switched directors and stuff. But that's something they easily could have added at the end. That certain things like Ray, I have
It
the
was in
force.
the
And
In the
he
first
was like,
it was in
movie,
the
it was
first
heavily
movie.
implied that he had a romantic interest in
yes,
her.
yes,
It
that
showed
was
her
the way.
Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
that
then
was
also
Take
the way.
away
use the
and it'll bring it
Force.
back.
Wasn't
In
there
the
like
first
one
movie.
part where he's like flying and he's
Yes.
like using some force power to not die instantly? Finn, right? Didn't he have the force in the
No, he
Force
was
Awakens?
shooting.
No, he
He
doesn't
was doing
particularly
something
use
that
it.
like made
No,
it so
Poe was
you-
flying, he was
think-
shooting. That was
There
it.
was something
I
that
think
made me
it's
think that
implied
he had
the Force.
It's
Him
like,
having
no,
the- I think-
he's sensitive.
I think it's implied
And he
that
used a lightsaber,
You
which
know,
I know
it was
is-
implied he had the Force when he was the only stormtrooper who didn't fire on that village because he
Yeah.
sensed it was wrong. Like
That too,
I
and
think
he
that's why
sucked.
because all the First Order stormtroopers were racist kids of brainwashed.
And the movie's
and he
called The
overcame
Force
that.
Awakens.
Yeah.
You would think a character besides the one character has the Force. You would think Poe or fucking Chewbacca.
Poe pretty much
or fucking-
does, though.
Or I don't know anybody.
does.
Literally
Why not?
anybody. It's called The Force Awakens. Who did it awaken in? Nobody.
Right.
She
But I
already
feel like
had
it
it.
makes sense that all the
You don't know she has the
good guy
Force until the
characters
last
are
part of the movie. She
force
goes,
because it explains like plot armor, just how skilled
Yeah.
they are,
Like,
like Han Solo.
Yeah, I think he does because even
Yeah.
the Force Awakens, he shoots some guy when he's not looking. They're
Theoretically,
okay,
everyone
that's
has
the-
some
it's like
level of connection to the Force.
seven
Most people,
movies.
it's very weak. But
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
some
like when
people
you're
are-
talented, it's just
Yeah.
like passive.
Yeah, it's just that's what the Force is. Like it's
Well,
just your
I mean,
connection to like
Han
understanding
Solo-
the universe and being one.
Han
with
Solo
it.
was around too, like the
Like
strongest
that.
Force users at the time for a while.
Probably learn some stuff.
I was saying he gets it through osmosis.
I'm not saying he has the Force. I think he has like some sort of sensitivity that allows him
They
to
all
be
have sensitivity
slightly
to the
better.
Force.
No,
Yeah.
Finn should have had more because it's called The Force Awakens. Finn should have been the main character of the sequel trilogy, and he shows multiple times he can fly better. I don't remember if he flies. He knows
Yeah,
what's good or bad. He's really good at shooting for some reason, and he can use a lightsaber against a Sith
we're gonna
Lord really fucking well. Like it makes sense for him to be Force sensitive. It's called The Force Awakens. It awakened in nobody.
I
And
would-
one character lived in the sand planet. We never used it, and that's it. How is it called The Force Awakens and no one has the Force? It didn't
We're on
awaken.
the rise
It's in the
of
second movie. It
Skywalker.
awakened.
On the rise of
Sorry.
I'll never
They
forgive him
ruined
for
it.
pretending to kill Chewbacca Just for memory feels / emotional impact.
I will.
Fuck them.
I will for.
Fuck them for doing that. Chewbacca's my favorite character.
How dare they do that to Chewie?
I heard a theory where they planned on killing him there, and then because they had horrible
Pre-screening
responses, they decided not to because he doesn't do
They
anything
should have just
important.
killed the whole bait and switch to begin with.
They should have just killed Rey.
It's such a stupid.
I don't know if that's true,
he's
though.
on
That's
this
the
other
thing.
ship. What other ship?
You
They
see
did show
two for a second. Okay, no,
But
actually,
like a half second.
the biggest problem I
Add
have
that
with
in.
that scene is they don't show Chewie get captured. I mean, they show him like
They
getting like
skip-
he's in chains and they already have him. It's like why? Okay, the Knights of Ren do nothing in this movie except fight their leader Kylo Ren at the end. They never do anything to show how cool they are before that.
Who are those?
Then one thing they could have done because
Who
Chewbacca's
was?
a strong character, they could have shown the Knights of Ren beating and capturing Chewbacca. That would have been a cool scene. We would have seen Chewbacca get captured, but it's like nope, they just have him and he's in cuffs already and he's going onto the ship.
Also,
Like,
he could
what-
just
what?
rip their arms off. It's we saw him rip his.
I mean, they're all force sensitive fighters, the Knights of Ren.
I don't care. So Finn.
They're like apprentice level, right? Or something.
Yeah, basically like that. They're like really weak force users.
I won't
yeah.
talk about the other two.
Which they barely go over that in the
So I
movies.
hate this movie.
Well, they're just there for window dressing.
Yeah, they're just there to farm aura. They're just like standing on the. They're
Why?
like panning on
Their
the.
weapons don't even make sense.
Why
Yeah.
weren't they there during the Praetorian fight with Snoke?
But the Knights of Ren.
I know it's
because
Snoke.
they're like
I know they're not
Kylo
Snoke's guys, but like it would have made more sense than a bunch of random dudes doing kickflips and backflips against nobody with the Knights of Ren. I don't know. It just would have been
It's
cooler,
stupid.
made more sense.
It's dumb.
That they're fighting the Knights of Ren, like they're being bestowed upon Kylo Ren at that moment would have made more sense. It's like, Kylo, then here your Knights promise to you. It would have made more sense. I don't know. It would have been more interesting to have people who actually know how to use the Force,
You know what else
that have
is
cool
dumb?
weapons, than the big bunch of red guys who do backflips and
They
fight
ruined-
people who aren't there.
They
I don't know.
ruined Land. Well, not ruined Lando, but Lando's just thrown in there
Okay,
for no reason.
yeah, I
Hey,
did
remember
want to
Lando?
mention that
Remember
because
Desert Planet?
I don't have a problem with Lando being in the movie, but he was like randomly on that big desert party
Yeah,
planet.
that's
Like
what
all of a
I'm
sudden he was just there.
He could have been in the last
He used the
movie.
crossbow to kill that one.
He should have been on, if anywhere, he should have been on the casino planet.
Well, no, I
He's
mean,
a gambler.
I think the perfect
God,
time to
this
put him
should've
in
been
would
really
be
good.
after Leia died, and he comes, but she does come to take over the Resistance after her death.
Yeah,
I think it makes sense. He's next
was
in
a
line.
general.
But
Oh,
I
you
think
want to talk about
that's where he
Leia?
should have came in.
Yeah, he's next
Well,
in
we can
line. That's a
talk
good
about
idea,
it. So he
yeah.
came in there, but they also had him
Yeah,
in a random
because
scene
he's
in
Leia
the.
too.
Yeah, and
It
he's
would make
a
sense that
general.
he's orbiting.
But honestly, like in the last movie on the casino planet, like they're trying to find a guy.
Yeah,
It should have been him. It
It
should have been him.
Yeah.
I really thought it was, and it was who's the actor? Is that the
He was famous. He's a good
Is that
actor.
Guillermo? I keep thinking Guillermo del Toro.
No.
It's not him.
It's,
Obviously, it's not him. It's not
Let's
him.
look it up.
It's
Say in the comments.
Benicio del Toro.
Am I
Benicio del Toro.
Yeah, that could be it.
I know. It's. It's
But
like
he's thrown in for absolutely no
Liz-
reason, and he does two things and then none.
Oh yeah, I betrayed you, and then he disappears.
Well,
That's
let's
what I'm
say-
saying.
let's
He
say-
comes back. He comes back at the end.
Let's say a good thing in this
Yeah,
movie.
that's
No, he comes back at the end.
remember.
I do think C-3PO was good in this movie. Like this is the out of all the sequel trilogies, he has the
yeah.
most screen time.
I
And he had some funny jokes.
But he
His
does.
arm is gone.
And also that emotional scene is like one last look at my
Perfect.
friends, but then they don't give a shit
But
about
they
him.
didn't know
They should
him.
have restored his memory.
Yeah.
He didn't know them. They were around for like a
Something
week.
would've happened.
Yeah.
The time span between
Well,
like
it's a
each
couple years.
episode's trilogy, no.
Yeah.
Episode like 1 to 3 is like 15 years, right? It's like a while versus like 4 to 6 is a couple years. 7 to 9 is like a couple months.
No, it's like 3 years.
I thought
No,
it was a couple
there's
months.
no time skip between 7 and 9, and then I mean 7 and 8. Sorry, 7 and 8. There's no time skip.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
9.
and then 8 and 9. I think there's 1 year.
Yeah.
He knew them
It's
for
like a
a
year and a
year
few
and
months.
a week. And he's like, my best friends.
Yeah.
What about Leia? What about Han? What about Luke? What about Chewie? Was Chewie there? I don't remember.
Was Chewie there?
sucked.
No, he was still captured.
Oh, that's.
And no, but let's not forget about C-3PO's oldest friend, Babu Frick.
Babu Freak.
Okay.
Babu Freak's own spin-off movie.
Babu Frick is the best part about the movies.
Babu Freak.
He's so fun. I like little dudes and
He's like,
robots.
hey!
Yeah, he's pretty funny.
And then he never comes back. Why did they bring back
Also,
Oz in
I
the
mean,
second movie, but not this one?
Babu
This
Frick
guy.
does come back again, no, which I actually kind of don't like.
Doesn't count.
They destroy the planet. What was it? Kijimi. They have like emotional reaction. Oh, we destroyed Kijimi. You were just there.
What was
The planet they went to with Babu Frick. And the
Oh,
other girl that was Poe's
Dan's
girlfriend's
girlfriend.
ex-friend.
Oh,
The only-
the night planet? That was
the snowy one. The only two characters you meet there and can have an emotional attachment to survived. They were just there at the end of the battle, like, oh, we survived, and hey, and he's in the ship. It's like,
How
why
did
did
he survive?
I don't know.
He's
like,
cool.
Why did they? I mean, I think
Yeah,
the
but
thing
that
was
doesn't make sense.
she was trying to get off world anyways. I don't know. They never said Babu Frick was
Maybe
trying
they
to
were
get
part
off.
of like a crew, you know. They were
Yeah,
part of a
maybe.
crew.
but it's like they just have to get off
How did they
like
know?
a few hours later after she was trying to get off for years, and she gave the thing that could get her off the Poe so he could get off, and then she somehow got off, and then the planet got destroyed, and the only people you're supposed to care about on that planet survived. That's another death fake out. We forgot that's 2 more, so 5. That's actually 7.
Do you want to talk
Oh my
about?
God,
You want to talk about the plot of the movie?
It's incredible.
You want to talk about the plot of the movie?
Okay, let's go back to the
The
beginning.
dagger.
Yeah, okay, well we can talk about the
The
dagger.
goddamn dagger.
Did we mention Snoke is a death fake out? Because he's not even really a.
Yeah, he's nothing. He's nothing.
They just had a bunch of clones out of the beginning during a battle.
It's not even a throwaway scene. It's a throwaway panning shot. For God's sakes. Why?
And okay, well, let's go back to the beginning before we get to
I'm
the
mad.
And
I'm
why do they
sorry.
have new Snoke still there? Like that's
There's
just
like 10
showing
of them in-
that Snoke's
what
like,
is
oh,
each-
it's a clone thing, but like Snoke is done. He's not making new
Each
Snoke for
Snoke
any
we
reason.
saw in each movie is
Why do
just
they
a
need more
different
Snokes
Snoke.
It would have been interesting.
That would explain why he looks different between episode 7 and
His
8.
scars, his scars were
I
different.
thought he'd be
Yeah.
like Darth Plagueis type character. Like he's like the bad from before,
I
and he's
know.
been cloning himself. Would have made a lot more sense than Sidious doing it. Oh, all of a sudden it's Sidious. It would have been interesting for Snoke in the beginning. That's when he dies. He doesn't care about dying, so he's like, ugh. When he dies, he's like, he doesn't.
You could say you're just trying to
Clone,
create like a
transfer.
perfect
But instead, you
clone
give that
situation.
power to Sidious, which doesn't make sense because he blew up twice.
2 times.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. I
And
hate
they
it.
didn't even go into like the fake backstory of what Sidious thought of like
Yeah,
backstory
like the
for
master
Snoke.
plan.
Like
He
obviously
was
he
master
like
plan
must have
just
thought of
makes
like a whole backstory to make a fake character of Snoke for him to pretend to be.
Yeah, exactly.
But they
It
didn't
would've
even
made
go into like what that was.
Well, especially because it's like, oh, I just had everything on Exegol. Million ships just rise
I
from
wanna
nowhere.
talk- no, I wanna talk
What's the
about-
point of the First Order then? If he already has a military.
But yeah, talking about, I want to bring up Snoke's
I thought he would
backstory
have been Plagueis.
because,
I thought he's just like a
Plagueis.
Plagueis clone.
but
Yeah.
anyways,
I don't care. Speak English.
what was it? Okay, so Snoke's backstory, they said I saw many people, I think even maybe Ryan Johnson or whatever, said they kind of thought about it's like, oh, we don't need a backstory for Snoke because in the originals, Palpatine never had a backstory before the prequels or whatever. It's like, yeah, because he didn't need a backstory
need it.
because
He's
there was
just
nothing
unlearned.
we knew about before that. Now we have the full timeline. Now we have the prequels, and obviously Palpatine got a backstory there. And now, but for the new sequels, we already have the time before that, the original trilogy, before that, the prequels. And so, where is this powerful Force user? He just came out of nowhere? Was he like a hobo in a hut, like somewhere? It's like you need a backstory for someone that powerful who somehow takes control of something. It's like, yeah, you don't need a backstory for Palpatine in the original trilogy because there is nothing
He's already
there.
a boss.
There's a
It would have
boss.
made sense.
It's like comparing apples to oranges. There's no
In
comparison.
episode 3, they mentioned Darth Plagueis as his master.
But the thing is-
it would have made sense if Snoke was just a worse clone of Plagueis. Every time he's cloned, he's just slightly worse than Plagueis. So he's like, I killed him.
Plagueis,
I'm
not
Plagueis. I don't care. That's what they call him. Basic. I don't care what it's called.
Basic bitch.
They call him, oh, I killed that Plagueis. Like, that would have been funny. I thought that's what that was. Like, I'm like Snoke. I'm like, oh my god.
It's funny because
it's Darth Plagueis.
He
the
did have
boss.
like very
'Cause it's
similar like,
Snoke.
music or something. There was a big theory about that. There was-
Yeah, and it's
I
like
think they
he
did
looks
that on
ugly and
purpose.
stupid. Maybe he just clones himself worse every time he dies. Maybe this is like the 4th clone from the Old Republic. I don't know. I don't care. And they were like, no, he's just some weird. I don't know. He's just some
So
guy.
we got like
He's just some guy.
actually
I don't
confirmed
know.
that that
He's
wasn't
the
the
worst
plan
clone
to see
since.
the last movie that it would be Sidious actually the whole time.
Yeah. It's funny because when after the movie released and Snoke died, I think Ryan Johnson even wore a shirt or something that said "Your Snoke theory sucks" because everyone was coming up with theories. One, I don't think he planned about the Palpatine thing because he wasn't. I don't think he was a part of that. But that's funny because that was actually the truth, and then like kind of like spits in the face of his shirt. But it's like he was like so like I don't know, like he was like holier than thou. I was like, oh, I'm so smart. Your Snoke theory sucks. He was just a nobody. He doesn't matter. I kind of like the part where they killed him and Kyle's gonna be the main bad guy, which they didn't do.
Except
but he still needs a
doesn't
backstory
matter.
because someone that powerful can't be just out of nowhere.
It was 2 of the 3 movies, and he's the main bad guy.
Okay, but I do have to
It's
say,
not-
anyone who thought it was Mace Windu, which was a theory, that
I
actually
never heard
sucks.
that theory.
That
That's
actually
the dumbest
sucks.
thing I've
That
ever
actually
heard.
sucks. If
Wait,
you
hold
actually
on. You have to at least explain why. Like, what
I don't know. There were actually videos saying he might be Mace Windu.
Yeah, but
that is a
what
horrible
reason
theory.
did they give?
Why would
He
we
had a
see him?
I don't know because he's a powerful Force user who could have maybe survived because he fell out a
We
window.
didn't see him do anything.
You never saw his hands.
We don't. We're not playing the Clone Wars isn't counting. I know the Clone Wars is the one thing I'll give credence to being canon in the movies, but it's still
I need
not
more drink.
canon. Please give me one too, please.
Clone Wars is canon.
I go this way.
I'll
But
give you
like,
another.
So now I'm usurping the show.
no.
Okay, everyone's getting more. Everyone's
Okay,
getting
no,
more.
this is-
Okay,
Man.
wait. Hold on. I forgot what I was gonna say.
So I hate the fact they catch the dagger. Oh my god.
We'll get to the dagger.
It's some legendary ancient Sith dagger or whatever.
Oh, wait, here's one. Wait, no. I didn't get to try that.
Some legendary dagger
I didn't
that
try to
somehow
eliminate either.
aligns
What the hell
perfectly
happened
with
with
the
one
Death
enemy?
Star that just crashed 20-something years
Who
ago.
had more than one lightsaber?
Steve, that's not what
You can also shift positions.
Was it you, Steve?
Thank you.
What?
You had more than one lemonade flavor.
I've had
drinking
one.
a lemonade now.
I've had one of each.
I think we're McClunky in this.
And
I've
I
had
had two
one of
peaches
each.
and one regular tea.
I've had a green tea, a peach, and now it's lemonade.
I know it's an even
There's
number
three
of
of
each
each.
flavor.
There's three of each. Who cares?
Oh, there's only 3 of each.
Who cares?
But wait, me know what
This
both
whole
did
part is
have lemonade.
McClunky.
This doesn't make sense. Someone had two.
I'm gonna say a bad word.
Someone's
I think our box actually had more peaches.
Someone's
than
lying.
I'm gonna say a
We
bad
can
word.
easily- we have the record.
Well, actually, we do. I feel like there are a lot of peaches.
There were-
I
There
think
were
they did.
more
This
peaches.
is my second peach.
There were
Yeah.
more. I had a peach, so there was.
I feel like they're all peaches. There's like
That's
2
like
lemonades and 2
90%
peaches.
peaches.
Yeah.
That's
We were gypped. This has nothing to do with Star Wars, but our anger will be redirected to the Rise of Skywalker.
I will have vengeance.
This is
I will have
wait,
vengeance.
we have to start it off so we know where to go.
Where I don't even know where
Stop.
we're story anymore.
We have to do it so where we have the
Okay,
audio
this flavor's not as
So
good.
that's why people clap. That's why they have people clap when they make videos so you know when to like cut the audio.
Wait, is there something? I'm trying this.
Alex. I mean, real good. This part's McClunky. Yes.
I don't know. Is it?
Yeah, that's why you clap. That's why you make like claps or something in their audio, so they know when to cut through the audio. So something will be really loud and sharp, and they'll cut near that one. It's easy to catch your audio that way. Oh, look. Grab the sheep one. Ooh, I'm sheeple.
Thank you, Noah.
Okay, let's go back to the beginning.
Wait, we haven't started yet.
What?
We haven't started yet.
Wait, no, we have to talk about the light speed
Stop.
skipping.
Wait, stop. Right
What?
now.
Light
Light?
speed.
Oh yeah.
No, you have to cut. I'm saying you cut around. So wait. Action.
None of it's good cut.
Well, clunky that.
I just told him you have to McClunky. That's why you clap and stuff. Start.
Okay, light speed skipping.
Stupid.
Okay,
What?
well, one,
Stupid.
it was
Wait,
a cool visual scene, but it makes no sense. I don't know how he was doing it. Was he like recording them with the computer ahead of time? Because if you're actually just stopping and hoping you don't hit something, you need faster than light reactions to stop.
The
on
amount
time.
of time it takes for like a single neuron to fire would be like 10,000 miles, and you're like
What
going
do-
through a planet.
what
Yeah,
part are
so
you
you can't
talking
like
about?
time it
Yeah,
with
it's
your
a-
sense.
What part are they talking
The beginning when he's let's pose light speed skipping from planet to
going
planet.
shoot,
and
shoot,
not-
The Millennium Falcon can light speed. I just did it.
Yeah, but
What the hell?
then also not only that, the TIE fighters were following.
We're doing
them.
it, yeah.
So were they tracking them through light speed, and or if were they like the only
Where's
thing that
the
makes
code
sense is if
cracker?
he put his coordinates ahead of time and they somehow knew his coordinates. Because if he was stopping just randomly, how would they stop randomly right behind him? It doesn't make any sense. I don't know. They
Yeah,
don't
like a
understand.
slight shift in your angle and your light speeding like millions of miles in a different direction, and then like they would know.
literally a
which way.
tenth of a second difference. Like if you accidentally
Don't
do it,
put
it's
science
like
on
millions
Star
of
Wars.
miles
Stop
away.
thinking about it. That's the
Don't
problem.
put science on Star Wars. They have a space
Some
dagger.
guy was
There's a
like,
dagger.
"This will make a cool visual."
dagger.
And then
There's
they
a dagger.
had the big slug in the Millennium Falcon who they told to fix something and he has no arms and legs. He's like, "Oh," and I like that.
What?
Yeah.
There was a slug in Millennium Falcon?
Yeah, the big.
Oh,
slug
yeah,
guy.
yeah,
Did I forget the whole movie? I wouldn't blame
He's
them
a
if I
villain.
did.
They should use like octopus monsters with fake ships. That'd be
It would
bad.
make
'Cause then, like, a
sense.
bunch of
Or,
birds, like, going
or those
fixing
rat
multiple
cars
things
with
at the
fucking
same time.
terrifying
Besides
monsters.
Grievous, have we ever seen a robot with like more than 4 arms?
I feel
I
like
feel
little
like
ones
maybe
the
Jabba's
warp
past
drives,
might have been one or something.
or like
I
a
don't know.
recon
I
droid.
know that there's a droid in Legends where it's like just,
No,
it's
no,
all
Legends,
arms.
you can't say
It's like a
Legends.
body with all arms.
Why'd you say
That's what it
Legends?
does.
You can't say Legends. That's not canon.
So, yeah, light speed skipping stupid.
Okay.
Dagger.
Chewbacca killing
Yeah,
stupid.
we
Dagger
gotta
stupid.
go
Oh, you want to talk about
They
how
fly
they
now?
Oh,
They
they
fly
They
now?
fly now.
They fly
Okay,
now.
let's talk about. I actually kind of like that scene. Not that they fly that part, but the action of the chasing scene, those tread things, and they were like blowing up the stormtroopers. I thought that was kind of cool. To
Can we
But
talk
the
about
flight
how
is
Not that hard to
Bear
do an
and
action
Emblem
chase.
Yeah,
scene.
it was a pretty cool.
Talk
It was
about-
a pretty cool space
There's a
chasing.
million movies that have pretty cool chases.
Bare minimum, considering the budget and you know
Can we?
they have
And
access
then
to
it's rolling
everything.
with the dumbest lines ever.
Can we
Like,
talk
oh
about
my
how
God.
fast this
Come on.
movie is?
Yeah,
There's
very
so
fast.
many action scenes one after another with like a
Yeah.
weird like intermediary part where they talk about how they did the action and then action. The whole planet, the whole sand planet is like 10 minutes when they go from speed action chase to healing a space worm with super force magic to finding a space dagger, which we'll get there, to finding Lando. He goes, "Hello, Chewbacca." He doesn't say Chewbacca, I wish he did. And then Kylo Ren steals the fucking necklace. I hate that. Stupid. And then the
That's
Force
kinda cool.
Orders there. No, it's not.
No, it's
the First
not.
Order's
It's
there.
not.
It's
How do you interact with passing guys?
That was
we
already
cross and
episode eight.
analyze this. We know
Teleported
exactly
something,
what planet
though.
this is
Physical
from
object teleported.
instantly.
That happened in episode 8.
We found out which
So that
planet
means
this is from
that-
instantly, and then they go to the planet, have an action sequence, and they fuck up. That's a 5-minute
So
sequence.
you could
All I just said
essentially
is 5
teleport
minutes.
objects
Or
from
10
anywhere.
minutes.
Yeah.
So like,
That doesn't make sense.
you could grab like a weapon.
Only between
like,
those two because they had a dyad, which was never explained.
Okay, well, that is even worse. The dyad's a
That should have been
double
explained.
standard.
Oh my
What
God.
is it?
Why is it not a
Okay.
triad?
Okay.
Why is it not a
My
triad?
biggest problem with this movie is probably all the like Deus Ex Machina, like random coincidence chances things. Okay, it's like they're riding in the desert. They happen to land in the quicksand pit that leads
What?
them to the
Was
thing
there a dagger?
where they find the dagger and then the ship and then the like they go to the exact spot where like the
Oh, I forgot
dagger
the whole
lines up.
transport. I forgot about the whole transport.
They have this ancient dagger that lines up with the ruins that just crashed 20 years ago or whatever, 40 years ago. It's
But
like,
also could
No,
be
maybe
moving
20
because
years
it's
ago.
literally in the ocean.
And there's
It's
giant
massive
waves.
Wait, hold on.
Imagine, guys,
Wait,
it
hold on.
shifted 1 degree to the other side.
Wait,
It's
hold
like,
on.
oh.
How long ago was it from episode 6 to 7? Because Ray's an
I
adult.
think it was 40
in
years,
20.
maybe.
It had to be like 50 or
6
something,
to
right?
7.
Because Ray has a father. She has a father and a mother who are the clones of Darth
Yeah, but it's been like 40
So
years, right?
when did he make those clones? And if he made more than one
Well,
clone,
okay.
are there multiple Darth cities around the galaxy?
Luke was around
I hate this movie.
60-ish in episode 7, I think.
I hate
And
this
he was
movie.
20-ish.
I hate this movie.
So it's like 40, 50 years.
I hate this movie.
And then
It's so stupid.
Lando just happened to be there, and then
True.
there's so many just random things.
Also, the throne room they went in the Death Star was not even the actual throne room.
It wasn't.
in the other
It wasn't the
movie.
bottomless pit.
It wasn't even close.
It's
It didn't
weird.
look remotely similar.
They just got like the
It was just
throne.
some other throne room that looked vaguely similar with an
Why
awful
was
So I forgot
Lando still there? Because he was there
Yeah.
helping Luke.
yeah, he was.
find
Yeah, they didn't
something.
say why he was back.
Like he was
there.
there for so.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like I said, Lando should have been introduced there. It made no sense. He was just happened to be there. He
Oh,
should have
so
came when
mention
after
that.
we didn't talk about
Episode
Leia's
three,
death.
when,
Then he should have stepped up to the leader of the resistance because he heard that she died. That would have made sense.
Yeah.
It's the same design of chair, kind of.
Yeah.
So
It's
since
in
we're there-
episode 6, which I always thought was pretty cool. It's like
Let's talk about the duel and Leia's
It's
death.
like it looks uncomfortable.
First, let's talk about the duel where they were on Kijimi, where the first duel between
It was
Rey
awful.
and
So
okay,
bad.
that was really bad.
that was a bad duel.
The
The
choreography looked like they
we're talking about the one on
literally-
Kijimi where they're fighting each other in 2 different spots. I
Oh,
like that
I-
idea.
That one's good.
I
like that idea.
That's not bad.
No, I feel like this fight was short. They didn't do enough, but that was pretty cool. Like where they were
It was
fighting 2 different
interesting.
Why
locations
did
and
they-
things were
I
going
will,
like-
I'll give it that. It was
for the-
interesting.
for the trailer.
next one,
That was a
on
trailer
the
fight.
water
That was a trailer fight.
The
Oh.
Moon of Endor was terrible. It looked like they literally
Wait,
planned it out the
which
day
one?
before on
Which-
the water.
which-
the
no,
water
which
wing
moon?
of Endor. The water moon.
All we know is that it's called the Forest Moon of Endor.
There's a moon.
What are the moon's name? I don't care.
It doesn't matter.
Also, why
You
did
know
it
how many
land
moons there
there?
are in the
Shouldn't it
galaxy?
land on
Not
the Forest
everyone
Moon?
needs a name.
Because the Forest Moon is the closest one of us too, right? You're gonna blow up the
Because
Forest
that was the
Moon.
water
Why is it
moon.
on the Forest Moon?
There's probably a desert moon.
It should have been on the Ferris Moon.
But literally, like that fight was terrible. Just like, ugh.
It was okay.
Wait.
It wasn't the
I'm
worst fight in all the
tired.
movies, but it wasn't nearly that bad.
Wait, we're gonna talk about the blow up the transport ships? No, we're not gonna.
No, we're.
So so Rey does this whole where she looks back.
Oh, when
like,
she
what
runs
was that scene?
Oh,
That
you're
was so
waiting for the TIE fighter to
stupid.
come and jump over.
What are you
That
gonna
was so
run them over with a
stupid.
TIE fighter? It's called you
She
just.
could have ducked.
Why didn't you use
She
force
went
speed?
and then looked backwards, ran
She
over.
could have casually just
It didn't make sense.
walked 2 feet to the like right or left.
There's no.
Whoa,
I mean, they
give
got
it a
turned.
Let's not talk
It
about
just
what she
doesn't
could or
make
couldn't have done
sense.
because she did succeed. She's jumped and cut
It
his
didn't
thing and
make
crashed
sense.
it. She did what she needed to do.
I'm not talking about the character. I'm talking about the person who made that scene. It
They
didn't make
wanted-
sense.
It
They
was
fly
Aura
out.
farming when she was.
It was
posing.
for the trailer. They
Why
were-
would you
that was
run?
like the
Why
trailer
would you
scene.
run with it and not just stay still?
If she
and then
ran
just
after, it
jump?
would have been fucking
The timing
cool.
perfect.
Wait,
You think she's gonna
yeah,
run?
no,
30,
you know what she could have done? She
40
could have just stood still, slightly crouched and put her lightsaber up and like just cut the
That's what I'm
wing.
saying.
She would have cut Kylo's balls off. I would have like went just go straight through the middle. Just like crouch down and go up, and then the lightsaber would have like, and it would have like.
He would have died from cringe.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this either.
Alright, so
Oh, wait, we didn't talk about Hux and him being the spy.
Oh my
No,
god.
that was the dumbest scene because wait, there was a spy.
That was pretty
obvious.
When they
Talk
talk
about-
about a spy, that mattered.
Talk about character assassination.
In episode
he went
7, he
from
was
a guy giving a
interesting.
speech like, you know, a guy.
It was
and
somewhat
then-
intimidating
Yeah.
fascist.
Episode
to
8 made him a
joke.
nerd, and then episode 8, episode 9 is like,
And
or
then-
episode 8 made him a joke, and episode 9 is like, oh, this
He
is
murdered
still a
him. They
character.
murdered him.
I completely forgot
Not
about the spy
assassination.
plot.
They just fucking straight up murdered
What
him.
did the spy do? What did he do?
He
The spy
gave
plot
them
did-
information about like
Who?
executing all
What?
that.
Who? That was the whole dagger
And then
part.
they just brought in the new guy, like the General Pride,
Yeah, the older guy.
who came from nowhere. He's like, I served you in the old world wars or whatever. It's like, couldn't you have brought in maybe like Admiral Yularen or someone we knew or something? I
That
don't
would have
know.
been awesome, actually.
Yeah.
You mentioned that they bring in Ular or someone like with history. Bring in someone with history.
Yeah. But okay, what else did we not talk about?
Chewbacca fake out death is so
We talked
stupid.
about that.
Ray, no, we can talk about how Ray, a novice of the
Force
Force, is pulling a
accidentally
shit.
is lighting.
She's pulling a shit down. Kylo Ren, trained for his entire life in the Force, dark and light, cannot beat this random
Well,
character.
actually, Kylo was winning
and
the
then she
struggle
was
at
just
first.
lightning.
That's why she got mad and used the lightning. Kylo was pulling it towards him. He was winning.
I don't like what they
You get
do.
angry and use a
I
power
don't-
you don't even know
I
exists.
don't like what
Yeah.
they did.
What?
Oh, the only
It's
way you
always
have powers in Star
genetic
Wars
now?
is genetic.
Wait, it's like a Baduke had it. It was supposed to be a high level dark side power, and it's like, oh no, it's just Palpatine genetics.
Everyone has it.
The
It's,
thing I
so
like
what does
about
Kylo
original
get?
Star Wars and the Force, the way it worked, is you have to work really hard to get relatively mediocre powers.
Yeah.
Like
That's the whole
it doesn't
thing. The
look-
Masters
It's not
are
like a
like masters.
superhero movie or
Yeah.
like something that's completely revolving around like superpowers.
That's why I think
It's like
Anakin not be
it's just like a
master
flavor.
Yeah,
added
it's
to the
like
story.
you're a mystical monk that has
Yeah.
to train for years to reach this enlightened state.
Moving
Exactly.
out.
It's like
And then
now
they're higher.
Ray's
It's like
just like,
fuck.
oh, I'm looking at
Oops,
that.
I blew up a ship with lightning.
Oops,
Like,
I killed my
that's so
friend.
dumb.
Chewie!
And
No!
the Palpatine.
That's all they get.
Okay.
That's not what the Force is
No,
supposed
they,
We're not there
they,
yet.
they
We're
did
not
that
there
the
yet.
whole year
We should get-
nobody
we
thing.
do
They
need to
did
get
the whole
to
year
the finale.
nobody thing, and the
Yeah.
whole nobody thing was like interesting because anybody could be something. And this movie's like, no, you got to be from one of these two families.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Just from a
Okay,
narrative
so you're
perspective, it
absolutely-
literally.
I kind of like
What?
her ending up being
That
a
was the point of-
Palpatine, but I don't
Anakin.
like they did that after they revealed she was a nobody. Like, I think the Palpatine reveal, they should have never revealed she was
It's
a
so
nobody and then do
stupid.
the You have to pick one or the other.
It
It's
would
clear
be
that they
no
flip-flopped.
I don't
problem.
think she should have been.
I mean, I don't
Anakin's
have
in
a
the
problem.
bucket.
I'm not saying that's what she should have been, but I don't have a problem with that
She
direction.
should have been Kenobi.
It should have been the Force was awakening because like it should have like
Yeah.
doubled down on the
It's
fact that like,
Avatar.
there's sort of like an oscillation
They did that in
between like
Avatar,
the good
last
side of the Force and the bad side of the Force
Yeah.
gaining power. Because
After
I mean,
after
throughout all of like
after
Star Wars
a while.
history, that's basically how
It's
it
like
is.
the Force making a correction.
Yeah, it's like as soon as the bad guys take over, the good side of the Force is sort of
what this
uprises
movie's doing.
naturally.
It came out around
It's to
the
like
same time.
counterbalance it.
I agree
And
with
then
that.
as soon as the good guys like are basically won,
It just
then
wants
the
to-
dark side rises up again.
I mean,
It's what's been happening. in
like
the
all
series.
through eternity. Like
It's not like
didn't do
anything
it.
came from anybody. He was
Yeah.
really he just came from the
He's
Force.
immaculate conception.
it's like the
She's
Force
a
is this like
baby.
natural
And he needs
Either
balance.
that or
her.
Shmi is a liar.
Shmi's not a lie. You watch- She got my sanity.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do. What do you think they're just going?
Yeah, why did we
Yeah, no, they were going like.
They're just sitting over right now.
It's not like they were trying to burn
nothing?
her off
No.
or like have ransom or anything. So
Yeah.
why else would you be alive?
McClunky that. You can't say that.
McClunky did.
What word?
McClunky.
I didn't say
You said
that.
that.
I said
You
that.
said
I
that.
said he's McClunky that.
McClunky.
This man said that. I'm not McClunky.
It's okay. I don't care. I think
So,
making words.
alright.
I think censoring certain words gives them less power.
The ending was terrible. Like, we can agree on that. The ending was
Okay,
bad.
okay, so Ray gets the Wayfinder, and
Just
the
stupid
tavern
enough.
They
there.
found a dagger in the desert that's
Yeah.
underground that leads them to the Death Star, which they go, oh.
And we didn't even talk about, well, we kind of addressed it, Steve brought it up a little bit before, like, how Palpatine on the secret planet where no one could get to without a Wayfinder had like thousands of Sith, like, cultists build an entire huge
Billions.
fleet.
No,
yeah, it must have been
it
millions.
had
Like,
to be
these
billions.
huge fleet of Star Destroyers that would have taken millions and billions of
Oh,
people to
billions,
make
big
in this 50-year time frame. How do you make that many? They all have planned
Like,
destroy
one of
weapons.
them is bigger than any shit they've ever made, and there are
Okay.
thousands of them copy pasted. The effects in that scene is disgustingly bad, by the way.
I don't think the effects are bad.
No, you can see how they.
It looks like
You can see
there's
this
like a road shift and then someone
They
just
go
like
copy
copy
paste.
paste
They
it.
go
It's like Photoshop copy
Yeah,
paste.
they go. boop,
So,
boop,
okay,
boop,
I have to
boop,
bring this up
boop,
now. There
boop,
is
boop.
one scene that was really
It's
bad.
so
At the
bad.
end, when they're all going down, there's a big Star Destroyer going behind the town of Bespin, and it's bigger than the Bespin. The Star Destroyers are much smaller than Bespin. It was like the size of a Super Star
Yeah,
Destroyer.
Bespin's huge.
It was the size of a Super Star Destroyer, but it was a regular Star Destroyer, and that really pisses me off because it's like really big size discrepancy of how it should have been. It was like 1,000 times too big. So that was annoyed me. But besides that, they didn't look
having
bad.
every power.
That I was talking about effects. With effects, I think the movie
Also,
is good.
the
Besides
lightning.
that. Okay, yeah, we know brought that up earlier.
God.
Palpatine's lightning. We're not even really there yet.
Also, another thing.
Not only does it not actually destroy anything, it's just an EMP for 2 seconds and then people
We have to
fall
talk
for 10
about
minutes.
how all the people in the galaxy showed up, but they didn't show up in the 8th movie, which I
Yeah.
don't know. Did they jam the signal or did they?
No,
actually not
they
show
were.
up?
Yeah, they just didn't show up because
Bees.
they were like, "Oh, we're doomed." Whatever they
Yeah.
said. they
Oh,
were
we're doomed now. There's only like a couple AT-ATs and stuff trying to kill the last resistance. Oh, there's
No,
a
then
thousand
no
things that
AT-ATs
Death Star
too.
powers. We're not
Nothing-
doomed anymore. Now let's attack.
Yeah.
No,
They would have
because
easily have won if they
People
all
were
went
like,
to
"Oh, it's Palpatine. We really hated that guy. Let's go do something."
Okay, can
All
you
of a
talk
sudden-
about why did Palpatine announce himself to the galaxy while his whole fleet was there?
Yeah,
when he could have
yeah.
waited 24 hours and spread his fleet apart first
Why
and
would
then
he
announce
ever
himself?
announce himself?
Yeah, exactly. He could have
He
had
should be announced when an unstoppable force shows up to each planet individually.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
that's the most
that would be
logical
like
way to
really
do
cool
it.
and intimidating scene. Like a Star Destroyer with a Death Star technology. Boom, light speeds in every single system.
Every system that like has nostalgia, like Coruscant, all the systems we've seen.
I thought that's what they were
and then
gonna
like
do.
just people going about their day business and they look up and like Star Destroyers just start showing up.
That would have been a really cool scene.
badass.
Yeah. Exactly, and that would make sense. It's like Palpatine win, he's smart. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, now I have control of the galaxy again. And they're going to have a really small chance to find some like fail-safe way to finally get
He
away.
reveals himself when all his forces are concentrated in one spot.
Yeah. Why did he do that?
Also, the fact that not only is it they have to one-up themselves, it's like every Star Destroyer has a planet destroying laser beam.
Yeah, every
Why
single
couldn't
one
that
does.
have just been the initial enemy,
Or-
instead of Starkiller?
I don't
Yeah,
particularly.
How about it would take like 10 of them together?
Yeah,
to blow
Yeah.
up?
okay, something like that. I don't particularly
Two.
dislike that because at least they didn't do a fourth Death Star. That would have been really bad.
Like,
They
no,
could have like,
what? Imagine-
Exegol was just a fourth Death
Imagine
Star.
if the original movie, it was like instead of the Starkiller base, it's just a ship with a laser that can destroy the Death Star. And what it does is it just goes around. You can't fucking find it, and it's just like pops up, destroys the planet, it goes away, destroys the planet. That would be terrifying because it's like then you have to have a whole plot line of trying to find him.
I think it would be cool to have
sounds like
multiple,
a-
like maybe 10 ships at once.
Yeah,
combined.
not like
Because then
That'd
like,
be
part of the
cool.
plot would be like having like all of them come together and like trying to stop them from having enough to
and
destroy a whole
The
planet.
Death Star has lasers that converge, so it
Yeah,
makes sense.
so it makes sense.
That, oh my god!
And also
you're
they're
right,
like
every
learning
single-
from the
you
mistakes.
see
Like we
one
can't have
blow up.
everything like exposed to blowing up all at once.
Don't
So
put
if we-
all your eggs in
If we have
one
a fleet of 1,000 ships,
Yeah,
and
you
you need
just
10 of them to
that's a
destroy
good
a
idea.
planet.
Instead of having one, you distribute it.
Yeah,
That's
that's what I'm saying.
Yep, that was
All
my
right,
idea.
forward.
That is.
All you
We're going off
I said
topic.
that, so this movie ends with
Wait, no, we're not there yet. We still have
We're
to.
not there
Okay,
yet.
wait. Ray meets Palpatine. I do like the line where Palpatine's like, it's like even Luke had his father there. The only family you have is me, which is kind of cool. It's like, yeah, the
That's
only person there.
cringe.
I like that scene.
That's
But
cringe.
that's a good line. But
So,
okay,
no,
when
I
and
like
he's
family.
like, okay, we
I
have
don't know
to
you.
talk about some of the good things. When he does shoot that all the ships were just kind of dumb. The base scene in the
Very
movie
dumb.
theater that was pretty cool. Like it was like, that was like visually
Stupid.
cool and sad.
It was like somebody who doesn't know what electricity sounds like.
So,
Okay,
the
we
best
don't
part
need
was
to
the
care what
sound.
electricity
It was
sounds
cool,
like.
man. It's not even it's the
theater.
force. It's the force.
Yeah.
It was cool.
The best part of that was
Dumb
the
scene.
IMAX experience. What you're saying?
Yes.
Dumb
So
scene.
nobody who's seen that movie in IMAX, all 6 people who've seen it,
Or
Palpatine's
$1,000
line.
It wasn't badass when we watched it at
$1,000
home.
Yeah. Ian
I'm not
McDermott did a
spending
good job.
$100. I don't know how much.
It was bringing back Palpatine was dumb. Some of the stuff with him was dumb. Ian McDermott did a good job. He looked pretty cool.
He was okay. Yeah, no, I mean, Ian McDermott's a great actor, so
Yeah.
that's fine.
He did well.
But, I mean, the whole, like, Raylo... Oh, my God.
Okay, we did.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
the cherry.
Okay.
That's what gave it a 1.
Okay, before we,
Okay.
yes, I'm gonna get to that. Hold on. Before we get to that, so we're gonna talk about Palpatine versus Kylo and Rey. Okay, but first he like
I
different
wouldn't say
Kylo.
versus.
Yeah. Okay.
He's
so
in a big
the-
chair. He's in
One of the
Marvel
biggest
chair.
disappointments for me this movie is
He's
where
gaming
there was a lot of action,
gaming
but then the final fight with Palpatine versus Rey was so anticlimactic. He just shoots lightning at her, but she was just shooting an entire fleet. She just blocks it. Okay. Oh, whatever. She's getting powered by all the Jedi. Whatever.
No, that was the worst scene
Yeah.
ever. That's literally they took everything from Naruto. I'm not even kidding. Remember that scene in Naruto's like doing the Rasengan? It's like you hear all the voices of the people in Naruto, where the hands, all the hands of people who helped to make the
It's done like
Rasengan.
in everything.
And then Sasuke, you see like Itachi or whatever. You remember that scene? No, of course not. The final fight with Naruto and Sasuke, where Naruto's like charging with his Rasengan, you see like Sakura's hand and Jiraiya and Iruka and his dad and every single person.
Sounds like
Naruto.
filler.
They go no, and then they fight Sasuke and like that part. That's literally what they did in this scene. They just took a scene from Naruto and made it
Were they
somehow
powering
worse.
her up or were they just giving her words of
They were powering
Oh
her
my
up
God.
because
We didn't bring up-
They should have showed their Force Ghost that they were actually helping her.
They should have
they were going
Yeah,
to-
that was one of the problems I had. Like they
My
okay.
God.
Well, then before I get to that, what I forgot to mention real quick,
Remember that
Rey was flying at the beginning of the movie. She's the first Jedi we ever seen in the air without lifting themselves. Like she was lifting herself with rocks spiraling around her, like she was Avatar: The Last Airbender.
She's like,
I just
More
wanted to
rocks
mention
than Luke could pick up and floating.
that. Okay.
And she was still not doing
Okay,
it.
yeah, that was not really just spent too much time on that. Okay,
Wait,
back to
Leia
that.
dies. Leia dies.
Oh, we forgot about Leia dying.
What's wrong with
Okay,
the ghost?
they had to do that. I mean,
No,
I
they
can't
couldn't.
blame them too much with that because the actress did die. It's like.
They could have not put her in the movie or killed her at the
No,
very
I mean
beginning.
with what they had, I
Fucking
feel like they
ghost
kind of did an okay job with what they had, but it's just
They
Just
didn't
don't
have
put
to
him in.
have that.
Yeah.
They could have had her die when she got sucked out of space.
yeah, no, they should have done that. But
They
like,
could've
let's say
cut her
let's
scenes.
episode 9. Let's say we can't blame it for what episode 8 did. They did what they could have. I don't think they did anything particularly bad with Leia. It's just it was not
I
good
agree.
because she died. Like she could have done way more. I don't even know. If
I think she could have done something more impressive.
You know,
Because all she did was say a couple words and that.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
made
you
Kylo's
can't do
attention.
that.
I do think it was kind of cool that when Kylo finally died, if we're not there yet, that she disappears with
They
him.
should have had her show up completely visually, like Luke did, kind of like right in front of her.
And, oh, and we didn't bring up the Han Solo scene either. Like when Han Solo shows up.
Okay, that's the best scene in the movie.
Yeah, that was the best.
Because there's
That
two
also
good
doesn't make
actors.
sense because Force Ghosts are they're transparent and
It's
blue.
not like I said.
Only
Han
when
Solo makes it more
a
sensitive.
living Jedi like Luke made himself look like HD full color,
But
and that killed
He
him.
was talking through her
Yeah.
brain. Force Ghost can be seen by
Isn't that
everybody.
I think
Maybe
it
Force
makes,
Ghost can be seen by everybody.
I think it
don't
makes
know.
a little sense because Kylo Ren's so in tune with both sides of the Force, and Han Solo was kind of a in between kind of guy. And Han Solo, again, like I said, has always been in between two people who would know how to use the Force. So he's not sensitive, but he's probably really good at being in there. I don't know if that makes sense. Like he can't use it, but people who know how to use the Force can see him more easily. Does that make sense?
Possibly.
Kind of like the osmosis thing, but he doesn't know how to use it, but he knows, or he can.
And he just talked with the
Which
witches.
is a good scene too. That's the best scene in
God,
the
this
movie.
movie's awful, right, guys? Yeah. it is.
Because Harrison Ford is good and Adam Driver is good. What they did with Carrie Fisher is ghoulish.
Yeah, they
cut
really
her out of the
did.
movie. The very beginning could have had her
It would have been
goodbye
really
speech
good.
princess. They wait 30, 40 minutes to kill her, and it's like, what?
I think they did what they
You're kind of like
They
waiting
did
for
so
her to
bad.
die.
They did
Everybody
so
knows that
bad.
she did that.
They should just at the beginning of the movie have
So, yeah,
her
the
just
ending
cut them. It's
was-
ghoulish.
Hold on, wait.
The Knights of Ren fight was
Okay,
Knights of Ren Five was so
Well, and there was
bad.
that one scene. Well, okay, first we're beating him when he didn't have a
Chewbacca
lightsaber.
survives.
Why couldn't he just destroy them with the Force? But regardless of that,
Chewbacca
Rey
survives.
Yeah, but Chewbacca survived. But the one scene which some of the part was cool, like when he jumped over one and stabbed it, but the one he turns around and just holds the lightsaber behind his back for a second, and they just decide to attack where he's holding it. He's like, and then he just keeps fighting. Some parts were cool, some parts were really bad. But yeah, and then. Okay, so what I was saying before, like Rey was like blocking Palpatine's lightning. Instead of a cool Force battle where things are coming, Rey like Kylo are fighting this everything they can do to fight Palpatine. It's just like a beam struggle from Dragon Ball Z. And all
Press
she does,
B, press B,
and,
rapidly.
and all she needs to do is take a second lightsaber and beats him. Okay, one scene I do like how all the Jedis were talking to her. It was Yoda, Luke, Anakin,
Qui-Gon.
Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon, even Kanan and Ahsoka, and a couple some like Luminar. I think some of the other Jedi that are
Kit
Luminar.
Fisto?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
maybe I don't know.
No, it was
But some of the other obscure Jedi were talking there, and I think
Kit
that's kind of
Fisto?
cool. Mace Windu, multiple Jedi. Okay, but it's just also kind of weird because
I love Kit Fisto.
Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, and Yoda were like the only ones who learned how to do Force Ghost things, but now these other Jedis can also apparently do it.
Well, I mean, Obi-Wan,
Why are they
Qui-Gon.
silent throughout the whole story
Yeah.
until then?
And yeah, like the beginning.
Well, Yoda wasn't.
Bring back the Jedi by talking to all the Force sensitive people. Like,
Yeah.
oh, use the
I don't
Force.
know, it's,
Like, oh, let's just wait until the main character
It was
is
a
fighting the
pivotal
biggest
moment.
bad guy ever.
Let's let Palpatine, unless Palpatine was using some sort of signal jam on Force
Why
Ghosts.
wasn't it
Let's let
pivotal moment
Palpatine.
when it was
Let's let
revived?
Palpatine say, "Oh, I'm Darth Vader. I'm talking." Like Palpatine was every voice in Kylo's head that he ever heard. He was manipulating him, and it's like, "Oh, the Force Ghosts are like real Anakin." It's like, "No, I'm not gonna say that's not me. It's, whatever. You can do whatever you want." Palpatine is like. He's just letting it happen, or he can't do it, or Palpatine. It's not
I
explained.
like the original trilogy. Palpatine's manipulations were more subtle in
Yeah.
the real world, and not
It
like,
makes
oh, I could
sense.
just mimic every voice of everyone you love in your head or their respect, and then just control exactly what you think. Basically.
Yep, pretty much.
Because there's no strategy you need to do that. Because you have full power. Like you could use any voice of anyone that they respect, and then you just
Oh,
control
yeah.
what they think basically.
Yep.
So,
And then, at least back then, even if he did that method, no important people were dead to be Force Ghosts to tell you otherwise. Now they are, and they don't say otherwise. So it's like, what? Okay, so then Rey wins by just using two lightsabers
use
instead of one.
Anakin's mom.
I like how adding another lightsaber eventually makes you more powerful.
Yeah, Anakin, yeah, he would have thought
Oh,
he's
you should
Anakin,
Finn.
but yeah.
You
So,
have to say Padme.
yeah, that would be funny.
My dad told me in vain.
Do it.
Don't say anything. Annie, tell him if you don't join the dark side and kill these younglings, Sam people will Padme too.
Oh, my
Clunky.
Yeah.
Not Padme.
Okay, so Rey just wins by using two lightsabers instead of one, and then Palpatine blows up, and then she goes down. What I think would have made this scene so much better with other besides just making a beam struggle. Imagine if Palpatine's like, "Oh, if you strike me down, I'll take over you." Imagine if Palpatine's spear
That's what he
comes,
said.
he's literally like about to take her over because he blew it before. Why can't he do it again? And then you just see like Anakin, the chosen one, Force Ghost. Stops him, and then Palpatine comes back.
You
and
shall
he
not
tries to go the
pass.
other way, and then Luke is there. He tries to go the other way, and Yoda's there, and then he tries to go the other way, and Obi-Wan's there, and the Force goes together, finally kill his spirit. And
That
so
would have made
it's
so much more sense.
Yeah.
It would have been stupid looking to People who
It's
don't
like-
follow the series, but it's
Nah, I
like,
wouldn't
it
agree.
makes sense.
Yeah, it's like they said that takes
Ghosts are trying to stop a ghost.
Yeah, and I know some people said that takes away from Ray. It's like no,
No.
Ray killed his physical
Ray
body.
has too
Then
much.
the ghosts and the chosen
Takes
one.
away from Ray, like
it's like
Ray has everything.
yeah,
What do you want from
exactly.
the last
It's
Jedi?
it's like yeah, she kills the physical, and then the ghosts kill the other ghosts.
That's
We already
why
know he
they
must be a
Force
ghost going
ghosts.
from body to body. I feel like people would have been so much more receptive to that. It's like the Anakin and his Luke and Yoda and Obi-Wan finally getting rid of Force Ghost Palpatine as the Force Ghosts, so he doesn't ever come back.
Yeah.
Now it's like, why doesn't he just come back again? He came back before, he can come back again. And also, like, Ray just didn't earn like getting rid of someone like that. It's like if he could just come back, I don't know. But it's
Yeah, I
like,
feel like bringing him back in the first place.
yeah, I mean, but if they do, I know, but if they do bring it back, that would have been a good ending.
I want to talk about the
It's
daggers.
like,
Space Forces.
I'm gonna lose my.
oh yeah, Space Horses.
Again, different type of.
Gotta give Finn something to do, right?
I'm gonna lose my mind.
I mean, some
I
random
feel
girl
so-
that we don't care
Yeah,
about.
also,
Just
yeah,
takes away
Fate
from the story.
completely dropped out of the story.
What happened? We didn't talk about Poe at all.
Who cares? He doesn't do it.
But yeah, Poe, I never liked Poe, so.
They were trying to make him like part of like the group. They tried to make like a group.
They tried to make
them
them
like
the new Han
homies.
Solo.
But
They
then
tried to
all
make
they
the
did
new
this
Han
movie was
Solo.
Yeah,
bigger.
character.
But all he did was bigger in this movie.
Even in this movie, they
And it was
tried to make his
funny.
backstory.
They fly now. They fly now.
They tried to make his backstory
Yeah,
a
you're
spice,
thinking
a
a
spice
spice trader.
just like Han Solo
who
was.
cares?
And you know what's funny? In the comics, his parents were already rebellion people. So it's like he should have, instead of just being in the rebellion like normal, it's like, oh no, but he was a spice trader before. And he's like Han Solo. He's the new Han Solo.
But Han Solo was roped into it
Yeah.
through external circumstances. And then
Which
like,
we
he fell in
learned
love
in
with
something we'll talk about later.
Leia and all that.
Yeah.
No, not that.
Well, we got a dog barking.
And then it's fine. I don't know. Well, big picture. I don't even know if we picked up the mics.
She's in the room, that's why. Hold on, while we're up.
She's fine.
We're
We're gonna check how much battery and memory do we have left.
54. We're 44. We don't have much time.
How many more minutes do we have
Like
left?
20 something.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we went on for like an hour on this. So.
I'm gonna talk a lot more.
Alright, this movie's shit. Don't watch
Alright,
Okay,
Rise of
let's talk about
Skywalker.
what we gave it. Okay, well then, oh, we didn't even talk about the end, which is really important. We need to talk about how she names herself.
Okay,
Rey
so Ray
Skywalker.
heals Kylo for no fucking reason.
Oh, we didn't talk
and
about
then
the kiss.
Kylo dies, and then kisses.
I gave this movie
Wait, what
one
happens?
because
Wait,
Kylo Ren and
wait.
Rey kissed each
What
other.
happened? Hold on.
That's
What
it.
exactly
Screw
happened?
that, yeah.
Ray
Yeah,
died,
I
and
get it.
Kylo kissed her,
What I give
and
it?
then he transferred his force to her, and then he died and she survived. Is that what happened? Am I forgetting a step?
She died from fighting Palpatine. She used too much power. Then Kylo or Ben came back, brought her back. She's like, "Oh, you're so hype, brought me back. I love the bad guy. I like, I don't like good guys." And she kissed him, and then he died. Oh.
Ray and Kylo Ren kiss. There has been zero chemistry the whole
I
movie.
kinda
You can say
disagree
like
with
they can
that.
see in the force. Doesn't mean anything. They had
Wait, hold
no. Shut up.
Put her in the thumbnail.
Wait,
So
Ray. Yay, dog.
this is what you get. This is what you get for being loud. You're in the video now.
What you doing? You said don't. Yeah, if you had a space cat, it would have been funnier. Hi, dog.
Now she won't even dare bark.
Hi, dog.
She's scared.
Okay, we need to let's stay on track.
Alright, so
We're talking
Ray and
about-
Kylo kiss, which is the stupidest thing ever because they had no chemistry. Oh, well, they could see each other in the
They had
force.
chemistry, it
They
just
had,
wasn't romantic.
No, yeah, exactly. They were like enemies entirely. Even in this movie, they were like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
hate you. I'm gonna take
No,
you.
in episode 8 there was
Kill
some sort of
you.
tension.
And then all of a sudden,
between
like, let's make
them.
out.
Can we forget
The tension was
Ben
cringe,
Swallow?
though.
Ben Swallow.
Yeah, but that scene was cringe. It was
What was
cringe.
funny-
It caused the whole Raylo
To me, I don't wanna
and
be
they
so
actually
wrong.
delivered on it. Because the Raylo thing started before the 9th movie.
Yeah.
And then they made them kiss.
Didn't
They
they
had to appease
It was
the
a bad
average.
Rachel Juliet.
I'm not gonna say
And
the
they say
average.
it wasn't
the
romantic or
unaverage.
whatever, but they literally made out. They
They
didn't
just
just
they died.
They had
made
to
out.
appease the Twitter female audience.
Whoa, McClunky.
Twitter, not the average. I changed my mind. Yeah, I think I don't know.
So it was a bad movie.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk. Wait. We have to
My name? What's her name?
We have to talk about that.
My name is Ray.
Skywalker.
No.
Shut up.
Skywalker. It's legitimately like an 8-second, 9-second.
Yeah, and then we never see her again. So that old lady probably just walked away.
Also, she has no
God.
meaning of what Skywalker means. Nobody knows what Skywalker means except for Leia
well,
and Luke and
that's-
Han.
So can
No,
I
just-
because Luke Skywalker saved the galaxy.
famous, yeah.
But
So can I just go
Skywalker
for somebody-
is Anakin too.
So can
And
I
they
stroke
know they had
somebody and
nothing
say
to
that
do with
I think
anything.
her last name is Darth Vader?
It was stupid. What does Skywalker mean? It means nothing to her. It's some old man who's an asshole for a week to her and then dies. No, that's it. No. On our side.
Okay, get out there. Don't come back.
Oh, it's a dog. A dog.
Yeah, so.
But you blocked it.
I don't know, so she can't come back.
She doesn't know how to use doors.
Yes, she does.
Skywalker doesn't mean anything to anyone in the galaxy who's still alive.
That's wrong.
Everyone who knew everything about
This guy's wrong.
Skywalker died 30 fucking years ago.
What? They just
knows
have a mass
Skywalker?
death?
What happened to Skywalker?
Everyone knows the legends of Luke Skywalker literally right in this movie.
No,
Talks about
no,
or no, the first
because the Death Star explodes.
Wrong.
That's because of the
This
resistance.
movie's bad, but he's wrong.
No, what did Skywalker do? You're misinterpreting what I'm saying.
He
Luke
turned
Skywalker-
Darth. He says in episode 7. He
No.
turned Darth Vader.
She
into
should have
King.
embraced her Palpatine.
Nobody knew that.
And better.
That was a myth.
She should have been better. She should have evolved. She should have accepted it and then decided to make it a good name instead of a bad name.
Because we don't. Nobody in the galaxy alive today knows what it means. It's been 30 years since Luke killed or stopped the
How did she
whatever.
get back inside?
But then the First Order shows up anyway. So what does that mean?
I don't know. We've gone
Luke
too
didn't
far.
do anything then in the movie, and then Luke shows up as a person dies.
Right, one out
One
of
out of
10.
Wait, well, okay, we didn't bring up Luke. Okay, Force
ruined
Ghost Luke, like, she threw the lightsaber into the fire and he catches it. Okay, they kind
That
of
was
redeemed what they did in episode 8.
So you tell me that now?
And then he lifts up the X-ray. Yeah, look, go. No, but Yoda did that and burned
I know
it.
Yoda.
Yoda
Just bring out the fucking Force Ghost and lightning bolt.
Yeah, why did
I
the
hate
Force
this
Ghost just
movie.
steal Palpatine if they
I
could
hate
just
this
do that?
movie.
It doesn't make sense.
The
Nothing makes
Skywalker
sense.
name means so much more
Force
than everybody
Ghost
else other than Rey.
means
Rey
specific
does not know what it
rules now.
means.
Because Force Ghost used
She
to not
grew
be
up
able
on a
to
sand
interact
planet not knowing who Luke Skywalker
She didn't know who he
was.
was.
No, she didn't. She's like, what's that? Isn't that a myth?
Wrong.
It was 30 years ago. She doesn't know what it means. She's stupid. She lives on a sand planet scavenging Imperial Empire ships. Nobody knows. Did she go to Jedi school?
Yeah, how does she know how to do anything?
Nobody
How does she know how to
knows.
read?
It's a legend.
Episode 9, let's say
Skywalker
what the
means
reg-
so
okay,
much
ratings.
more.
I gave it a 4 to 5. It's like below average, but
God.
it had good. It had good moments.
Awesome.
It had good effects.
There's no hope.
I like Palpatine. I'm a
No
Palpatine
hope.
fanboy. So like averaging that out, I give it like a 4.5. It's like slightly below average. You know, some parts, some things are entertaining. Turn your mind off entertaining. It's like a Transformers movie.
Which you also love.
Transformers is cool.
Or, you know, the 9/11.
Yeah.
I mean, 9/11's horrible. It's terrible.
Well,
Watching the videos.
Yeah, he watches it like 3 times
It's
a
like,
day.
whoa, that's so horrible and amazing. Like, you know.
No, it's because it's
Not in any way,
here.
any way,
It's
shape,
like one of the
or form.
craziest things.
Just as pure
What was my score?
a catastrophe. You know, humans like to watch crazy things happen.
Yes,
You give
And
it
that
a
is a
one.
crazy fail by Disney to mess up.
Yeah, it's not
such
his.
an
It's
iconic
not his
franchise.
fault. We're like shit people, and when we see things die, we're like, and we do.
Yeah, we like watching
You're right,
things
I don't
go
know.
catastrophically
So
wrong.
am I.
And that movie went
What is
catastrophic.
my score?
Okay, so Noah gave it a 2 to 1, so like a 1.5 average. Steve gave it a 2, and Jake gave it a 1.
I wish I could go lower, but on the 1 to 10 scale, you can't go.
Yeah, I
less.
give it a 1. The only
It's
reason I give
literally-
it a 2 to 1 is because, again, the 9/11 factor. It's like humans are drawn to catastrophes and watching horrible things unfold, and that was that.
Bro has a new movie like thing that you have to don't forget the 9/11
Yeah,
factor.
exactly. Don't worry. It's not.
there
It's been what's the rule? 11 years or something? I don't know.
It's way past that.
Yeah,
It's
It's
21.
past that. It's past that.
yeah, I don't
No,
know.
And again, we're not making
anything
fun of that.
Star Wars in this
We're just
movie.
saying-
Don't
Yeah.
watch it, guys. It's terrible.
Everything Star Wars in this movie was ruined,
How much time
and
do we have? We have
everything
2 movies to
interesting was
go.
stupid.
Not doing
I don't think we're gonna have.
We have literally like 20
But
minutes.
We can do it. These movies aren't as interesting.
I like Solo.
These movies aren't. We're
No,
not.
okay,
We're actually limited by the.
I got another
We're
one.
on Rogue One.
Alright,
Next.
hold on. Let's actually start.
Rogue One. Okay, so
No,
this
it's fine.
movie I remember liking it probably more than most of the Disney movies, but honestly, I think most people agree. We found it to be very boring for like the majority of
I
it.
fell asleep.
Yeah, when you get to Scarif, this movie picks up hard, and it's really good from Scarif on. It's like, wow, this is a lot of good action. We kind of got to know these characters. Then they die. I like how they kill the characters off, and they're dead. They stay dead. That's not somehow Gina Urso returns. No, they're dead. And
For
then
now.
the best
For
moment
now.
was, I think everyone agrees, when Darth Vader comes, turns his lightsaber on,
Hell
and
yeah.
absolutely
Awesome.
eviscerates all those people.
Also, I
I like the
the
nuke scene. When
Yo, that was cool.
That was cool. And you know,
They introduced
it's
cool-
real. Like they didn't
I
survive.
remember
They were
cool.
there. They were accepting their death, and there was a a giant unstoppable nuclear
Oh my!
blast.
And we have to talk about they hug each other because they like each other. They did not kiss. Not everything has to be romantic. That would have taken points away.
Yeah.
If like Jin and Cassian kissed at the end, they just hugged because like we're dead.
Also,
I like you,
because-
and they're comforting each other as they die.
Also because of
That would've
Andor.
been better if they
Andor
did that
has
as
a
a
love
nine.
interest.
It's
We know that because of
It's
Andor
like,
show.
yeah,
No,
if Ray just gave Kylo or Ben a thank you
Only
hug for
Clone
saving
Wars.
her life and then he died, that would have been better instead of kissing. That's what they should have done. And I do like how they just hug in this.
K2SO is awesome. I love
Yes.
I love clankers. Oh my
He
god.
fell asleep during K2SO's valiant death scene.
It's a boring movie. I fell asleep at the boring part. I woke
Also,
up during the interesting part, and it's like,
Cassian's
damn.
pretty cool.
I do like Cassian. I like how at the beginning-
Congratulations.
He kills people, man.
Yeah,
He's a murderer.
Cassian kills that guy who's
Rescue.
awesome at the
Yeah.
beginning, and it really shows that in war things are gray, and people have to do things they're not proud of to win their war.
Oh, he's proud of it, baby.
There's a big difference between
Bam, bam,
gray
bam, bam, bam,
and
bam.
very, very great.
Also, Admiral
If you're part of the Empire,
Credit's
you're
a
not
good
good.
actor.
I like Krennic. Yeah, he was a good actor.
They said that the explosions, like the small nuclear explosions,
Yeah, on
are
Jeddah.
awesome on Jeddah and
Am I
on Scarab.
confused or like I keep
Target
asking
CGI
you-
was bad. Was bad.
Target CGI was
For
bad.
the time, it was really good.
Coolidge.
Now you know it's bad.
Coolidge.
They
Like
could
when I
fix
watched it in theaters, I was like, wow, this is so
Why don't
good
they
because
fix
at
it?
that time that was really good.
They do specials all the time. Just fix it every couple of
They
years.
literally did him a clunky fix in 2020. So,
Wow.
okay, Jeddah. I kept asking you because we played the Jedi Fallen Order Survivor game.
We're not on there. We're not talking about games.
No, we're
You
talking
can
about
talk-
Jeddah.
Yeah.
I was confused because that game takes place between like Order 66 and.
It's not a hidden planet.
That's what the fuck it was
No,
supposed
it
to
wasn't.
be. Yes, it
It
was.
had a hidden base on the planet.
That doesn't make sense
Yeah.
because
We're not talking about that.
It
destroyed.
was the hit
Wrong,
Jedi
wrong, wrong.
No, because
We're not
they were
talking about
destroyed.
We're
That
not
doesn't make
talking
sense to me.
about
Ugh, we gotta
Talk
find
about
Jeddah.
this movie.
We gotta go through
Talk
the
about
actual
this movie.
Overlord Exegol.
I don't trust
Jeddah.
you.
Jyn
Doesn't make
Erso is
sense.
a good character, I guess.
I don't know.
Jyn
Jyn
Erso's
Erso's okay.
Her dad is cool. I love.
He's okay.
I love the actor.
Dude, they were all
Matt-
the
The
actors-
Force monks were okay.
Middleton? Wait, is it Matt Nicholson or Matt Middleton? Or
Matt
Matt
Nicholson.
Nicholson.
I'm sorry, I said Matt Nicholson. I fell asleep.
He's a great actor. He's a great actor.
I remember the guy who was like, "The force is with me. I'm the force."
Oh yeah, that guy's pretty. He's the guy from Hitman.
Yeah, he's from Hitman.
Yeah,
He's from
I don't remember.
action
I don't-
movies. He did all those
I fell
stuff.
I like that because it shows like people who's clearly using the Force and people besides Jedi use the Force. He was like guarding the Jedi base.
Okay,
He was
wait,
a
does
guard-
the
he was a-
Force-
he was a guardian.
Does the force allow you to not get hit by a volley?
No, yeah, he
Oh, okay, no,
But he
yeah,
wasn't
that
like
makes sense.
he
It
was
makes
just like
sense.
I'm walking very
Yeah.
slowly forward, do like hundreds
It
of
made
volts.
sense when he was dodging them, the stormtroopers, because he could sense them coming. But it's like at the end, he was like just walking through and he wasn't even dodging
Yeah.
them, all missing.
That's what I'm
The
saying.
Force
It was
can't
like
make the
akin
sense.
to praying to God,
Yeah.
and then God was like answering his prayers.
Yeah.
It would have made sense if he was doing that and every set. Once in a while, one almost hit him and he would dodge it.
Yeah.
That would have made sense. But the only way that makes sense is if he somehow knew the right exact moment to start walking, and then that they would have missed that.
Well, maybe the Force was making everybody else miss.
Yeah. and
But
it
also,
would've
the
made sense.
death of
K2SO.
no, the rebel guy and the
Andor?
no, the machine guy.
Oh, you're
From the Clone
yes,
Wars.
the extreme
Saw
Sakurai,
Sakurai.
yeah.
His death was so random.
Yeah, it was like just
Explain
leave
it.
without me. The only way that makes sense is because he knows he's so crippled, he would just help them. Back
Also,
when he died, but-
his part of the war, like he knows, like his way
Is
of
that the guy
fighting was
with the
no
bottom
longer
half?
needed.
His way was stupid. Like,
But it's not
Everything
explained.
before the beach landing scene was pretty mediocre.
Yeah,
Including
the freaking
I don't remember. I
fight.
fell asleep.
The fighting was incredible. The effects were great. The actual, they had the air battle, they had the land battle, they had the ocean with the beaches, and then the AT-ATs and the Starcraft, and then the planning.
I like that one scene
It
with
was
the
all
AT-AT where like the ship comes and
It was
blows it, and
realistic.
then it just turns back, and it's like,
Yeah.
or no, that was the rocket launcher.
That was
The ship's
the
actually
rocket
destroying them.
It just. Well, it's realistic. I mean,
Yeah.
it's realistic.
It was like
Star Wars
this is the
warfare.
closest war movie of Star Wars. Star Wars.
They need to make a Clone Wars like TV
And
show movie.
Even though some of it was
with the
boring,
droids.
this movie felt like the most like
I
adding
love
to the original trilogy. Like it's
The
like
lore.
it makes sense why the Death Star was so easy to destroy.
Hammer
Nothing
and Corvette.
spits.
I hate that's
That's
actually
a
the same part of
random
the movie.
good idea, but like it could be like a World War II documentary
That's what I'm
style for
saying.
Star Wars, and it goes to every major battle.
Like
And it's
Halo.
not- it doesn't focus on any like main
Like
character
Halo.
or protagonist, but it's just like a documentary style
Yeah.
where like it's just like showing
Halo.
soldiers and stuff. And, like,
That's
so
what
it's
Halo
really
3
good
did.
effects.
Remember the Believe campaign?
Yeah.
They'd be like, I remember
Exactly.
UNSC. It was like 8-year-old
Yeah.
then. It was the Believe
Like you could
campaign.
even have
It's excellent.
stormtroopers.
That would be a
Watch
good
that.
TV series.
Like that AI thing.
For example, in I mean, we're gonna get to it next, but Han Solo.
Yeah,
they
we're
did
not
that.
there
At the
yet, we're not
beginning.
there yet.
It was
Okay,
World War
but
One. but
This movie doesn't
troopers,
spit on
I-
the lore like the sequels do.
I thought it was the worst part for me, besides the sleeping part, was definitely like, oh yeah, I built the Death Star, and none of the people who were supposed to check my work checked if there was a ventilation shaft working.
Well, he was so
Like,
smart.
nobody saw it.
The head
That's not even
engineer.
what I'm talking about. I'm just saying, like,
I'm not gonna lie though, like,
it's
in
really
an
fucking
imperial
stupid.
type setting,
That's
where
really stupid. That one man
everybody
tries
doesn't
to
want to be in
Death
trouble.
Star.
It actually makes sense.
That's really
If
stupid.
anybody actually knows about like how
no
they
one
change
questions
the
their
big
superior.
institution,
But he's
exactly.
not the top
He was
guy.
the
He's some
boss.
random
Nobody
nerd.
questions that.
He's some random
It's
nerd.
realistic in a
It's like,
dictatorship. I mean,
we
just
need you
look
to
at,
make
you know,
a
real
boom
life,
plan
right?
for us and make sure there's no inconsistencies.
The thing is,
like,
like,
okay,
if you-
huge inconsistency.
He was friends
no
with
one's gonna
Director
check
Krennic,
it.
and Director Krennic's the boss. So if anybody questions him, it's like questioning Director Krennic. So it's like, I'm not gonna touch that.
And with the Shades of Grey stuff, I like how that
Yeah.
one rebel ordered at Cassian to assassinate Galen, even though that Galen
The
didn't
general.
get. And then also I like how that they didn't want to go to Scarab first because of politics and they didn't trust it, blah blah blah. And then Admiral
Makes sense.
Rat, was it Radis or something? Who
Yeah.
he ends up getting named after the ship in episode 8 or whatever because that came out after. But he was like the guy who
He was
like
the Admiral
came in.
Akbar.
He was the Akbar
Akbar.
baggage, yeah. And then,
I can't believe.
and I do like the ship. I think
Overhead Corvette.
when you brought up like the Corvette like pushes the Star Destroyer into another.
That's
one.
unique. That's
This
cool.
is one of the best space battles.
See,
in
this is the
Star
thing.
Wars.
You can introduce cool, like, toy-based models and stuff in a very effective way.
Okay, so I think we talked about enough about this. I mean, there was a couple other Darth Vader scenes. I like how we saw Darth Vader's castle for the first time. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, the castle.
He's
He's
intimidated. This
I
movie,
gotta
a
fall
lot of
asleep.
respect points for the way it ended.
Yeah.
I don't. I just felt
Star Wars,
yeah.
new Star Wars.
And also, the whole
not
point of it was
good.
to fill in a gap, basically, in the story.
But we don't
Yeah.
need that's
Like,
the mysterious.
I think
part.
some things were boring, some things were cool. I did not feel insulted. I
The
Lord
second half of the movie was really good.
My
The first
intelligence
half
wasn't
was
insulted.
I fell asleep for most of the movie. I woke. I
He's
was
just
awake.
really
I was
like-
awake during the boring part, and I fell asleep during the cool part. And I woke up like halfway out, like 10 minutes between Jern. My God, 10 minutes before Jyn Erso and Andor killed themselves. That, you know what I'm trying to say? I woke up 10 minutes before that, and I'm like, what happened? And they're like, you missed the coolest scene ever. I'm like,
Wake
really?
Okay,
Like,
so
damn.
let's go to scores. I think we talked about enough of this. I
still
gave
think
it.
it's boring.
Or, I guess I'll go first. I gave it a 7. Weebro 7. Steve 8. Jake 4.
I find it hard to give scores to movies where a huge portion is not that great and another big portion is really good.
That's what I'm
It's like,
saying. I was
even when
awake
the
on
whole
the
thing's
boring
good, oh, the
part.
whole movie was a 7.
Yeah.
I
The
liked
whole
it.
movie was a 4 or an 8.
I give
But
it
when
a
part of it was a 2 and the rest is like a
The action
9.
was
It's so hard to like.
But the thing is, the
I was
action
awake during the
good.
boring part.
The
That's the
effects
worst
were
part.
good.
I know the boring stuff.
You know,
that I don't
everything
care
was
about. I've already
like,
seen it.
The acting was good. The story, like the effects were good. The story is the only question mark. So
That's the thing. Like the acting wasn't
All right,
bad. Like,
I'm
this
gonna
is
go-
actually-
Yeah, I feel like the beginning was like
Hold
for
on.
me like a
Also-
4 or 5 or something, and then it ends at like a 9. It's like,
All right, we got 17 minutes.
Yeah, we can do solo. It's good. We
Short
can,
but clunky break. Can we
pause that?
pause it?
Yeah, we can.
Wait, is it the battery or the?
It's both.
We're recording, right?
You can see it. It's right
It
there.
looks like it. Why is it on both sides?
Because it has a mirror on it.
Amazing.
You gotta
Wait, we're starting, guys. Where are you guys?
Make me your tech overlord.
This is empty.
All right, so
Starting.
it's 3:35. We have 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
All right, guys. So
I have nothing to say about this one, so it's good.
No, but okay.
All I have to say is,
We were all pleasantly surprised by Solo.
Wait, let's sit down first, you dummy.
I don't know why I need to be sitting down, but I
Because you
will.
would clunky this because we're not ready, stinky.
I have barely anything to say, so I'm going to say
Ready?
this. It was a decent, generic movie. The only main problem I have with it is Han Solo doesn't look like Han Solo. I'm done.
but he acts like Han Solo. That's all that matters.
It
He
was,
does act-
that's the worst.
Kind of.
That's the worst criticism because
That's
like,
it. That's
it's,
all I
he's
got.
younger and he actually acts like Han Solo.
We were all
I like
pleasantly
this movie.
surprised. I liked it. Like, I never hated it. I actually liked it more the second time. I was like, wow, that was better. I always thought I liked Rogue One more than Solo.
Oh,
but then I realized that this movie was just entertaining from start to end. It was never. It didn't hit the peaks of Rogue One, but it never had the lows of Rogue One either. That was never
It
boring.
was averaged out to be better.
I like the low down stuff more though sometimes.
It was very
The whole
average.
movie
Now.
was lower.
The pacing was good.
Like it was paced well. The action was good for what it was. Like I don't need a lightsaber wielding like maniac like Rey for it to be good. Like it was good because I like Han Solo.
Yeah,
It's
she's
just
a more likable main character.
It was
Double crossing
cool.
and double.
We got to see Chewbacca rip the 2 arms off that guy.
Yeah,
he
Remember
did.
Han Solo brought that thing up?
Yeah,
They
that
did
was
2
good.
memory things and
Chewbacca's
they
awesome.
worked. Oh, I did the Council.
He also got matched the game. the
And he
video game.
did. He did the parsecs
Yeah.
thing and the game. Like they did it, and it works because they went ham-fisted. It's like this is where it happened. It's like that's funny. He meets Chewbacca. And it's
Yeah, I like how
that's
they
funny.
meet. I like the fight scene between Han Solo and Chewbacca. Like he's like biting Chewie and Chewie's throwing him around, and then he's like in the mind like, ah! It's like yeah, I just know Chewie. I just know how to speak Wookiee. It's like whatever. But we do that. Let's go. He's basically part of Loki. He gets to be Loki.
Yep.
Okay, so beginning, he was on Corellia. He has his girlfriend that he had there, Kira.
So I like her. I like her.
Yeah, she's hot.
She's second
hot. Yeah, second one about
No, she's a beautiful actress.
Yeah,
She's a really good actor.
I'm sad they didn't do more of this. I hate how this movie did so bad in the box office and it stifled.
I wish there was a second movie.
Yeah, no, they were planning on multiple movies, a Lando series, which they still might do, which Donald
He's
Glover
a
did
good.
with
Donald
Oh
Glover's
my God,
great.
Donald Glover was a great
Fantastic.
Lando. He was such a sleaze bag and also charismatic.
If you didn't tell me he wasn't a young Lando, I wouldn't believe you. I'd be
You
like,
think he was Lando?
He
Yeah,
did the
but I was
case
gonna
so
say,
much.
I think the
Hello,
movie doing the box
How
office has more to do with the
It's so
hype
well.
before it than how
Yeah.
good it actually is. And
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people, including me, and I still stand by this, were
See.
just not interested because it's not Han Solo. Like, it's
Yeah.
not Harrison
Also,
Ford.
the
And
last-
it came out there right after The Last Jedi, 6 months after.
It was
not even a
terrible.
year.
It ruined
came
it.
out right after The Last Jedi when like hype for Star Wars was at its
like
lowest.
so much better.
How could you have Han Solo without Harrison Ford?
Yeah, that
it
is
doesn't
a
make
problem.
sense.
But it
like,
works.
It kind of did work, but you could choose any other character, any other story.
Yeah, that's the biggest.
They could have done a
It's-
Yoda
he's-
movie. They
Han
could've-
Solo's almost the most like iconic character.
But the guy did such a good job though.
Dude.
Just because he
Yeah,
didn't look like
But
he
it's a
sounded,
lose.
he
It's a
acted just like him.
lose situation though. That's the.
It was
problem.
as good
My
as it could
thing
have
was
been.
Lando.
They
I
could
was
have.
like,
They could
Lando
have. They got an
surprised me.
Ahsoka actor. They could have just did goddamn Ahsoka.
The Ahsoka actress is so bad.
She's pretty good.
What are you talking about?
And-
Ahsoka show one?
And good, we're
was
not on
so
that. We're not
bad.
sure. We can do that another time. But
We're never gonna do it.
practical effects. I do like Lady Proxima at the beginning, who was like the Jabba the Hutt of his planet. Like it came out, like, woo, that big thing.
Oh,
yeah, she has
yeah.
the big worm thing.
The
that
darkness
came out. Yeah,
thing?
and then I like. I kind of like how he fades with like I have a thermal detonator. And like that's just a rock. And no, and then he like throws it through and like breaks the glass and just sunlight. He's like a weirdo like me. She can't handle sunlight.
Well, that was like the stupid Admiral Hux like phone call scene, but
Yeah.
actually done that makes
Yeah,
sense.
that-
Because it's Han Solo.
It's Han Solo, exactly.
Yeah.
It's Han Solo and he's doing
Yeah,
it right.
cool
So he
chase
knows
scene.
he has
The
nothing
fact
to
that
do.
they showed the World War I equivalent of like not even stormtroopers, they're just
Yeah, right.
regular.
I think they're like
soldiers.
literally called like mud troopers or something like
Yeah,
that.
they're
Like,
just
he
the
was
normal
a-
army.
I
That's
feel
what
like
it
World
is.
War II, like he was fighting in the trenches.
That's
and stuff,
awesome.
right?
You see people die. You see the tragic.
I don't like how the Imperial officer came up with Solo instead of him. It's like, why would he keep that? I think it should have been like, oh, I don't have anyone. Just call me Solo or something like.
Yeah.
Han should have came up with his own name, not that random
Yeah,
that
officer.
is weird.
That is weird.
Okay, so
Corellian's pretty cool. We're gonna see Corellian.
Corellian's
I
pretty
love Clankers. L3, a sassy feminist robot who's like.
yeah, kind of like I
I
know
don't
some
know.
people
She's
didn't
like
like
hands
that.
on him. She's a hands on her hips droid. I'm
She's
like,
funny. I like it.
Yeah.
It's
And
personality.
she was.
She's like
She
a
was really
woke
good.
robot.
The thing is,
who's supposed to be funny.
he programmed her to be like that, so
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Yeah.
And it was weird that it was Lando's, which Lando with the sleaze bag made like a cool droid.
He's not yet a seed.
Yes, he was. She was shooting at cards.
I like the place where they were playing cards with all those interesting alien designs. There
Yeah,
was like,
it was
Yeah.
fighting.
It was like Mos Eisley again.
It was a robot fighting ring. A
Yeah.
fighting ring.
It was like the cantina.
Also, the
I
yeah,
loved it.
Chewbacca was awesome.
and I like the bad guy driving boss. That
Yeah,
actor, I like him.
He's cool because he's not
It
quite a
was
human.
good.
He like
Yeah, he had that weird thing lines on
There's
his
so
face.
many good actors in this movie.
Even without
Even
like
if
watching
he's-
Woody
Snowden
Harrelson was really good in this as the
Woody
bison.
Harrelson
He was one of the
is-
best parts of this movie.
That's
He
the
did-
non-
He was my well. He's a great
Yeah.
representation of what Han Solo becomes, especially later in
Yeah.
the
And
Rebellion.
then, yeah, I love how he turns on Han, and then not only that, then he turns on Beckett too when he realized Beckett lost all his power. He's just for himself.
Yeah.
And then
He's a sleazebag.
and then Han Solo like learns throughout the movie,
He's a scruffy
and then
haired
Han
nerd.
Solo shoots first. I love that.
Yeah.
He's a scruffy character.
He learned his lesson. Okay, but other things we need to talk about. The Kessel one was really cool. I like the Suma Verminoth, which is the big giant
The
tentacle
monster. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
and then the maw where it sucks it in. All cool scenes. Kira, overall cool character, and then she learned
The
from.
fight scenes were cool.
Well, she learned from. She said she learned from Boss, the bad guy, Dryden Boss. But then above Dryden Boss is one of my favorite characters, arguably my favorite tied with like only Palpatine, Darth Maul, which I know some people don't like.
I
but
hate
yeah.
him.
He was already.
He's one of my favorite characters, but I hate every single time he shows up besides episode 1.
That's what I'm saying.
Never does him justice ever.
No against
He had
him.
no reason to be in this movie. He was just like, remember this character? Just to drop people
I
in
wish
and watch
he
the movie.
wasn't killed the way he was, but
Yeah.
he never shows up the same way. It
That's
doesn't feel
cool,
the same.
yeah.
It was George Lucas's idea to bring him back, so I give it a pass.
Also, the start of the rebellion starts in this movie, technically.
Kind of, yeah, with those pirate people. Yeah, they're like part of the. There's so many things like, oh, it's the start of the rebellion. Like I remember with the Force Unleashed, the Jedi, Fallen
Jedi
Order and
Fallen
stuff,
Order.
right? Yeah, they owe everything in Rebels.
Well,
they
it
all
makes
have like, the
sense.
start of
Well, it makes
because they're
sense
cells.
because
They're
there's different cells
Yeah,
on
they
them.
come together.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Darth Maul, Well, I
Oh
was,
my God.
I was
That's
spoiled
not
that he was going to be in an unfortunate.
He works as a useful tool for a Sith Lord. He does not work as someone operating under his own like free will, like he does in every other time he shows up.
I agree. That's in the movies. That's how he works. But like he is a really well done in the Clone Wars, but it almost does feel like a different character immediately.
Yeah, it does because
It's like we never really knew him. But it's like, it's like
Oh gosh, you got a dirty book cat.
But so I do really like Darth Maul from the Clone. I mean, I always liked him, and then I like him for different reasons in the Clone Wars, and I like him here. I mean, they were clearly planning on doing more. I think they were actually planning on doing a Crimson Dawn show with like probably the main
Like a crime show, that makes sense.
Kira and Darth Maul.
It's like an Italian mafia show, but
that would have been really cool. But
I like how cool
they didn't do it because it did bad.
I like how cool Kira
But now they're
was.
doing Maul Shadow Lord. But it's gonna be live action.
the fight scenes are pretty cool.
I like this movie a lot more. I was so entertained. I was like, this is a good movie.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wait, this is Star Wars?
The pacing
This
is
is a
great.
good Star Wars movie.
I like the locations, the effects were good, the acting was fantastic.
It was just a good
He
movie.
did as good as he could what the character, you know. Unfortunately,
And then
it's a
people
little
winch and complain that he's not Harrison Ford. It's
Yeah.
like,
Nobody can be Harrison Ford.
What is
Harrison Ford is the
man to play 20
Harrison Ford is the
He was still good. He just didn't sound like him. He acted like him. He had the cadence on.
What do we get, Alex?
Lando was excellent.
Yeah, I feel like
Excellent.
if Harrison
Everyone's
Ford was the
excellent.
main character, they somehow used magic and did that. I feel like most
I
people
thought it
would.
would've been
I
worse.
feel like people would have said, I don't know.
Well, they could have DH him like in the new Indiana
Okay,
Jones.
I thought it would've been worse.
I gave it.
Yeah.
I gave it an 8. Weird Bro gave it a 7.5. Steve 8.5, and Jake gave it a 9.
I thought it was a good movie. Like,
Yeah.
you
Good
know,
movie.
Star Wars.
This was a
excellent.
solid-
It was
Give
fine
it a
movie.
chance.
I would
Not like
have
episode 9.
it would have been higher if they did use some sort of really good technology to make him look more
Like a deep fake.
I
or
thought
something.
it was
Really a
Or
big-
he
It
already
didn't need to
almost
be a
kind of looked
prequel.
like they could have just adjusted slightly with a deep fake
It
or
didn't need to be a
something.
prequel. It could have
They
just
could've
been.
done
It just does kind of take you out of it.
I mean, to be honest, he does look like him. In modern
I
times, they
don't
probably could
agree.
have just.
I don't agree.
But okay, Steve, check out
You
the
have
time.
to be face blind.
Check how much time we have.
I
I'm
saw
just
these
going to talk
movies
about the overall
first.
scores and we're done.
We got like 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay. So overall scores.
Walking.
Okay, I'll quickly go through everything. Episode 4 average was a 9.0625. Episode 5, 9.875. Episode 6, 8.1875. Episode 1, 8.25. Episode 2, 6.625. Episode 3, 9.625. Episode 7, 5.5. Episode 8, 4.4375. Episode 9, 2.25. Solo, 8.25.
This will be
Rogue
flashing
One,
on screen
6.5.
right now, don't
Okay,
worry.
yes, and now I'm going to show all of our. Okay, and let's go in order. I'll be last. The Weird Bro, I'll show his tier list. I'll do the calculations myself. I'm pictured on the screen right now. This is Weird Bro's tier list. And then next we can do Steve's over there. Then Jake's. And then here's my tier list based off of my numbers. So this is all of our numbers.
Which is
And
the most
now
biased.
here's our combined tier list. Where we're average everything out. This is our group tier list, which I think might be an average representation of at least somewhat good people with good taste. Maybe you believe it or maybe you don't. Okay, so I'll just say it out loud because I did write it down here because I averaged everything out. Our top tier, I mean, I might put it differently on later if I decide.
Drum roll,
differently,
please.
but based off of what I looked at the numbers, top tier. Actually, let's start with bottom tier. Very bottom. Somehow this movie was made. Episode 9. This was very low compared to the other ones. It was like its own level.
It brings about despair beyond.
It makes me feel
Like it
sad.
lasts like 2 or 3 days after watching the movie.
I still am
start
under the
looking
belief
at
that
the
they're gonna
reality.
remake it.
I do have to say,
I'm under the belief that this is a fake movie they're still gonna remake it.
my first
I don't believe this is a real
review,
movie.
after I made this,
No.
after I watched my first review, I gave it like an 8 out of 10, which I take back now. Because this is the first movie, like even episode 7 and 8, like I felt actually, well, okay, episode 7 I kind of felt bad after watching because I knew it felt like episode 4. I was like, wow. Episode 8 I actually kind of liked it at first, and I felt good. Episode 9 I kind of told myself I liked it because I like Palpatine. I did like some of the Palpatine scenes, but I walked out feeling like something was wrong, and I didn't feel good after walking out after it. But now I do think it's the worst one. But so episode 9 is the worst. And then our next tier was okay. It's like it exists. It's not horrible, but it's like just like an average movie. Episode 7 and 8. So the sequel ones that weren't like so bad it's horrible. It's mostly like they're bad because they spit on Star Wars legacy, but as movies they're just okay. They're average.
Yep.
And then the lower mid tier. These movies are okay. Maybe you could say they're better than average. Episode 2 and Rogue One.
Episode 2 is so boring.
Yeah. And then
So is Rogue One.
Yeah.
Until the last 30 minutes.
I like episode 2, but it's the
I
worst.
disagree.
It's
I-
the
movies.
It's the worst of
Alright.
George Lucas' inconsistent movies, but I kind of like it.
That's when Obi-Wan jumps out of the window and
Yeah.
they go.
Yeah,
No, the
Great
first
shit.
15 minutes is good.
yeah.
Okay.
And then wait.
I like parts of
I
it.
used to think more like you until I rewatched it.
Until
Hey, the
Padme
whole movie's
Midget
actually more
movie?
entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, until the Padme Midget. Oh, we're watching the same movie. It's
Alright.
funny.
Okay,
What's
well,
the next one?
Padme
So
is
what?
Richard
Three
I
minutes.
agree.
Three
I don't
minutes.
like sand. It gets everywhere.
Yeah.
Star Wars means everywhere.
It's true. It's all true.
Okay, now the mid upper tier. These are good movies. Episode 1, Solo, and Episode 6.
Solo should be higher.
I think I don't agree with this, but with the averages out, we put Episode 1 and Solo equal above Episode 6. I think Episode 6 is better than
Yeah, I agree. Well, my
So yeah, I think probably, I don't know. Well, we'll see what your tier list is.
Solo
I don't
should be
remember.
way higher
We
than
can see
Episode
what
I
that
know
is.
Episode 6
I know
is
these two
above
put Episode 1, I think, above Episode 6. But
Episode 6 is so
Episode 6 is
disappointing.
tied for me.
It's such a disappointing.
I think Jake's score actually
It had
Episode
the
6
most
down.
badass
It's his fault.
Palpatine.
His fault. Jake put
Episode
Episode 6
6,
down.
Ewoks are so cringe. The added effects are so bad.
It's his fault.
Episode 6
Episode 1 is
reminds
so
me
much
of
more
Rogue
fun.
One, and that the
Episode
second half of
6
the
is
movie
so
makes up
way
for
better
the
than
first
Okay,
half.
so with Episode 6, it
It's so
starts good with
convoluted.
Jabba's, then it gets a little bit boring with Endor, but then it starts ends
Yeah,
really
it goes like this.
Exactly. So it does the Episode 2
ending was
thing.
really good.
Yeah.
It's exactly like Episode 2 then.
Okay, and so now here's the top tier.
Yeah, I guess.
50 minutes of
Okay, yeah, so Episode 6, Episode 1, Solo, we averaged out because of him. Episode 1 and Solo were a little bit higher. Episode 6 is better. Episode 6 is better.
Episode 6 is
Okay,
not
so
good.
the group top tier.
Actually, Episode
These
6
all
is not
averaged
good.
out very similar.
Episode
At the bottom of our top tier was A New Hope, Episode 4.
Old episodes.
Jake, please stop.
Episode 4, New Hope.
You will stop talking.
I saw
You will stop that. He's
I
weak
will-
minded. It would be really easy to use force.
What?
If only the force was real.
This guy would be so
I did the last one for work when we talked about you will not play Bowser in Smash Bros.
Alright, go 1 minute.
Okay.
You will not be cringe.
Then our second was Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. And then top, of course, is Episode 5, Empire Strikes Back, no surprise. So I think a lot of people agree Episode 5, Episode 3, Episode 4 is the best. A lot of people put Episode 6 above Episode 3. Like me, if you look at my list, I put that above. But
Stupid.
yeah, so that's it. So top tier, Episode 5, Episode 3, Episode 4. Middle up tier, which I might call them something else. But yeah, you'll see our list up here. Episode 1, Solo, Episode 6, then Episode 2, Rogue One, and then bottom tier, or no, almost bottom tier, Episode 7, Episode 8, and then very bottom, Episode 9. Does everyone think those are okay?
Sure.
And
I think Solo should be higher.
Episode 9 does deserve its own tier by itself.
I think
To
it
be
deserves
all-
it.
It's not even in a tier, it's a trash
somehow
can
it's in a tier.
by a Denny's.
Like,
It's sort of like how like
Don't you
the
talk
animal
about that
dying
with
on the
Denny's.
street, those are
Trash
like
can by
7 and
Denny's.
8, and the person coming up and shooting in the
Yeah.
head is
Like,
episode 9.
that's
It
what
should
it is.
be-
Let's just put this out of
Yeah.
the
No, it should be somehow it's in a tier
Like,
list.
Hey.
well, hold on. Wait a second. Episode 7, how much number do we have?
Keep going.
Episode 7 is like, we have no soul. Redo Episode 4, but since Episode 4 is so good,
But
it's
also,
somewhat
the
okay.
future is blank. Like, it could be
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, it
Like,
could- it could
okay,
be
we're not
anything.
off to the best start, but
Yeah.
it's like a copy of it.
Mystery boxes. Mystery
Alright.
boxes. Episode 8 changes things up, but in a bad way. But at least at the movie, it feels
Honestly,
original.
I lost
like
all
that
hope in
reason.
episode
No,
8.
Yeah,
for
the
the
episode
future
8
Disney
will
Star
make you
Wars.
lose hope, but you could recognize something
What about
they do
New Hope?
artistically,
On Old
and
Hope?
like it feels like a movie. It's like that went into the wrong direction. Episode 9 feels like a course correction of random things. Quickly, bring back Palpatine. Okay, some things are cool, but this makes no sense. And then it's like a mess.
It's the end.
Yeah, episode
Dark.
9.
Irreversible end.
It feels like a roller coaster course correct. It makes no
So
sense.
bad.
It's like, wait, this is a movie? I think episode 8 is like. Some people say it's a good movie and a bad Star Wars
No,
movie.
it's
but
a
whatever you say,
bad movie. It's everywhere, but it's better than episode.
it's
9.
coherent. Episode 8
It's fun to
is
watch.
coherent.
It's to turn your brain off. It's fun to watch, mostly. Episode 9 is just a travesty against the senses. It is just an assault. This happens, this happens, this happens, this happens, this happens. And then you go, and then you develop ADHD when you're done. And
They
then
need
you're
to
like,
make.
hey, was that
They
Star
need to
Wars?
come out with. Like,
Sorry,
they
you're
should have
using
came out with a
Sorry,
re-release of
you're
episode
an
9
alpha.
with added scenes that make more content, like more context, and gives things time to breathe and makes more sense and explain things. And I hate how it just redoes everything. Episode 8 made bad decisions, but then it's like, quickly, retrack, make Kylo destroy his helmet, make him build it again. Kylo was supposed to be the main bad guy, make him Palpatine.
Thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe.
Subway
And
Surfer
comment
above
your
it. I'd be
favorite
watching the
comment.
Subway Surfer part, not the episode.
Yes, exactly. Thanks, guys. Like and comment,
Yeah.
Wait, we
subscribe.
really want to eat Subway, but we don't like Subway.
No, it's what? Subway's disgusting.
Wait, how much time do we have?
It's over.
Oh, we're done. Wait, hold on. What's at the end of Star Wars? We should say something.
Chipotle.
No.
Arby's.
No.